Welcome back to Tabletop Titans for another classic Warhammer 40k battle report. Today we've got the Drukhari making their second game on the channel
their
so far.
second debut.
Second debut. We've got the Iron Hands against them here, which actually I've only played a couple times in 9th edition so far. Really excited to see them back out. Last time they kind of got slapped a little bit, right? They were against what, the Harlequins?
That's right. That's right. The Ynnari.
The Ynnari with Harlequins. Yeah. So this should be a really interesting match. They're both very shooty armies with like a little bit of combat potential. Just a smidgen. I got standard Space Marine combat potential. You've got Drazar,
Master Blades.
And so lots of cool stuff in here. So why don't we jump ahead and take a look at the army list that we're bringing today. So for my Iron Hands today, I have a single battalion. I've got Iron Father Pharaohs, Master of the Forge himself. He's, of course, just really great. Love to take him. I don't always fit him in, but I always feel sad when I don't fit him in.
Yeah.
So he's still criminally undercosted and pairs really well with intercessors, of which I have 25, all in 5-man squads. I think I probably would have taken them as 10-man squads because it always gives you the option to combat squad later.
Exactly.
So that's just an inefficiency in my list, but you know, it's no big deal. For characters, I've also got a Primaris Lieutenant, and I've also got a Captain, Primaris Captain. These are just for the efficiency on the rerolls.
Of course.
I'm not doing anything super special with either of them.
Yeah.
I do have the Captain as my Warlord, and he has target protocols, which allows me to just reroll 1 hit, 1 wound, 1 damage.
That's right.
It's cool. It's good. It makes an efficient army a little bit more efficient.
Exactly.
He's also got the Tempered Helm, which is one of the more efficient ways to regen CP because you get to roll for each CP, and on a 5-up you get it back. So
efficient.
Very reliable because this army has a ton of 2 CP strats.
Right.
So it's great, totally solid. I've also got the meat of the list, if you will, is 2 Repulsor Executioners, fully tricked out. They've got the laser destroyers, and they've got every single upgrade slot. So I just glued all the guns. I kind of shook the bits box onto it, and it's got all the guns.
All the DACA.
So it's a lot of shots there, and in this army they're particularly tough. And with Pharaohs, they're really accurate.
Yeah.
So they're super scary. Whatever they point at does die, but once you lose one of them, it's a ton of firepower gone, right?
Right.
I've also got a Redemptor Dreadnought. I love the Redemptors. I especially love now that they just shoot in combat. They can really move and shoot now, which was a huge miss for them before.
Yeah.
And so I love that. And then I've got kind of a tech pick that I really like in here, which is the Ironclad Dreadnought.
Yeah.
I've done March of the Ancients to upgrade him to a character. I've spent a CP to give him the Imperium Sword Warlord trait. This boy is 7 attacks on the charge, like strength 16, flat 3 or 4 damage.
Oh my gosh.
He is an absolute menace.
I love him. He's so cool.
He is so great. Yeah, strength 14, 4 damage, -4. He's crazy.
Pretty good.
And he's character, so you can't target him. And even when you can, he's still T8, 6-up, feel no pain.
He's so cool. Like, this is why you should play Iron Hands. This is for like the awesome Dreadnought characters.
That's right.
That just come in and smack things. Right?
Yeah, and next time I think I want to do it with the Repulsor or the Redemptor Dreadnought. But you just, because he can be targeted, he's such a juicy target already.
That's right, yeah.
And it makes him an even juicier target. But, you know, if you got him with the extra attacks and everything,
it's pretty cool.
I would be really, really into that. I've also got 3 Suppressors. I was going to take a bunch more of these. They're a lot worse since the Doctrine change because you can't move and shoot without penalty, except for that first turn. But they're pretty fast. They're infantry. They'll snag some objectives. So I'm kind of into it. I've got lots of board holding with the Intercessors. I've got tons of DACA, absolutely. And then I've got even some real deal scary combat in the form of these Dreadnoughts. So a bit of everything.
Yeah, I love it. Sounds good. All right, let's take a look at the Drukhari, shall we? So I'm running the raiding force as per usual, where I can take 3 patrols and it refunds me the CP essentially that it costs to get them in 9th edition, which is awesome. I have 2 patrols that are Blackheart. This is a Vect's own, boys and girls. And so for that we have, I'm just going to include them all together so you guys get a sense of everything. I have a single Archon with the Writ of the Living Muse.
Classic.
Which is amazing. I did take some suggestions from online, and I've now moved my Warlord to a different person that has many names, and we'll get to that in a second.
That's right.
So I'm not taking Labyrinthine Cunning. It's good. It's not as good as your CP regen, and we'll talk about that more later on. So I have him. I have 4 units of 5-man Cobbleites. Well, I was going to say cheap. They're not so cheap anymore, but they're just bodies that go into Venoms and go into transport.
And they've got OPSEC.
Exactly. Yep. I have 3 Ravagers, of course, because we love them. They're super tough with Blackheart. I can keep them at range. They hit super
You got the
hard.
Disintegrators on them?
All Disintegrators this time. Last time we had some Dark Lances, but this time really the Disintegrator is the best all-comers.
It'll do work on my Space Marines unless I keep making 6-ups.
I was going to say, yeah. Well, and you have the Invuln from Iron Daddy, right?
From Pharaoh.
So it absolutely melts Primaris. It's still not bad, right? Because I'm forcing you to that 5-up save and does 2 damage each. So they're really great at pretty much everything, right?
Yep.
So I have 3 of those with all the fixins. And then I have Drazha, the Master of Blades.
That's right.
So I've actually moved my Warlord trait to him just because it's really cool that essentially he has to take the Eternal Hatred Warlord trait, which lets him reroll all failed wounds.
Which is, he's already a combat beast. That makes him really reliable.
He's already +1 to wound, and he already double fights. So it's just fun. He hits super hard.
Love it.
And of course, with him, I have 8 Incubi. They don't get any traits because they're separate in the lore, but they will be riding around in a Raider with him. I think, then of course I have 3 Venoms, all also Blackheart because I want to get that 6-up Feel No Pain onto them, which
and they're just fast and throwaway units.
They're awesome. They're still great. And you know what they do have? The Night Shields.
That's right. Last game he made all his Night Shield saves. So we're going to see.
That's right. They all have the single Splinter Cannon, so no upgrades. And then I have 3 Raiders as well, all with Dark Lances.
Love the Raiders.
Transports are the name of the game. They're decently tough. Well, they're deceptively tough, very fast, getting out there and scoring. And then my last patrol is, again, a custom Homunculus Coven detachment. I'm still playing around between this and, of course, Prophets of Flesh, which is more durable, but these do more damage. I'm taking Dark Technomancers, where I basically can overcharge weapons to get +1 to wound.
Very nice.
Which is great. And then I'm also taking Dark Harvest, which I have to kill something, or if I kill something, I do heal D3 wounds. Really, I'm taking this for Dark Technomancers, but the other one's kind of a nice little tech pick.
Yeah.
So I have 3 Talos, 1 unit of 1, 1 unit of 2, single unit of Rax, and my Homunculus. That's going to be running around buffing them.
They're going to be solid in this game. I think so. They've got some juicy targets.
Exactly. They do have Haywire, so that's always a good thing. But also, I think their combat's going to be pretty important as we need to get into those intercessors. That's right. The Coblites are not going to do it.
Very nice. All right. So, Bridger, what mission are we playing today?
Today, we are playing book mission number 3, 4 pillars. You want to point out the 4 objectives?
That's right. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
You got it.
Nice and easy.
One of them's a little hidden there, Adrian.
It's my nest.
Yeah, he's quite well placed on it. That's right.
So this mission, the primary is hold 1, hold 2, hold more.
Yep.
There's a special rule. You cannot deep strike within scoring range of an objective.
Yep.
No screaming jets.
Nobody has anything in reserve this time, but there's some armies where that can be really punishing.
Absolutely.
You want to talk a little bit about the terrain today?
Sure.
Yeah, we've got this cool alien landscape. We've got a bunch of rocks. We're calling them obscuring, which they're already pretty tall, but it actually helps just make them a little more protective, especially from angles or you have really tall little fins on your boats. The rest, we got things that look like ruins here. We're calling them the equivalent of ruins. So they've got breachable and obscuring here. And then we've got this center industrial structure,
complex,
which gives the dense rule for -1, and we've got a few pipes, which just are barriers for light cover for infantry. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's take a look at secondaries. Adrian today is taking engage on all fronts, raise the banners high, and bring it down.
It wouldn't be a game if I didn't take engage, right?
That's right. I think you've always taken it.
I always take it.
Yeah.
One, because it's good, but also I do tend to build armies that are very mobile and kind of play in this style. So we're looking at that. I'll tell you guys, this is probably going to be a 3 table quarters engage, unless I can deal with all this. So we'll see in the second half. Yeah, it really is. Raise the banners. Honestly, I had difficulty picking secondaries in this one. Raise the banners, I obviously feel very comfortable about this back objective here, but I'm going to be trying to at least raise these 2 and really hold it down. Once I can deal with things like the suppressors that can jump on it early game, I think it's going to be much easier for me to at least keep Brian off of it. He has to actually not only kill me off of it, but take the flag down. So that's kind of the plan for that one. And then, of course, bring it down. He has 3 vehicles that are worth 3 points. This is the 2 Executioners and the Redemptor Big Boy. Right. Those are the points I'm counting on getting, that I have to get to kind of remove his DACA. The Tiny Dreadnought, the Scary Dreadnought, is a character.
And
so
he's only worth 2.
He's like, he's only worth 2 points, but he's also like a big problem, right?
Exactly.
So,
even though my vehicles are hard to kill, so you would think maybe you don't want to take that, but your army is actually pretty good at killing vehicles.
They are actually, yeah.
And you have to kill my vehicles. They're just too strong. These vehicles over 5 turns would table you.
Absolutely.
So you really don't have a choice but to kill them. And even though you can't get 15 points out of it, maybe you only even get 9, it's points for something you absolutely have to do anyway.
Exactly, and it's already doubling down on what I already need to do, so it makes me that much more effective. It's not pulling resources and saying, well, I have to go do this thing. It's like, no, we need to kill them, stop them from killing us.
Yeah, it's a good decision. I like it. What do I got today?
Well, Don't get ahead of
The
yourself,
fashion?
Brian. Don't get ahead of yourself.
The
You're wearing a
fashion
beanie
show.
and a nice button down, huh?
Ooh.
Yeah, you know what? It's actually cold here
I'm shocked
today.
you're not wearing a
I
sweater.
was gonna put the sweater on. I want to save it for a special occasion. You know what I mean?
People would have flipped.
Plus, I'm already playing the Space Marines here. I don't need to power up that much.
You know, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But yeah, it's actually cold because we've got like apocalypse skies out here.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen what's happening in California,
Nuclear winter, I think, is
it is basically a nuclear winter here.
I mean,
yeah,
if you've seen Blade Runner, you've pretty much already seen it.
It's
been
really
orange
crazy
and
here.
red out here.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So it's actually kind of cool. So the
Yeah.
beanie is actually functional and stylish.
I know.
today.
I was gonna say.
And
Absolutely.
Adrian wearing an Illuminati shirt?
That's right. Well, it's a bunch of occult symbols. Really like it. It's kind of dark, but I figured if I'm going to play the edgy elves, I got to wear an edgy shirt. So
That's right.
that's me today.
All right, awesome. So Brian's secondaries, we have engage on all fronts, raise the banners high, and bring it down. Is that right?
No.
I don't think that's right.
Did I send you the wrong ones?
I
Or
might have
those are
just
Adrian's?
included the wrong one. You have bring it down, attrition, and engage on all fronts.
Bring it down.
We're sticking with
yeah.
it.
So bring it down. He's got lots and lots of little
Tons of
vehicles.
vehicles.
Obviously, I'm good at popping vehicles.
Yep.
So engage in all fronts is not fantastic for me because my
Mm.
army actually doesn't have a ton of fast units that I want to get up and
Right.
throw around. So this is at most a 3/4 for me, and this is the one I'm going to lose the most points on, almost certainly.
Yeah.
And then the last one was
Attrition and bring it down.
yeah, attrition is really good. You have a lot of MSU.
Yeah.
I really don't, and it's worth 4 points.
It's those two are kind of the perfect pick against this style of army,
Yeah.
right? Where you're like, cool, lots of small vehicles.
So I'm killing Venoms, and I'm getting Bring It Down, and it's helping me for attrition.
Yep.
So those points will make up for how hard it is for me to get Engage.
Right.
And the truth is, you're going to struggle with some of your secondaries anyway. So the fact that I'm struggling with one of mine is not as bad. You're struggling with almost all three,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So I think that's
laughing.
so
No,
I
it's true.
generally have the leg up on secondaries.
Absolutely. So I think you'll be just fine there.
Yeah, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
well, who
We're
wants to
gonna
go
roll
first?
up. We are both hidden,
Right.
but we both have fly.
That's true.
And what that means is we could both move out and pop a shot at some things.
Something.
So I bet we both would shoot first if we could. Would we not?
I feel like I would take first, primarily because I want to raise this banner here. This is something I do a lot in my games, is I put a transport right on the edge.
Yep.
So I can disembark 3 and then move their movement to get onto the point without advancing.
Yes.
But I don't know how much I would actually pop out, because I don't know if I could see the things that I'm most scared of.
Yeah, I don't think you could get. You
Right?
could probably get into my dreadnought, but not my repulsors, and you'd be exposing your most crucial weapons.
Exactly. So I feel like that's what I would do if I had first.
I
Which I
understand.
probably would try to take.
Okay.
Here it is. This
Let's
is me.
see it.
Oh!
Oh,
Don't
okay.
Brian me.
I'm taking a yellow die.
No, no!
Oh,
All right,
Okay.
all right.
So you taking first?
Yeah, I will.
Drukhari, turn 1.
Drukhari.
Let's see it.
All right. So I'm going to start moving. Do we have any super chats to discuss?
Oh, boy, do we. Chat has not given up since the tournament's over. They're still going strong.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jordan. Could you guys play more Chancellor Cult? Would love to see tactics and different lists that make them viable. Love the content. Awesome work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do we know when we have them on next? Couple weeks, maybe?
I think they are scheduled for a couple weeks.
Yeah, so we'll have them back. It's a faction we love, so we'll definitely have them back in a couple weeks. Watch out for them.
For sure.
Thank you, Need PhD. Is a
Yes.
Dark Shroud as a buff for midboard shooting good value versus Outriders and Cursors? P.S. Bridger, when is the terrain video coming? Well,
yes.
I'm going to direct you.
I would like to know
Continue
that.
to bug
Yes,
Bridger about
that's
the
right.
train
I'm going
video.
to direct you to
I-
Brian on that one.
I
He's in denial
appreciate
about
that.
it.
He is in denial. So a Dark Shroud. This is you're talking about the Dark Angels
Yeah.
-1 to hit vehicle.
It's good defense against Outriders, but Incursors ignore all modifiers, so it's the worst thing to defend against Incursors.
That's right.
Infiltrators, yes.
The Dark Shroud is the -1 to hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Which Incursors ignore.
Yep.
But the Outriders, they have such a volume, so anything to reduce that is
Yeah.
great.
The Dark Shroud is generally good, but the one thing that you have to watch out is it overly encourages you to play in a clump, which in these missions you need to spread out. And so when you're taking it, think about what if it went to one half of the board? What is it really protecting, and am I getting enough value out of it?
Right.
There you go. And for the train video, just email Brian.
I love how he's passing it off. We both know it's his
so
job.
egregious.
Look at this. Don't let him get away with this, Chad.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, John Steinbeck. Hey guys, I love Drukhari, but don't have many Coven. Do I need them to be competitive?
I don't think so.
Nah.
Need is a strong way of putting it.
Yeah.
You don't need any of, like, you could play the army without any of the 3 sub factions, and you could build mono armies. You wouldn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I definitely don't think Coven is something you have to have.
So in this list, I'm running the tail list just because I like them. They definitely don't make or break the list personally.
No.
If I was playing all Cabal, I would definitely find
Cabal
something.
is the strongest right now.
There's a lot of Dark Eldar players that I would disagree with you, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Cabal's still strong, but it took one of the biggest hits on the points.
Yes.
So I think that's why people are not so pleased about it, because it took one of the biggest plummets.
When a lot of the unaligned stuff is still like Drazar. It's just nuts.
Yep.
He's one of the best things in the whole country.
Drazar's great.
Yeah. And that's why I think like if I didn't have the Talos, I'd probably take more Incubi, things like that. Like 5-mana Incubi in Venoms is also interesting.
It's fun. Yeah. I like it.
All right. Thank you, Alexander. I have a Lord of Change in my demon army, and I want to add another greater demon. Is a Bloodthirster a better single threat than a Keeper of Secrets?
No. The Keeper of Secrets is the money.
They're quite good.
It is the good one. It's so fast. Its psychic powers are crazy good, and it hits the hardest in combat of any of them, even harder than the Bloodthirster, in my opinion. So it's amazing. And the new model is really cool, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Logan. Tau for life.
So dangerous.
What happened to the Tiger Shark in the TTTT? And how do you guys feel about the other Tau aircraft? I love planes.
I think the planes are more interesting than they used to be because of the move and shoot and the ability to deep strike airplanes. I think there are still one-trick ponies in the sense that they come in, they shoot, and if they're really effective, your opponent will just drop them, and they're super expensive. And so, it's kind of one of those things where I just didn't want my plane to get blown up turn 1, and then it's like a quarter of my army, because it is a quarter of your army, and it dies about as easily as, I don't know, like a Land Raider or something.
Yeah.
So it's just too big of a liability. It's an all or nothing play. And
I think that means you need 2 Tiger Sharks.
Yeah, maybe you're right, actually.
Maybe even 3 Tiger Sharks.
Yeah, okay, now you're pushing it. Two could work. Their weapons just aren't quite where they need to be. Like if they had the Riptide Burst Cannon or something instead of this Swift Strike, they did for like a month, accidentally. But
and GW was not happy about that.
No,
they
I
took
was
it away.
happy. I played one game with it, and it was great.
That got me to buy a Tiger Shark from Italy.
Of course it did.
And it arrived totally smashed to pieces.
I don't know if that was a real Tiger Shark you bought.
Good.
It was the actual animal.
He got what he deserved on that one.
Like in pieces. Oh, God.
No, they just held it like this and tried to
They
fly
threw
it.
They threw it from Italy.
That's right.
Brian Lauren has pointed out, this is just normal chat, that the plus is applied after the times now, so you will be strength 13, not 14.
Aha!
The plus is for what are we talking about?
Your strength and your dreadnought.
Oh, right, for Imperium Sword.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What did I say he was?
14, but it'll be 13 because it's times 2 and then plus 1.
Yeah, because he's just
he's strength 6
base. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
All right.
It's a good catch.
Good catch. Yeah. It's actually a big difference. 13 to 14 is a big difference.
It is.
Especially
not
against
in this match.
Tough 7 vehicles.
Because they're all T6, but
14 is a magic number.
In general, it's a magic number.
Talos will be T7.
If they're near the homunculus, yeah.
Yep. So it matters.
Yeah. Speaking of which.
Let's get a couple more in. Hey, thanks, Sam. Great work as always, guys. It amazes me how high quality your stream is. Can you share any good Harlequin channels, forums, or chats?
Thank you.
There's not many. They're very small communities.
It's a very small community. Definitely check out the Facebook group, which again is also a very small Facebook group comparatively.
It's not one of the most popular armies as far as like the install base of how many people have it.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I would go there, and also just talking to Stephen Box, and his Harlequin episode is going to come out very soon.
Oh, cool.
And I'm really excited he has a really cool list that he was telling me about. So I would check that out.
Yeah.
That'll be their next report, I think.
Nice.
Thank you, Voroth. What do you think about Borkan Triple Yavara? Threat saturation, speed, great Overwatch, great shoot in combat. Pricey, but what isn't nowadays?
It's really pricey. Oh my god. And the drone support, like Yavaras they're tough, right? I get it. They're not as tough as normal Riptides because 1, they're generally closer, and 2, they don't have the 3-up invuln. And the drone support is way more expensive for them now. And so if your opponent's able to just stand back a little bit, you're not going to flame them turn 1, and then they just drop a couple of them. Man, it really sucks to start losing 400-point models that quickly. So it's really cool, and there will be some matches where you wreck. There'll be some matches where you lose all 3 without shooting a single flamer, and that will feel real sad.
Yeah, that's true.
Shall we? Did you move?
I moved.
Okay, what are you doing here? You mostly stayed hidden, as you said.
I'm mostly staying hidden. I'm going to raise a banner, I've popped over here with this Venom staying ideally completely hidden.
There's nothing that could see you.
Exactly. Yeah. This guy has advanced over here, so...
I legitimately can't see the Venom. Where?
It's right at the front.
Okay.
In the front.
Yeah.
It's that's.
There's another one that came around the corner here.
Another one right here, and he can only see the suppressors just from the edge there. This Ravager is actually down here. I just want to put it so you guys can see.
Floor.
I'm gonna fire and fade it. So I'm gonna take some pot shots on the suppressors, and then I'm gonna fly back. But this way, everyone can see where it is.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
That is the plan.
I like it.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm excited. Let's see it.
Sounds good. All right. Could I have some dice, please?
You can have a few.
Oh, thank you.
All right. What do we got first?
Cheers. We are going to start with the Venom.
Yeah.
So we've got.
So Venom's just got his little tail poking out right here. Gonna see my my 3 suppressors.
That's right.
These guys look like they're Gravis, but they really just are 2-1s each.
It took me so long to get that into my
head. My cover save is gonna be the only thing that I'm gonna try to bank on here.
Inceptors are like that too, right? They look Gravis, but they're not.
No, I thought they were Gravis.
They are
Gravis. They're 3 wounds, 2 attacks.
Yeah.
T5.
Inconsistent.
T5. I know, it's so inconsistent.
Yeah.
All right, so here's the rifles first. I don't know why I'm rolling 5 shots.
Rapid fire?
Something.
Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
But I advanced. So I'm being dumb.
Okay.
So just the cannon. Here we go. On 4s, because I did advance. On 3s, 2, no rend.
On 4s?
Oops. Strength 6.
Oh, it's not poison.
Oh, sorry. I'm so used to playing Eldar right now.
Okay, so just 1?
Just 1.
2 up. Okay.
Okay, cool. I forgot they're strictly worse than a Shuriken.
That's correct.
All right, let's go ahead and do some pot shots with the Ravager.
And because you're in the terrain, or you're on the other side of the terrain?
Yeah, he's in the terrain. So he could be essentially right here.
So there's no reason not to have him up on the 2nd floor either, right?
I want to be within range of the Rit.
Got it.
So I'm just making sure.
So he's on the other side of the terrain. He's not going to be suffering the -1 to shoot through it. So he's just going to go for me. That's
all right. So this is on 3s. We're rolling 1s from the Archon.
All right. Good.
Nice.
Anything that misses, I'm happy about.
I know, right?
I'll take it.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
All right. These are
threes.
On 3s. Rerolling 1s. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
So far, so good. Good.
So these are -3.
Ooh. Okay. So just 5 ups.
That's right.
I think I might be in trouble. So you killed 3, and there's 3.
I'll take it.
Goodbye. This is why we play Ravagers.
The Splinter Cannons are also rapid fire, by the way. So you could not have shot those.
Okay, sorry.
Good thing nothing happened.
I totally started rolling like craft rolled stuff there.
Yeah. So fire and fade.
Fire and fade, 1 CP for me, and he's just gonna pop right back to where he was.
I actually forgot to give you your CP for the turn, so
you
we're
dog.
good. We're clean. We're even.
We're back to being good.
Cool. So the main reason I'm happy about that is it makes it pretty much impossible for Brian to take down my banners, whereas before it was pretty much guaranteed.
Right, because I could kill the unit now, but I can't get on the objective.
That's right. Yeah. Whereas before you can just be like jump, kill, and then I'm in a much harder place to actually get that banner up.
Right. And did you put a banner up on the back?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
That's me.
You did it.
Yeah.
So this is good. He's basically reset the board. You did a thing you wanted to do, and you reset the board.
Exactly. I've engaged on, this one is just inside that table quarter, so I got my 3 table quarters, so 2 points, and just kind of let you decide the next move, basically.
And what's crucial here is, you know, if I come out now, it's effectively you getting your first shooting phase before me.
Right.
So that's really great. Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right.
We'll see if it pays off.
I'll do my easy movements first, and I'll figure out my hard ones later.
Sounds good.
He shot. He can fire and fade. What? That's a weird. I don't know. Somebody in chat saying you can't fire and fade because he didn't shoot. But he did shoot.
The Ravager shot.
The Ravager shot, not the Venom. And he wasn't trying to move with the Venom.
Yeah.
Excellent. Brian, you forgot you're feeling the. Did you forget you're feeling the pains?
I did. You're right.
You dog.
There was 4 of them. So the first guy dies. Second guy. Third guy. So he dies, and now the third guy. If I roll 1/6, one's alive. No, so they're dead.
Whew. Excellent.
Good catch, though.
Thanks. Yeah.
Because that can offset the 2 damage.
The truth is, I could have paid the CP to give them 5 ups, which could have been worth it in that case, but I don't. They're not that valuable to me.
Thank you, Jason. If you aren't running 2 DT Reapers, you're doing Drukhari wrong. I've dropped Witches entirely to run POF Talos. Do I need the Witches for certain matchups?
Like, you're doing it wrong, but tell me how to do this thing. I think Witches are interesting for that. I just have difficulty with how flimsy they are, right? Their main role is to pin things, and they're so flimsy. But they are nice to have.
This is the Forge World Ravager-like thing. The Reapers.
The Reapers, yeah.
I played against that once. Mark Wynn had 3 of them, 3 Ravagers, and the giant boat.
Right. Because they're basically Ravagers, so now it's like, oh, you have six.
That was a wild
six
game.
gunboats.
It's a very all-in strategy again.
Well, they're Ravagers if Ravagers were even squishier, but even shootier.
Yes, precisely.
It's like imagine a Ravager, but you take the sails off and put more guns on.
It's a good analogy there.
Thank you, Hazard Brewing. If you can't beat them, join them. Building a Harlequin troop box as this plays.
That's
Very
awesome,
nice.
man. And thanks as always.
I wonder, like, I really want to know the stats on how many boxes of Harlequin models we sold.
We sold. That's right.
Should get a kickback from that one.
They're pretty good.
Harlequins are amazing. If you haven't seen our tournament, they were really impressive.
Played some more games over the weekend. Still undefeated.
Thank you, Deadly Hinch. We really appreciate the support.
Thank you.
Thank you, KP, Brian, Adrian, and Bridger. Thank you for keeping me motivated on the 40K front. You guys are amazing.
And that's what we aim to do.
I think it's you that's amazing, KP. Also, all of these. So there's a few from KP here, and they're all 777.
That's amazing.
Just letting you know. Thank you again, KP. This year has been tough for so many. I want to bring awareness to the Nova Open Charitable Foundation raffle, which runs until this Saturday, the 12th. Well, that's exciting.
That's great.
That's very soon, though. That's only in two days. That ends in 2 days.
Yeah.
So get out there and contribute to that raffle.
It's a really great cause. Obviously, it's a shame about the state of events right now, but it's awesome that kind of stuff still does happen. So definitely check it out, guys.
And one more from KP. Brian, have you played Crokinole?
Crokinole, yeah.
If so, how did it make you better at 40K? And instead of F for Brian, T for
You guys know what
Tabernacle
this is? Crokinole?
No.
should be used instead. I don't know what...
It's actually...
I know what Crokinole is.
You do? You know
But the
game?
rest of that, I have no... Yeah, because I watch Canadian YouTube channels, so I like...
What?
They also play Crokinole.
Specifically?
Canadian YouTube channel. You watch Canadian YouTube
No, I
channels
watch-
playing Crokinole.
Loading Ready Run, which is like a Canadian media company,
Sure.
and they play Crokinole on occasion.
What is it? It sounds like Quidditch.
It's no, it's a game. It's like a hexagonal board.
Yeah.
And it's got like a little circle in the center, and you
Yeah.
have little discs, and you have to flick them and get them in the center.
What?
And then if it doesn't go in the center, you can like flick and hit your opponents out. It's really, really just silly fun.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. It's a game that apparently is only popular in Canada,
I've never heard of
Well,
it.
it's very similar to a Chinese game.
and it's also very similar to South Asian game. And
Huh.
so yeah. But anyways, it's a lot of fun. So yes, my grandparents used to play it. It's a very old, elderly person's game, I think.
We just call it quarters and bloody knuckles.
Yeah, that's correct. Yes, I've definitely loved Crokinole.
And it made you a better Warhammer player for sure.
Well, it did because it bred me in the fires of competition.
That's so true.
Thank you, Spectre. Spectre says, thanks for keeping up the great content. Do you think Corsairs would be best brought back as mercenaries for Eldar races like how Kroot are for Tau? Please know, they handled Kroot so poorly, don't do that to Corsairs.
I also agree with Bridger. I think they can play so differently and interesting that I prefer not to. But at this point, I would take anything. Like if you remember, Harlequins used to be part of the Craft World book for a long time. It was just a single elite's choice. Yeah.
I don't know if I would say anything is better than nothing because, like, I feel like the Kroot have been relegated to being a closet faction forever. That, like, now that they are a sub faction within a book, that's like an excuse to never write rules for them. You know?
Never say never, because Harlequins were a faction. We're not a faction, and then now they're their own book again. Black Templars used to be their own people, and now they're just Space Marines with a supplement. Not even a supplement. So you never know.
That is absolutely.
It goes both ways.
So I'm having a tough time deciding whether I bring my repulsors out.
Right.
Because they, like, this one could get, would have to move its full 10.
Right.
And it could see whatever that center disintegrator is. But it's just 3 shots with my big gun and a few little guns.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't kill it.
Yeah.
I would have to go really
and it'd
hot.
be 2 shots from a big gun, too.
That's what I mean. 2 shots,
Yeah.
not 3. Sorry, 2 shots. And this other one could see the 1 venom at the back.
Right.
Who cares?
You should do it.
So it's like, I'm just giving you my repulsors.
Yes, do it, Brian. Do it.
Especially because I'm going to make all my Night Shield saves, and you'll do nothing.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is absolutely correct. So it's really not a good idea.
This is the deadliest game of peekaboo.
Yeah.
I was going to say hide and seek, but it's more like peekaboo.
Except one of you can peek out, shoot, and then peek back.
Yeah, that's true.
a slight advantage.
It's okay. It's
pretty good.
It's pretty good.
So it was perfect for the suppressors, but after this, it does almost nothing.
It becomes a little scarier, yeah. So I'm going to keep them both back here because...
Coward!
If you're not going to kill anything, then don't try to kill anything.
I agree.
These ones coming out are the more foolish choice. So I'm considering... I didn't advance this guy. I'm considering advancing him to get him back here. That means he wouldn't shoot this turn, but I don't think I care. So I'm actually going to do that.
Yeah, I think that's really good.
4,
nice.
Okay.
Very solid.
So it's okay. It's something.
Although the dreadnoughts, I will say, are uniquely equipped to fight me because I have disintegrators, which are mathematically the better choice, except dreadnoughts can do -1 damage.
Yes, that's right.
So that's a big hit.
It's definitely something. Okay, cool. So we do have a shooting phase. We're going to just pop those boys with this giant repulsor.
Sounds good. You want me to roll this?
Another day.
This is like 50 dice and like 12
This is literally
profiles.
the only thing I can see. All of these guys advanced. So that's quite a pile of intercessors. It's kind of like, did you want this objective? I can't tell.
I'm definitely having to like kind of rethink the entire game just because of that. It's a big flex move, right? You're saying, I'm going to own this part of the board. I'm going to sit there, and if you want to go somewhere else, I'm going to be ready to shoot you.
Yeah.
Which is great.
So the only thing I was considering here is if I stayed here, it was an 11-inch charge to get to you, and I was going to bank on the 11-inch charge. So I can't do the charge, but I'm going to roll it just for you.
Let's do alternate dimension roll.
So here's alternate dimension.
It's going to be a 12 too.
I would have failed it.
Lame.
So this is probably a better decision. Okay, so listen, I only killed one thing. I engaged on not enough fronts, I think, because this guy didn't get into this side. It's just on the other side of this.
He's just there.
I thought he might not, but he did.
Yeah, you're good, because your suppressors were on the line.
So, okay, so I got 2 points from my engage.
Sounds good.
I didn't kill more because you killed the suppressors.
That's right.
I should have hidden them better. But
the suppressors?
Yeah, I thought that it was I thought you'd have to sacrifice more to come at them.
Right. Well, definitely... Yeah. No, that's true.
But it still costs you CP, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Drukhari, turn 2. You are on 2 objectives, and Brian is also on 2 objectives.
He's on 1.
I'm only on 1. that was the sacrifice.
That's the risk.
The thing is, I mean, maybe I could have... I think no matter...
You would have given me more kills.
Exactly. I would have had to put like a ton of things and just given you the kills.
And I still would have killed them all.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you put another Venom or 2 more Venoms, it all would have died.
Yeah, exactly.
So that would have been way better for me.
I have no regrets.
Yeah, no regrets.
Well, I gave you your 2 banner points.
Thank you, sir.
And your 5 primaries. And your CPF. I remember this time.
Oh, that's so kind. I'm going to... Yep. Carry on.
All right. Thank you, Chris. I'm new to actual Tabletop 40K, and I love the look of the Primaris models.
Yeah,
is there a particular chapter that you would recommend if I wanted to stick almost exclusively to Primaris?
The funny thing is Primaris are just so good, and they work so well with every single faction, especially now that they've released the Bikers and the Blade Guard. Those really filled up the combat hole.
And Assault Intercessors?
Yeah, and the Assault. Sorry, that's what I meant. The Primaris didn't have good combat units, and so things like Space Wolves and Blood Angels and even White Scars didn't necessarily love them that much. But now that you've got like a whole swath of that, and not to mention, new stuff that they've previewed that hasn't come out yet. Right? You've got like an entire line, and you could play any of them. So really take your pick. All of them are awesome. They're all awesome. Go for
it. Yeah.
That's so true.
Find a faction that you like the lore of and play that one.
Or that you love the paint color of or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, Iron Hands are totally cool, and I synergize with their merciless logic.
But their paint, you hate
but I don't like black Space Marine armies. It's a boring color to paint. You don't have to paint them so plain, but you could do more. You could come up with your own color scheme if you want. But
do that too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zepharius. Oh, I scrolled. Hold on. Please hold.
Thanks, Zepharius.
Thank you, Zepharius. Hey guys, I'm new to 40K, building my first AdMech army.
Nice.
I'm trying to decide whether I should build a Scorpius Disintegrator or a Dune Rider, and why.
I like the Dune Rider. The Scorpius Disintegrator is really solid, but it went up in points to the element where it's just not that efficient. The army has so many amazing shooting units. You're not starved for like great firepower, and there's way cheaper firepower in the Codex. Whereas the transport, I've used it to great effect with the priests, particularly my Fulgolite priests. So I really love that. But even if you just put Rangers in it, or Vanguard, it's a great way to hold objectives, which the army kind of struggles at.
There you go. Thank you, Mike. What are your thoughts on a Tantalus full of Cult of Strife +1 attack witches seems point efficient.
Ship it.
Yeah.
I love the
It's super cool.
Tantalus.
It's so cool.
The Tantalus is like, models like that are reasons to start whole collections.
Yeah.
It is such a cool model.
It is such a cool model.
However, it is extremely fragile and will break multiple times every game.
Physically,
it will break multiple times every game.
It's an amazing model. So I guess pin it better. I don't know what you're gonna do, but it's so cool, and full of witches is a rad way to do it.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
There's really no wrong way to play.
There is no
Tantalus.
wrong way to play a Tantalus.
Like you could fill it with scourges that have haywire. You could do anything you want. It's so awesome.
I'm into it.
So true. So true.
Thank you, Brett. Hey guys, thank you for everything you put on. Are Calgar and the Ancient must-haves for competitive Ultramarines army? Take care.
No, not at all. Calgar is solid, but Chapter Master is going to Chapter Master. Like, they can all do the rerolls, and he's cool for the While We Stand We Fight because he's pretty pricey and you can keep him alive.
Right.
But no, you could just take a standard Chapter Master. You could take Gilliman. You don't even have to have a Chapter Master to make Ultramarines work. The Ancient actually is rarely a good model, in my opinion. It's like in some select builds it's good, but the Ancient is pretty easy to play around in the sense that your opponent knows what's going to happen. They can choose to stay out of ranges. And, you still have to roll pretty well on the 4-ups. When there used to be that banner of the Emperor Ascendant for 3-ups, cool. That banner was broken, but they fixed it because it was broken. Right. And now it's okay, but not amazing. For those same points, it's like the same points cost as a Judicer. Like, no way. Yeah. No way it's better than that.
Well, you can't compare any unit to any new Primaris unit.
You can when they're the same slot in the same codex. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
I think that's the only valid time to compare.
You're not wrong about that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Zero Crow. That's a lot of donations, huh, Bridger? Good luck with them.
Good luck, Bridger.
Thanks, Zero Crow. These turns where they do nothing really helps me.
Other Raider? Yeah,
but they're also very short.
Oh,
it's perfect.
Again? Right.
Yes, your short turns get me right back to donations. I love it.
Okay, that's not bad.
Thank you, Stellar. Great stuff as always. Keep it up. Have you guys test played any of the new Forge World upcoming codex? Hopefully Deathcore Krieg will be a functional army.
I have, but no comments.
They're gonna have, period.
Sorry.
There we go. Thank you, John. I have just loved the channel. Honestly, you three are amazing. Question. I want to go Imperial Knights, but I want it to be fun for my opponents. What do you do to make it fun and not one-sided?
Right. Oh yeah, there's easy ways to do this. So you want it to be fun for your opponent and you, right? If your opponent just brings like a bunch of Eradicators and Blood Angel Smash Captains,
oh geez,
like you know what I mean, you'll lose all 4 of your Knights on your second turn. So it can be bad either way. I think the main thing to do is just talk to your opponent, say I'm bringing Knights, and work with your opponent because they could easily overdo it to the point where they just drop 3 Knights a turn and it's a silly game. Or it could be on the other side of things where they all have a bunch of horde clearing and like they're a bunch of orcs or something with horde clearing.
Right.
And a traditional orc army can't do anything. Basically, you have one model in the whole army, right? That can kill a knight if you're not careful. And so just have a discussion and build the list together. So what would be a cool matchup, Exactly. Make sure everything has an answer for everything else, but not in excess.
Right.
Awesome.
Well said.
Thank you, Sutton. First live show I've been able to catch. The world wants to know, when are you guys coming out with merch?
Oh, dang.
Oh, soon. It might even be October. I'm banking on November, to be honest with you, but it might be October. We're designing it right now. So we're going to have some fun stuff, for sure. We're going to do some cool, fun stuff.
Separate note, is anybody else annoyed that Orktober this year is Space Marines and Necrons and not Orcs?
Do you think Orktober should be like a permanent thing?
It should be.
They advertise it every year.
No, didn't they only do it once?
No, they did it last year and the year before.
Did they do it last year?
No, it was just the 1 year.
They tried to do it last year, but they missed the deadline.
They live forever in our hearts. That's correct. It was just the month where they did Speed Freaks.
Yeah. Technically.
But they missed the deadline last year.
And it came out like October 31st.
Yeah, it was the last day.
I was waiting and waiting.
We were all waiting. Like, what's ours going to get? It was the last day.
Cromlech's doing October this year. They just announced it's basically a third-party Stompo or Gorkon. I'm not sure how big it is. Cool. But it's like their biggest model that they ever made.
That's crazy.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ishpulk. Congrats to Adrian on winning the tournament.
Yes.
Actually felt bad for Brian.
Thank you.
What army would you squat if
It was actually. It's hard to feel bad for a merciless robot, but the Harlequins can make that happen.
That's right.
What army would you squat if the rest would all get new rules and models? Ooh.
Like which army would I take out of the game entirely?
Yeah.
This is asking to build an enemy.
That's true.
I like it. If
Of
you
course
could,
you
if you
like
could
it.
remove
Yes,
one army from
yes,
the game,
Bridger
Bridger
does
would
like
like it.
any plan
Oh,
that makes
man.
Bridger more enemies.
that's such a cool question.
Bridger's like the dwarves with the Book of Grudges.
Oh, he definitely.
Well, you make like 5 enemies,
Yeah.
but you
Oh
make
my
95 friends.
Okay.
All right, Bridger, you
So
answer
you
it.
first then. What's the one army you'd take out of the game?
Probably Tau.
See, here he's trying to make friends rather than enemies. Everyone loves to hate Tau. This is like the dude's first army he ever collected. Yeah, Tau is funny enough, doesn't play the game in a particularly interesting way. So I could see that. But
Ooh.
what army would I take out? I love the Tau. So
Peter the Falcon has the best answer.
Oh, really? What is it?
It's Dark Angels.
So hold on.
They're already salty people. Let's
This
be
is
nice.
legitimately my answer too, as Dark Angel. I like the cool robed Marines, but I hate the whole army just doesn't come together in a way that works. It's like, is it Terminators? Is it bikes? Is it green dudes that stand still and never move and shoot? Like, what is it? What is this army? It just has no, on the table it has no flavor, but in the lore it's got lots of flavor.
That's fair.
Adrian, what's your what's the army you're killing?
I agree. It's not. I'm scared to answer that question.
Oh man,
Adrian's like deep, like his heart. The answer from his heart is gonna be Tau.
what? He doesn't like Tau.
I don't want to say that was the first thing I thought of, but so here's the thing.
He doesn't want to say it.
I don't like the way the Tau have been designed.
Yeah.
For several editions. That's what I don't like. If that whole style could be removed, be super down. Like, make them awesome, like shooty anime robots, like they should be, not like, you know.
I don't play the game. Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be the rules of the Tau.
Yeah, that's right.
Not
we'll
them
squash their
themselves.
codex, not their model line.
That's right.
Did you finish moving, Adrian?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do one thing, if I may. He's gonna go here instead, and he's gonna hop right here. I wanna. Am I obscured? What's the angle? I'm gonna charge
you. You are not obscured.
How far would I have to be obscured?
Not there. Now you're obscured.
Now I'm obscured?
Yeah.
So what's that charge? It's pretty far, huh? Because I have to.
Because you have to get your base all the way around.
Wow,
So
all these
here,
people in chat
let's
saying
just
they
do a
would
bit
kill
of a-
custodies. That makes me
Really?
really
No,
sad.
don't kill
Fascinating.
custodies. Custodies are rad.
Fascinating.
So what is that? That's
Is that what Tau
the
people
9 there?
feel
it's an
when I
11.
say?
Ugh.
Hmm.
That's way too much. You don't have a chapter master, right?
I have a captain.
Yeah. So you'd be rolling 1s, and you could make it trigger on 4s, but it's already 5s.
I overwatch on 4s. Correct.
Such a bad idea.
It's a few guns.
It's a couple. It's
Just a
couple.
few. Yeah, it wouldn't be the best. I thought he might try to Venom charge me, but I wasn't sure.
So if I go here,
Okay.
what's my charge to the intercessor?
Oh, clever.
Yeah. They could just smash you in combat,
So,
but it's... Oh yeah, it should be the whole. So just mark the dice, you know what I'm saying? I started using the base.
like just outside of a 4.
Okay, because I can jump over stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, that's a much better
So
odds.
it's a 4-inch charge. So you charge the intercessors
And
and then pile into the.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'll try it. I need to slow you down, basically. So that's my move. Ready?
Excellent.
Cool. So yeah, just to briefly explain, I've hopped out over here.
Oh, you know what? Sorry, you have to get outside of an inch of the repulsor. Is that right?
While you're in the
On
end.
the charge.
In the end.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll measure it again. It might be 1 inch more.
Okay, that's fine.
Because
even a
you'd have
5
to
I
get a
would
little
take.
further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. I appreciate that though. So over here, we're gonna try for that charge. What I've done over here, I advanced this raider with Drazha, Master Blades.
Very nice.
And his boys, they're just trying to hide for a little bit longer.
So you can come strike at my objective.
Exactly.
That's great.
I disembarked these 5. They're here. And I have the Venom right here. The reason for this is, and we should probably just make sure that we're on the same page, but I believe you have 2 5-mans and Pharaohs on the objective currently. So if I can manage to kill this unit of 5, then I'll hold the point because I will have... no, I need to kill one more from here, right?
Because you need 6 to his 5.
Yeah, he has
11
5
right
OBSEC and 1. Yeah. So I need to kill one guy from the squad.
Once we both have OBSEC, it comes down to the total number of units.
Bodies.
Total number of
Models.
Yeah. So basically, I need to kill this 5-man and then 1 from this squad.
Cool.
Which is possible.
And not lose any of your own.
Well, I'm not gonna charge him. I'm just gonna sit.
Okay.
This is about me turning off his primary because he stands. What's that? What? He's looking at me weird.
Nothing?
All right.
I'm not looking at anybody.
Because by default, you hold it.
Looking at me weird. Bridger is
I don't like it.
Gotta look sometimes.
And
He's got this incredulous look.
That's right. And I've peeked out all my vehicles down this line right here.
Oh, so you can pop some shots.
That's the plan. All right.
Okay, I was like, why are you looking at me like I'm crazy?
Because you were like portraying it as if 5 Cobblites and a Venom were gonna kill 6 Intercessors.
I gotcha. No. 3 Ravagers and 2 Dark Lances are gonna try to kill 5 Intercessors.
All right.
So
I love
just
it.
enough.
That's it.
All right, let's see. And I do have a blaster there, so that'll be a little extra. So that's me. Let's go over to Schusten.
What do you got for me?
So obviously we don't want to shoot the one that we charged.
You sure?
I might not even shoot because it's poison.
Yeah.
I'm not here to waste time. So let's do this. Cobblites into the front 5-man squad right there. So I've got 4 of them with splinter rifles. So it's going to be 8 shots, and then 1 with a blaster.
Okay.
And get blasting. Sound good?
So you need to kill, hold on. So I have 5 here, you have 5.
So basically,
is this an empty vehicle?
It is empty now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got, and then, yeah.
So currently you have 10 OBSEC and Pharaohs. I have 5 OBSEC and a vehicle.
I see.
Right.
So you need to kill a handful.
6 balls.
I'm just trying, but he could kill from either squad. There's no one squad you need to kill.
Correct.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. So we're going to start with blaster first. That's smart.
The reason I'm trying to find out is where, if I pop a Feel No Pain.
Yeah, totally.
And I might as well do that when he declares his Ravagers.
Okay.
Yep.
So blaster, classic blaster.
Yes. Classic.
Yep. And then rifles on 3s. Boom, boom.
Mighty 4s.
And 4s.
Oh. Okay. So 3 ups.
Yep. Oh.
That was not good.
Wow.
Okay, so 1.
Cobblites killed an Intercessor.
Okay, that was so perfect.
That was great.
Right. Sounds good.
The Emperor turned his back for a moment.
I can't even. All right. I'll take it. So then... Ravagers.
Yeah.
I think... So
and can the Ravager see only the 1 unit?
Yeah, it's all that 1 unit.
Okay.
So
I'm going to spend 1 CP. Do I get it back? I do not.
Oh, nice.
But that 1 CP gives me 5 up, Feel No Pain. Reject the flesh.
5 up, Feel No Pain, as opposed to the 6 up.
Yeah, which is okay.
It's pretty good.
It's okay.
I don't think it's... It's not... Do I want to Vect is what I'm considering.
Whoa.
That's intense.
That is not worth it.
That's...
No, I'm not going to. It's a lot of points, though. So here's the Ravager. The thing was with the... I don't have many strats that I actually use with this army.
The truth is you have 3 whole units to try it. 3 whole Ravagers to try it.
That's right. So this is on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Get those 2s.
That's great.
Call for 2s
nice.
now. Okay.
Winning on 3s.
Let's see it. Let's roll all 2s again.
Oh, reroll
it's only 1, 2. There we go.
No.
So here I have my 6s.
5s.
Oh, 5s because of Iron Father.
It's such a big deal.
Thank you.
Okay.
Save 2 where I wouldn't have.
Yep.
So 4 went through. So I'll do these. I'll re-roll the failed or
no,
I can't.
No, you can't. So grab a yellow with
so
each.
Here it is. So first guy takes 1.
Yep.
Lives.
Good.
Whoa.
Yeah, I can see this coming.
So he dies.
Yep.
And then the last one. So 2 die.
Cool. Sounds good. Ravager number 2 going
Keep that up, Adrian.
That was bad.
At that rate, you're gonna do it.
Yeah. So this is on 3s.
Ha
No, the 2s. And then reroll the
1s.
ones.
Ones out of here. Yeah.
All right, and then on 3s.
Just gotta.
Right. Ooh.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
Same number as last time, I think. So here we are, big 5s. So that's good.
Nice. 5 odds.
So only 3 go through.
Yep.
So first guy.
Come on.
Unwounded.
Oh, money.
That's what you want to see.
That's not good.
So he takes 1 wound, so
you
might get 1.
I know, right?
So you get 1.
There we go. Brutal,
there's
brutal.
2 left in the squad, and one Ravager to go.
Oh, Spaghettios. Okay, we're gonna do Dark Lance in next on a 3. No.
Yes.
Now I'm getting nervous.
So is this the last thing that can shoot at it?
No, I'll have another Dark Lance and 1 more Ravager.
Oh, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than I thought you were moving on to the Ravager, but yeah.
I'll CP it.
You're gonna CP the. Okay, cool.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm with you there.
I need to kill these. It's so many points. So here's the reroll.
Yes. I love it.
No. All right, next Dark Lance.
Beck didn't see that coming.
I know, right? And then on 2, rerolling 1s. All right, there we go. So you're
5
getting
up,
involved.
son.
You're involved. Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right, come on, Adrian.
1 damage.
This is because I've used my reroll, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I think you got him.
Then
1, 2,
in turn,
3,
Get
4,
him out of here.
6
5,
4-ups.
Okay, he dies.
Look, barely. He took 2 wounds.
It was 5 ups.
Oh, it's 5 ups.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
5
right.
ups.
I was thinking of the Overwatch.
Only Pharos gets the 4.
That's right. All right, and then Ravager number 3.
So the Ravager has to kill 1 model.
One guy. This is doable, right?
It's something.
On 3s. Okay.
Okay.
Just 1 miss. Here's the reroll. Good.
Okay. So far, so good. I think you got him.
On 3s.
Not even I.
Like, I really should.
Not even I could.
But
6 wounds.
let's see.
All 5s. Money, 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 money.
Oh, Brian. You just
So-
gave up. Now you can roll them all at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. So here we are.
Yeah, just do that twice.
Listen,
He's dead already.
he's dead, but it was a good
But
start.
it was only half the shots.
It was a
so
good start.
pretty good.
Well, the other half were all 5s. We didn't roll them, but I rolled all 5s.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. If we had, I definitely knew they were 5s.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so far so good. I have this Venom still. We're just going to go into these lads right here.
Bring it.
Just, we've done what we needed to do, but everything counts. Okay, so Splend rifles. 3s. Looks good.
All right. 4s.
And then 4s.
All right, you have a shot.
I know, right?
Listen, I'm giving you wounds. Okay, so 1 boy takes a wound.
Hey.
Just enough to put a wound dice on it.
And the cannon as well, right?
The cannon, which is how many shots?
6. Because rapid fire 3. So you get 10 shots when you're really
It
close.
is rapid fire. That's what it is. Cool. Again, I've been playing too much crap rolls lately.
Let's see it.
My apologies. On 3s.
Hello.
Oh.
2.
I know, right? There's no Archons. Okay. 1s are okay, Brian.
Oh, 3 wounds.
Okay, okay.
Can you kill a boy?
Maybe.
These things need AP. Also nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything I kill with poison weapons is just like
Yeah,
icing.
it's all gravy.
It really is.
Do you want to pop some shots?
Yeah,
or
by
you
the
don't
same
care?
token, I'll just go into the close repulsor. So
Yeah.
here we go. So it's all the same now.
Wait, you're shooting a poison weapon at a...
He is.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's
we put out good content here on Tabletop Titans.
Yeah.
6s.
6s.
Oh, man.
Okay.
No vindication wound. All right. That is that.
Were you considering any sort of Fire and Fade? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
I see. Because he moved out, if I move out, I'll be able to pop some shots at him as well.
Right.
But
you can. It's so hard to tell,
let me see.
So this is the angle for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
Who's the is that a Ravager at the very far back?
He's the most susceptible.
Is he a Ravager?
That's a Ravager.
Then yeah, he's very easy to shoot.
Okay, so if you don't mind, I'm gonna Fire and Fade him.
Okay.
So he's just gonna.
I will
pop
spend
to
it.
Here.
Okay, so he's just popping behind, and the next one easiest
one?
to get is that one, and
Yeah.
I don't know how easy he is.
Yeah, it's
He's-
tougher. I think you can, but you may have to move more than 5. I'm not sure.
He's right there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, that's not bad.
one of them could do it in 5. One of them would do it in 10. Yeah.
Right, and then they'd be blocking each other too. So
Correct.
Okay, cool. I'll
Well,
take it.
one of them could come over, maybe. It's unlikely. It's unlikely that
I'm not
both
going to
of
be
them.
able to totally stop you, so
Yeah.
I'm just trying to mitigate the easy stuff.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. So charges.
Charges.
Let's do this.
So, so this boy here, as I said, we just need to get him here. Let's put the dice where he is.
Mhm.
We need to get him from there to like there.
Yep.
Right. Even there is fine.
Yeah.
So that right there is just outside 5 and it's 5.5. So
Okay.
he needs a 5.
Looking for 5. Let's see it. That'll do it.
All right.
Awesome.
Excellent.
And yeah, we will stay there as far as we can from the intercessors to minimize pile-ins because they could just slap and kill this Venom right now. And I don't want to give up that point, so I'm not going to charge you there.
I will heroically intervene with Father Pharos.
Oh, shoot.
That was the thing
That was the thing we were giving you faces about.
I see. I see.
But I wasn't giving anybody faces. Adrian.
Fiddlesticks.
He
I
was
wasn't
giving you
looking at
faces
anybody.
about it.
He
And I was
was.
giving him faces of like, don't give faces about my faces.
Bridget gave...
So my face was telling him to not give a face.
I was like, why are they both... What? It's fine. It's fine. Apparently it was not
It
fine.
was not fine.
Well, I make so many faces during this show, though,
That's true.
that it's hard
But it
to
was
tell.
clear that something over there was amiss.
Well, but then, so when we clarified this, that I was shooting everything
That's
here,
what-
and he was like, oh, okay. I was like,
He said
cool.
that because I gave him my face. My face was like, don't give it away.
I know, the interventions
This
are
is my
tough.
trap card.
It is. I definitely sprung your trap card. But you know what? I'm not afraid, because I have nice shield!
That's true.
Nice shield! All right, that's it. Charges? I mean, melee. I have to start here, because you could feasibly pay 2 CP to...
I don't even think you can legally start there, can you?
Oh, no, yeah, because I didn't actually charge.
Yeah.
Fine.
Because,
Then
yeah, I would have paid the 2 CP to pile into you.
100%
and
to
do
make
that
your
here.
the repulsor shoot? Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
Well, I'm still just going to kill you in combat, but...
Oh, obviously.
Is this an empty one or is there boys inside?
It's empty.
Okay.
Empty. And
It's only what, 5 wounds or 6 wounds?
You do not have Night Shield, Adrian. It's only in shooting.
Yeah, that's right. Night shields are only in shooting. So I'm gonna get that Omniscient axe at you.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. You just did.
You just he's so dead.
That's so dumb.
You're only T5. He's
All right.
strength.
I'm looking up
12.
the venom because I'm trying not to get it wrong this time. So into them on 4s, both miss. Good attack.
Good
attack.
So,
that was so dumb.
You actually fight first with this venom as well because you choose the first non-charger.
Your
No,
opponent
Brian does.
Your opponent
He
does.
does.
I'm sorry.
So I'm choosing our Father Pharaohs.
God dang.
He has a casual, he's a tech marine, but he has a casual 6 attacks.
That's pretty nice.
4,
Pretty nice.
5, 6.
So what do you be hitting on 2s?
Weapon skill 3, my man.
Oh.
But I do have stratagems, which I'm considering.
All right, well, you tell me first, and then I'll tell you.
Is that how this works?
Every time.
That's how
we
I
do
play
this.
every.
Let me just double
If
check.
it's something that you do when you target
I'm
me,
just messing
you
with
start.
I think it's Gorgon's Rage. Yeah. So Gorgon's Rage, it's +1 to hit in combat. Yeah. So I'm gonna Gorgon's Rage you because I have the Rage of the Gorgon.
So you're spending 1?
Yeah. Well, let's see. No, I'm not. I get it back.
Excellent. I will leave it.
Oh,
Space Marines!
That sucks.
Are you gonna lightning fast? Give me those 2 CP.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It is
I'm
super
gonna lose
dead.
15 points off this.
It's dead either way. So you can spend CP on nothing, or you can not spend its CP on
All right,
nothing.
go ahead. Go ahead. I can't believe I did that. All right, go ahead.
The reason I like
on
this so
2s.
much is this is Gorgon's Rage,
Yeah.
and I'm attacking with Gorgon's Wrath. Oh, no, Harrow Hand. Okay, so
All right.
here we are, hitting on 2s,
Yeah.
re-rolling nothing. Now.
Nothing.
So it could be all ones.
Could be. That's
be.
what I need right now. Look,
It's-
I would have cost him 2 hits.
You would have cost me 2 hits.
Oh.
So I'm only on the plus side. I'm only strength 7.
Okay, so 3s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get
It
no
would have
save.
been totally worth it.
You get no save. You're dead.
I feel no pains too. All right.
Those are
That sucks.
flat a bunch.
All right. Well, he's
Flat
dead.
2 each. Yeah.
So mad at myself. Does it blow up? No.
That could have been good.
Gosh,
Would have hurt you
darn it.
more than me, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's a bummer.
That
Yes.
It was a predictable bummer though.
Now I'm going to blow this one up in combat too.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because I am still intercessors.
Let's do it. Ba-da-ba-da.
Pile in.
Mm-hmm.
Pile in, boys. Come on over here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Actually, wait. This is functionally the same because you don't hold that point.
You're tied.
I have 5 OPSEC. He has 4 OPSEC.
It just goes to
It
bodies.
goes to the total number of bodies, which is the same.
It's 5 and 5.
What?
So nobody
5 and
holds.
5.
No.
Once you have
You
OPSEC,
have 4 OPSEC. I have 5 OPSEC.
That's not a thing.
that's not how it works. It
You both
changed
have
in ninth
OPSEC
edition.
on it.
That changed in 9th edition?
Yeah.
You both have
you
OPSEC
sure
on
about
it, so
that?
now
It
it's
is,
just number
yeah.
of bodies. I can look it up.
People keep
You should
correcting
look at
us.
that.
People keep correcting us, but once you have OPSEC, it goes to the most
Once you have
models.
any OPSEC?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they changed it. But anyways, it would just make us
I still turn it off.
You
So
still turn it
This
off.
is all the same to me.
Yeah,
Yes.
because like all of
Okay.
these guys are out. So
Yeah, this
You're
is all
good.
the same to me.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Really? All right, yeah, look it up. Anyway, so here, this is
So-
into the venom.
So 3,
Mm-hmm.
2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4, 5. One more dice for me.
Sounds good. So this is how many attacks? I'm just thinking about lightning fast again.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. How many is it?
15, 16?
15? 16?
It was like that in 8th as well. Just
No,
for
it
the-
wasn't.
No, it was not.
No, it was not.
That's
It was
what-
total number
That
of.
is factually
Chad is saying.
incorrect.
If it is, I literally played the whole edition wrong.
That does not sound unlikely.
It's okay. It's plausible. So you're considering the lightning fast over here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Let me just double check if I have any cool things to do, because I don't. Just the thing I would have done.
You're hitting on 3s, winning on 5s, and then I have a 4 up. You shouldn't kill
And
him.
I do have my rerolls, so we're good. Give me the money.
Go for it.
Okay, on 3s, rerolling my 1s.
See those 2s there.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So on 5s now, right?
Yep,
Because
yep.
T5.
T5.
Rerolling my 1s.
I
From
can
what?
confirm.
Lieutenant.
It just goes to the number of models after you both have OPSEC.
What?
It just goes to number of models after you both have OPSEC.
Yeah, that's right.
That's so dumb.
Okay, so no
And that is the way all of 8th edition was as well.
No, really?
Disagree. 4s.
Yeah, disagree.
And then 6s.
Oh,
takes
so
one
took one wound, but now the repulsor
Oh, dang.
on 6s.
Oh, dang.
Oh man, some shade on Brian for not having OPSEC in all of 8th edition.
That's true. One hit.
True.
One wound.
All right. 4 and 6.
Okay.
All right. Takes 2.
So it has what?
3.
3 wounds left. Fight twice.
Please.
This is why you need a Thunderhammer in all your squads.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. So overall, despite a big flub there, that actually ended exactly the same. So I'm alright with this. That's me. So I engaged on all the fronts. So I get 3 points for that.
Every front.
Every single front.
So the only thing I could have done there, which was cool, I take my full pylon, consolidate, and fight twice on you.
Yeah, that'd been cool.
It wouldn't have been worth all the CP.
No, it wouldn't have been at all.
It could have been fun. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So I just hold 1 then.
Yep.
Nice. You turned that around.
I tried.
Okay.
I have to on this game. Yeah. Just in this game in general.
All right.
So let's go to Iron Hands, turn 2.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. All right. Nothing particular over here. Just got to play this. Trying to decide whether I want to go in there.
Right.
And just try and tie up that vehicle and make it hard for the boys to come out and harass me.
Thank you, Andrew. Love the show. Keep up the great work. I have a soft spot for Eldar Wraith units. Do you think any of them can be at least semi-competitive?
Yes. I personally enjoy a single Wraithblade unit that I buff up, make them super, super tough to kill, throw them on objectives. They're one of the only craft-rolled Eldar units that actually can do that and hold points. Wraith Lords are very tough and quite point efficient right now. And then lastly, the Wraith Seers are still interesting. You can take a Wraith Seer, give them a big gun, and then give them the Mark of the Incomparable Hunter Warlord trait, which lets you target characters in shooting. So suddenly you can have like a Star Cannon or a
D cannon,
missile launch, or a D. If you want to shell out 40 points, you can have a D cannon, which is D3 shots that do D6 damage that target characters. So honestly, yeah, all those I would 100% play in a competitive list.
Wraith Seers are also really good in Unite. You kind of just want Wraith Seers now.
They're great. Well, so the thing is though, they're HQ slots, which are very pricey, for lack of a better word, right? In my Craft World lists, for me, it's always still a Farseer and then 2 Warlocks. So if you can afford the slots, then it's really good. For Yunari, it is kind of better because you don't have so many HQ slots that you need to fill out. So.
Thank you, D-Rich. Genestealer Cult, Icon Ward, Magus, Patriarch, 3 Acolytes with Saws, 3 Neophytes with 2 Lasers, 9 Ridge Runners, Kelemorph, Sanctus with Sniper, Locust, 6 Goliath Trucks. Love you.
That sounds like a great list. I love that.
I'm into it.
I'm curious how big the Saw squads are. I've been running mine as 10 mans, with as many squads as you can in that size. But yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
And thank you again, D-Rich. I know you guys are hesitant to do list chats, so I think it's only fair that I share a chat about how much I love you guys and your channel. You guys are inspiring and nothing but love you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Right after his list comment. I love it.
Well, this was to make up for
gotcha. Yeah, it's not to butter us up. It's to...
Which I did not give you any warning for. I just started spitting it.
I know.
That's the best part about these.
I waited for you to finish and then just like kept coming. I was like,
you get
we're just saying units now.
You get like halfway through the list before you register that it's a list.
Right. Honestly, though, that's all the kind of core things that I would put in a GSC list, so it felt very natural.
Yeah. Thank you, Geofits. I love the Drukhari are still new to the studio. Or, sorry, I know the Drukhari are still new to the studio, but what do you think about the Forge World Reaper, D6 Dark Lance, and 2 more wounds at 150 points? Yeah, so we spoke a little bit earlier about this, and we like them, but they're more of like a Bridger style of play than an Adrian style of play. They're very like, if I go first, I can like put your face in the mud and win the game. But if I don't go first or I roll bad, I just lose.
I'll definitely look at building a list around them. That's something that I'm also interested in doing. I'm still painting up some more just to diversify what we have here at the studio. So definitely worth checking out. Yeah, like Bridger said, this is definitely more of my style, more cagey, but doesn't mean it's not worth checking out.
I like large baskets with many eggs in them.
That's right.
And Adrian hates that.
8? They're not super fast.
Thank you, Twice the Salt. Thoughts on Mortarian's competitiveness in 9th and the kind of list he would be best incorporated into. You guys have become my go-to for bat reps.
Thank you. He's tough to fit in a list, but I do think, as in 8th edition, if you are going to take him competitively, you also need to take Warp Time with the CSM Sorcerer.
Yeah, helps a lot.
Yeah, it does help a lot. And unlike Magnus, he can't benefit as much from the new strategic reserves. Because really he needs to arrive and charge something, and that's a 9-inch charge, whereas Magnus can like at least arrive, charge up, smite, and do stuff. So those are kind of my tips. He's definitely tougher to make work, but he's still a game changer, right?
Yeah.
He can win games by himself.
At least he fits in the Supreme Command detachment now. That's kind of cool.
It's a big deal.
It's big.
Otherwise, it's
because of that, it's tough to fit him like and other super heavies. Because now he's taking up a whole detachment, and he doesn't help you get a full super heavy detachment. Right. So it's a little...
Yeah, that's actually the hardest thing to do right now with him. Yeah.
Thank you, Josh. Makes sense to play Scars without focusing on melee. I have a list that's a Grav Dev ×2 in a Rhino or a Drop Pod, and 2x5 Plasma Inceptors as a second wave. Does this seem good?
They have abilities that allow them to advance. They can advance and shoot, which allows them with assault weapons to get really close.
Yep.
They also have the ability to fall back and shoot with stratagems. And
a move twice strat too.
They have a move twice, but they can't shoot after they do
You can't shoot either?
No. But they do have the ability to get out of a repulsor after they move.
Yeah.
So you can put all kinds of crazy units in repulsors and then move the repulsor up and then get out and shoot. So all kinds of cool tricks.
And outflank is universal too. Yep. So I think, they're still great as an all-rounder chapter.
You can make a nice all-arounder with them. I agree. Yep.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Sounds
so
good.
basically what we've done is we're going to try to definitively take that point.
Right.
The Dreadnoughts, unfortunately, so I guess I should have checked it earlier, and it's pretty obvious looking at it now. His base actually doesn't fit through here.
Do you want to...
And so I thought it might. Like when I was moving over here, I was like, I thought it might fit, but it actually doesn't by like a whole inch. And so he's stuck there.
Yeah.
Probably for a while, actually. And he was the protector for this Dreadnought.
Right.
So he makes both of them get stuck.
What we can do
that's really fun.
Is we can subtract the movement for now, so he's there, but we can scoot this so in the next turn you can move out.
Sure, that's fine.
You know, that was not intended.
And so
that's something you should always pre-measure when you do your terrain.
Yeah.
Especially if you play knights. You show up to a table with a tournament.
And there's nowhere to move.
Let's just check the table, make sure, right? So anyways.
Okay, so I'm staying in combat here. I'll get rid of it. It's fine.
Yeah.
This one wasn't able to actually get range out onto your tanks anyways. So even if he moved out, so even if you didn't tag him, he probably would have stayed hidden.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
So I actually
that
don't
really
care.
hurts my feelings.
And this boy at the end here,
Yeah.
I feel like this Dreadnought might get him. And if he doesn't, I could split fire here and still maybe get it. So,
I like
so I've got a few things to do. We can go into my shooting phase. I'm going to give my Signum down to this boy here.
Of course.
Then that's it. That's all my shooting. So let's start with this Dreadnought here into this Venom.
Sounds good.
All right. So
let's do it.
Nothing special there. We're just going to go Onslaught Gatling, 12 shots. 2, 4, 6,
nice.
8, 10, 12.
Cool.
So these are an 8-1 to hit. I'm always
they are, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So hitting here on force.
Yeah.
I wish it was the Heavy Doctrine, but it's not. I could have paid to put in the Heavy Doctrine, but it only would have given me 1 hit.
Right.
Okay. So strength 5, so 5.
You'd also be rolling those ones too.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. Because you're not taking -3.
That's right. So
hey, that's great.
It's just 3 wounds. -1.
Because it's my shield.
Okay, so 2 wounds go through.
Feeling pain.
All right, so 2 wounds.
Down
and
3.
then he's just got his Onslaught Gatling, so just 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should have just done those together. Ooh, nice. That's a lot better. And then 4s, just 2 more.
Oh. And these are -1, so my shield.
Oh, you got them both.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Frag Storm, 7 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're just trying to chip a few wounds here. It's not a huge deal.
Totally.
No wounds.
Whoa.
Okay, so how many wounds do you have left?
3.
3. Okay. Let's go over here. I have my pistols first from my Space Marines, because Space Marines.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Only 3 wounds. -1 though.
So 4 hits.
Sounds good.
And
just 1.
Oh, my lieutenant. Sorry.
Oh yeah. That was 2. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. And then are these -1? Doesn't matter.
No, they're not.
My shield.
My shield. They were -1, no matter what you say.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my heavy laser downfield into that boy there, and then I think I will also put my heavy bolters.
Yeah.
And then everything else into this here. So this is the first time we've got to do this, where we split fire but target something out.
Right. So as you're collecting your dice, I'll just explain it for you guys. What Brian's doing is Currently, he's in combat. He can shoot, but he has to shoot the thing he's in combat with. What he can do, though, is declare that he's going to put X amount of shots into here, so all his small guns, and then if he manages to kill it by the time before he gets to his big guns, then he can shoot over here. It'll be valid. He can still pick it. Yeah. He just can't shoot it unless the other thing's gone.
So the Onslaught Gatling first. So I'm at -2 to hit.
That's right.
But it doesn't matter.
That's right.
Because I'm only at -1. So on 4s, rerolling my 1s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that was great.
It's fine.
Yeah. Jeez.
So it's the first of 9 guns. There we go. Let's reroll this. All right. So there's your saves at -1.
-1. Nice shield. Oh, sorry.
Oh! Jeez.
Wow. Night shield.
You're not allowed to say night shield anymore.
That's right. So 2 go through, and this is power from pain, 6s.
Okay, so it's got 1 wound left.
And 1.
All right.
Are you going to make it, Adrian?
Can I get it with the...
you believe in night shield
I'm going to do it with the Icarus rocket pod. 2 shots.
The night shield protects.
+1 to hit, -1. So I'm actually at -2, so it does matter. So I'm at -2 +1.
Right.
Or, yeah, whatever.
Oh.
So they both fail, right?
Yep.
Yes?
No,
you hit on 4s.
You're on 4s.
Yeah,
-2 +1. And I'm realizing this guy actually has 4 wounds. I don't know why. They have 6 wounds each.
Right.
They're T5, 6
2 wounds.
Yeah.
-1, 2 damage.
Nice shield.
Good luck. No. So 4 damage. He's got 1 wound left.
Yep. Sounds good.
All right. Can we get him? Yep.
Yeah.
6 up healing pains.
No, that was it, right?
No, that was your armor saves. Okay, there you go. So
I didn't believe it. That's the problem. Oh, does he explode? No, that'd be cute. All right. Sounds good.
Alrighty. So now we've got the heavy bolters and the heavy laser. We'll just go with the heavy laser. So I get to double shoot because I didn't move. So I'll just do them at once.
You're not wrong.
So here I am hitting on 4s. Rolling my 1s. Okay. You're T5?
T5. Yep.
T5.
So 2s.
I had flipped the 2 numbers that I did.
There you are.
Not bad.
-4.
Nice shield! No!
So it's 2d6.
Yep, min 3.
So 6 damage.
All right. So I got a d10 in there.
I think you're dead, Adrian.
He needs to make 3 6s here. That's it.
Yeah, it's actually not bad.
It's actually not crazy. Oh!
Does he blow up? Nope. And then the dudes inside?
Oh, there are dudes inside.
That's right. Last one.
Oh, then I did my order of operations.
He's the rats.
Okay. So that's I should have asked. Basically, I would have shot with this thing first, popped it, and then had the Redemptor try to clear the boys inside.
Right.
Because chipping a few wounds didn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I just assumed. So let's go next with this one into your Ravager. This is the opportunity to lightning fast, I imagine. But I'm going to spend 1 CP on Mercy's weakness. And is this a new battle round? Or no, he went first, right? So I got 1 last turn?
Correct.
Okay. So 1 CP, Mercy's weakness. It's the 6 to wound is 2 wounds. But I have to put all my guns at you, which, you know.
Into a Ravager?
Yeah. Is he going to lightning fast? Starts to add up.
It does start to add up. What am I at now?
You have 11.
Whoa.
My good sir.
I'm so rich.
That's crazy.
He spent basically 0.
Yeah.
He's done what? 2 fire and fades, and then that's it. Because you didn't lightning fast last time when you were thinking about it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Which, let's be honest, that would have been a waste of CP.
That would have been a waste of CP.
Doing the math about the objectives, yeah.
Yes.
I just got tilted for a second, which doesn't happen even to me. Yeah, I'll let you pass.
Okay.
Oh, he's doing it.
He's doing it too. I thought he might. The chance that it lives is big.
Yeah.
Especially
There's enough
with
variance
the
here
night shields.
with the night shield and the Fear of Pain that if I can offset it, just give me a chance, you know.
Okay. So I'm going to go with the big guns first, just on the off chance that it saves us a bunch of time.
Yeah.
I'm also giving him my target protocols.
Yes.
So this is fine.
Yes.
Is there anything else?
The only thing it could affect is the rerolls because the big shots later on. That's fine. Go ahead.
What are we trying to say?
Because it's supposed to you do the first 2 shots, you shoot everything else, and then you do the last 2 shots, right?
Is it?
I think it's actually
2 separate activations.
It's not 2 separate activations. It's one.
You just shoot the gun twice.
You just get to shoot the gun twice. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So they all hit.
All good. This is with a Signum. It's getting +1, -1, so it's still on 3s.
And wounding here on because these are T6.
Yeah.
So wounding here on 3s.
Sounds good.
And 1 reroll.
You spent
No. That was my
it's
target
free,
protocol.
Right.
So 2 of these are 6s. 2 of them are 5s. So the 6s count as 2.
So 6 wounds.
Yeah, the 6s count. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So there's your saves.
Sounds good. All right.
This is real bad.
I think you're dead.
I think you're dead.
Nice shield. Oh, he's super dead.
So it's 15 damage.
Minimum.
Oh my goodness.
It was above 15.
9, 13, 17, 20. 20 damage.
20. All right, sounds good. Here's,
My first gun.
Here's 10 twice. 6s.
All right.
And takes 8. And this is going to be all 6s right here.
All right.
Dead.
Now blow up for your whole army for me.
It's the death strike all over again.
Oh, you saw it. It was like teetered on the 6.
2.
I think that was predictable. A repulsor can do it.
Well, it's not super predictable that you roll 2 6s, but which one was this?
Sorry. Did Adrian just said it's not predictable that I roll 2 6s?
You know what? You're right. I forgot about the Brian target protocols.
That also gives Brian attrition for the turn.
Hey.
Well, I'm not done killing yet. Here I go, killing again.
Here I go, killing.
So I've got these all these Marines trying to pop those few Cabalites. Actually, I think I might just charge them and get behind cover. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's totally fair. That's your first mistake.
So, you know what? I don't want to kill them. I'm gonna let the Gorgon's Rage shoot. That's the mastercrafted heavy bolter.
Yeah.
So he hits on 2s.
He's
thankfully.
just flexing on him.
One round.
All right.
It's -1 or 2 or something. I'll find out if it matters.
Nope. Okay. And then feel
2 damage.
Oh, it's 2 damage.
Oh, okay. So 1 goes down. There's nothing else to pop shots there. So I could shoot them, but actually, charging gets me more out of range of the Ravagers, which I know he probably wants to shoot the repulsor anyways, but it doesn't matter.
More out of line of sight of the Ravagers.
That's what I'm trying to say, not range. So I've got a charge phase. And let's charge with Iron Father Pharaohs.
I dig it.
So that's a 9. You'll go there.
Yep.
Let's charge with the unit on this side. That's an 11. They'll go there. Okay. And let's charge with the last unit. They go right there. Okay.
Only 3.
Okay. All right, and this unit here will charge through the building at your raider.
I like it.
So that'll be fine. So the only reason to do this is just so that this thing has less mobility.
Yeah. I feel you.
Basically it. That's all that's on my mind. All right. Come on.
So Adrian, how do you feel about this game? How you holding up?
This is fine. This is about expected. Actually, a bit better than expected. So this is definitely. I mean, it's Space Marines, right? So it's always difficult. I was happy to get those points that I had last turn, and by points I also mean like denying Brian points. So that's good. The charge is definitely a really great move on Brian's part. Having said that, I haven't lost a ton yet. I've lost things that I'm supposed to lose. So I feel okay about this.
What is this? 19-inch charge?
Yep.
It's just approximately 13 inches.
Well, you have to go out.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
give or take 12.1.
Yeah, 12.1. 22.5.
That's right.
So I think I'm done.
Okay.
Wish I had Fire and Fade.
Must be nice.
Let's fight.
Can you imagine?
I'm gonna fight with Iron Father Pharaohs.
We're gonna pull those Cobblites, right? We're not gonna.
Yeah. The only thing that matters is pile in order. So
so
you do
I'm gonna fight with Pharaohs first, the back unit second, the third unit here, so that I have the most movement with the last unit.
Yep. Sounds good. Works for me. And so guys, just to
the order of operations does matter.
It does because it decides who he gets to activate first and when they get to move.
That's correct.
So this is something that even if you know something's gonna die, you should make sure that there's no reason to actually roll anything.
Because this unit at the back here, if I activated them first, they would get essentially very, very little movement.
Right.
Here they get up to 6-inch movement as long as they're moving closer to this tank. So that's something. Okay. Great.
All my Venoms are dead, right? This guy's just sitting here.
Yes, all 3 Venoms are dead.
I'm like, I don't think I placed them there.
Okay, so I'm gonna fight your raider.
Oh dang!
I think I have 4 boys. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here we are hitting on 4s or 3s.
Sounds good.
All right. Wow, that's really bad. 50% misses.
Oh my god.
I'm not trying to do wounds, but so 3 wounds.
All right, and 4s. Oops.
No, so far so good.
Hey.
Yeah, ticket damage.
6. No.
Yes.
All right.
That's how you start. Can your raider do anything back to me?
Yeah, surprising.
Does it have that shock prow or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Blade veins.
Blade veins are the default. So we have 3 attacks, hitting on 4s. Watch out. Expert crafters. Yes,
Yeah.
actually. All right,
and
-1.
AP 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, better watch out.
And is that 1 damage or 2 damage?
Just 1.
It's 1, okay.
But it's inbuilt. You can't upgrade for other weapons and things like that. I just don't.
So I did some things,
And
that's the end of my turn.
I like it.
I do want to point something out for the cinematics here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
On top of that raider is sitting Drazhar, Master of Blades.
Yeah, so Drazhar is a scary boy. All I've been able to do is make his charge a little harder because he has to come out either on this edge or that edge. You can still move and he'll still be fine, and he's going to come in and shred a bunch of boys, but what can I really do? You know what I mean?
No, I feel you. That was good. You're making it harder for me to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
So that's correct.
More choices.
Sounds good.
Okay, Brian, how many fronts are you on?
I'm in the 3 fronts, so 2 points.
All right. So you're up to 4 on that. And you have 9 bring it down, 3 Venoms and a Ravager.
I think that's accurate. Yeah.
That's good.
And you got your attrition for the turn, so that'll do it. Let's go.
Drukhari?
Drukhari turn 3?
Turn 3. Bring it.
Let's do this.
Before you move anything, how many objectives do you control?
I am on 2.
Very nice.
Same as Brian.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm in the game.
You are free to go.
I'm in the game. All right.
And I think, you have enough combat to potentially clear what's over there.
Yes.
Seems unlikely that you get them all, but you could.
Yeah.
Is it unlikely?
Yeah. To get them all, I think so. Yeah.
Is it, though?
I don't know. Maybe you tell me.
I think Drazhar can pretty easily kill 10 intercessors.
Oh.
No. Not Iron Hands.
They also get invulns, don't they?
Not in combat, do they?
Yes, they do.
All right,
is this unit in reserve?
That mixes it up.
These guys?
Yeah.
They're in the Raider.
Oh, they're in the Raider.
Look,
Okay.
his boys. His boys.
I thought you were coming in from reserve, and I was like, whoa, I didn't know.
Whoa. Well, hello, boys. All right.
Thank you, Grantacon. Nailed it. Hey guys, you're all awesome. Just want to know if having my whole army start and drop pods is okay in 9th match play, so I can make a pod wall and run away. Yes, that's fine. Drop pods specifically ignore the strategic reserves rule, so you can just do whatever you want with them.
Yep, nice.
Thank you, Mark Wynn. Congrats to Adrian on the Big Clowns win.
Very nice.
You even taught me a couple tricks along the way.
Oh, wow.
Why not Dark Technomancer and Master of Mutagens on the Venoms?
Because
You didn't have the detachments, right?
No, I think he's saying drop the other trait I have. I'll definitely check that out, Mark. Mark is a really good. He's a better Dark Eldar player than me. Quite a good one.
I think he's saying drop the trait and then put the Venoms in that detachment.
Oh yeah, I like the Feel No Pain, but I'm still learning the army. So
this is everyone piling out here.
Yep. So they're getting out, and I'm just making sure here that I actually can get out with outside of 3. Generally, I'll just measure their movement +7, but because it's tight, it's good to make sure that you don't cheat. Because it does actually make a difference.
And inches, it's a game of inches for sure, so it can matter. See, this was only a 4-man squad. If it was a 5, I could have actually put a boy right here and made it so that you couldn't do it. So actually losing one model there.
That would have been horrible.
Actually count.
Yeah, that made actually a big difference.
Yeah, it made a huge difference. I just couldn't get everywhere I needed to get.
I like it.
Thank you, Travis. Loving the stream. Best report on the web.
Thanks.
One ask, though. Having a fiance who is deaf and watches with me sometimes, can you get CC enabled? No. So closed captioning, you can't do it live.
You can.
Well,
Google has to give you special, they have to do it manually for you.
And then it's the automated Google.
Google has the technology to do it, but they usually only offer it for their largest events.
Huh.
And I've looked into it because I do know people at Google, but I haven't been able to get it so far. If it becomes available for something that I can kind of get special employee access for, I'll enable it as soon as I can.
There's also community closed captioning, which is a program that's shutting down.
What?
Yeah, YouTube is killing the community.
Were people doing like
closed captioning.
Inappropriate things?
Well, yes, but that's not why. They had systems in place to sort of try to keep that in check.
Yeah.
It's just not broadly used, so it's not something.
I think they're focusing on automatic tools.
Yep.
So I've done subtitle. I've done in my like day work. I've done like online class design essentially, and so I actually did lots of subbing for classes on YouTube, and it's a really powerful engine, but it's not perfect, and it's really tough with Warhammer because we have so many made-up words, right?
Pretty much every word we say.
Yeah, it does a pretty dang good job with like regular conversation, but with Drukhari Master of Blades, it's like that's impossible. So it's something we've talked about, but technology's not quite there.
We'll keep looking into it though.
Yeah.
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 Thank you, Charles. Why no Dark Tech Venoms or Kronos? I think we're gonna get a few of these, Adrian.
I know.
Listen, it's a valid way to play.
No, it's great. Absolutely.
It's totally great. This is good too. So,
so in this army, for me, again, I'm not saying my version is better, but the reason I have them as Black Heart is for the Feeling Paints, because for me, it's all about movement. I'm not trying to kill things in this army except for my select tools. I'm just trying to get out there, score things. You can see even in the secondaries I'm picking. It's not really around killing him except for the things I have to kill, like the vehicles. Right. So that's kind of the philosophy behind this army.
Yes.
But those are really good traits too. So.
Thank you, Jay. I got my girlfriend into mini painting, and she picked up Dark Eldar. What are the most fun models to paint? Usefulness is irrelevant.
Drazhar,
Master Blade.
Drazhar's cool.
Incubi.
Yeah, the new Incubi in particular,
cool.
and Scourge are cool. But I love just, I honestly love just Raiders. I love the big surfaces on them.
Yeah.
If you're doing airbrush, if you're doing it with hand brush, I don't think it's so rewarding. But they're beautiful models for airbrush. You can just work magic with them.
Yeah, absolutely.
The whole line, like all the
planes look dope.
The planes are cool.
Oh, they're so cool.
The planes are so good. The bomber looks amazing.
Yeah, if you get not the actual grotesque model, if you kit bash your grotesques, those are fun to paint because you kit bash them.
I like the grotesque model, singular. The one model.
The one.
It's really expensive and looks really bad when you have a bunch of them.
Talos are cool.
Oh man.
Pretty much everything Drukhari is cool.
I actually really like paint Talos because they have all the little vials and stuff on them.
Grotesques are one of the most interesting models for conversions. I think you could do some of the most interesting kit bashes to create grotesques.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Thank you, David. Love what y'all are doing, and it has only furthered my 40K addiction. Have you thought about doing a weekly Q&A chat show to discuss the game and answer questions?
These shows have kind of become that. We had over 100 questions in our last game.
200. We had 200 questions.
200 questions in our last game. Yeah, it's a lot of questions. We might actually, funny enough, we might have to try and take less.
Right.
Because it ends up we had an hour and a half of straight Q&A at the end of our last stream. So we might actually have to start slowing it down somehow. We'll think about that. But yeah, we love taking your questions here, but we haven't thought about a dedicated show for it.
Yeah, totally.
Thank you, Skull Crusher. I would like to spend 3 CP on the stratagem to officially change the Judiciar to J-Daddy.
J-Daddy.
That's right, J-Daddy.
Yes.
Listen, keep your CP. I'm already doing it.
You get it.
You fully refunded them all.
I will vec that strat. Not allowed. Plan 10,000 years in the making.
That's right.
No J-Daddy.
No J. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Burke. Hey guys, happy to see you back after the tourney. Hoping to see Crusade soon. How do you feel about Skyrunner conclaves in that format, Crusade?
In Crusade format?
I think it'll be pretty mean.
You have to, yeah, that's a very, very fine line, which you probably know.
Warlock conclave is either awful or mean.
I like it.
There's no situation where it's not awful or mean.
It's also cool though.
Yeah, that's my thing.
That's the thing. So you know what you could do? If you want to do it, just don't take a billion of them. Just take 4 or something. You don't have to take 9 and then put your whole army into it. It doesn't have to become abusive to still be fun.
Yeah.
But then it's just awful.
Correct.
Then it's a lot of points that do precisely nothing.
No, except look cool.
Heck yeah.
But you just have those as separate warlocks. And then they're cool and not broken or terrible.
They don't play differently though.
The rule of 3.
They play so differently. In Crusade, you want to do awesome heroic stuff, and the awesome heroic stuff you can do with the Council is 100% not the same thing you can do with the Warlock.
That's true.
So again, this has to be a conversation. Bridger, generally I do agree with you.
4 or 5 maybe.
But what's your opponent bringing, things like that.
Once you get to 5 is the point where it's actually decent, and at a Crusade level, it's probably already broken. Because if you have smaller games. So in a Crusade game, take 4, you'll be fine.
All right, sorry, I'm being very fidgety with my movement.
You are.
All right, so we're gonna go there because we want to go into the repulsor. Obviously it's cool to kill this guy, but the repulsor is the thing I need to double down because Brian he's removing my guns.
Yeah, we can't keep going at that rate where it's you lose a disintegrator.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go there, and this boy's gonna hop over here so I can go there as well. More haywire, more haywire, more haywire.
Haywire is now on the smaller board. The 24-inch haywire is surprisingly
so great.
Far, right? Because we're basically both in our deployment zone and we're shooting each other with 24-inch weapons, right?
So
you can see if you're trying to see 24 inches, right? Yep. That's 24 inches from me. It's a lot of room.
Yeah.
It's a long way.
It really is. Trill it is. All right, let's see this 36 here, and we want to measure 6 to the writ of the living amuse, as we do.
Yep.
Cool. So now my last decision from the movement phase is whether or not I do Cruel Deception with this Raider.
Yeah, I was wondering if you would do it or not.
It's tough. on one hand, I don't want to spend the CP. On the other hand, as we just mentioned,
is that 2 CP or is it 1?
It's 2.
Yeah, it's 2. That's what I thought.
But that's another Dark Lance that can go into your big boy.
It's another Dark Lance to miss.
I know, right?
2 CP and then it just rolls a 2.
It hurts.
It's too real.
Thank you, War Machine TV. Thoughts on the Ares gunship list that won? Also, how quickly does Beanie Energy take to recharge?
Beanie Energy is directly proportional to the weather. So I think today the Beanie Energy is feeling good. Yeah,
that's right.
It's actually the opposite of solar power.
It's cloud power.
The less sun.
And that's why during this nuclear winter, the beanies are so strong.
Yeah, any form of winter, actually. They're nuclear winter or otherwise. In the Ares list, I don't know, it's a gimmick. You can win with it, or you just go, you'll lose, like if you play GT, you could just lose all 6 games with it also, you know? Depending on what your matchups are. So it's cool and fun to play in Ares, but it's a gimmick that could just, someone could have Eradicators and it just goes away.
Sure. Let me 2 CP.
He is doing the Cruel Deception.
You know why?
I do know why. But I'd love you to tell them.
Cruel Deception also lets me charge.
Correct.
So I'm basically going to try to do the same thing I did with the Venom, but by tagging this here and
oh, you have range to hit them both. Very nice.
Yeah. What do you mean both? Oh, the intercessors.
To charge the intercessors and then be touching this.
Yes.
Well, I mean, he just has to charge the intercessors. Something else kills them, and then he piles into the.
That's the other way of making it work. Yeah. I have a couple ways to be able to do this. We'll see. Thank you. I'm trying.
So yeah, the real reason I charged him was not to prevent him from shooting, but to prevent him from charging.
Exactly.
And I knew he had Cruel Deceptions, but it's expensive.
It's a lot. It is a lot.
So
yeah.
You know, I lost nothing. He lose 2 CP.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Well, I could lose those models, but you need to put the Disintegrators.
No, yeah, you won't. The Ravagers are like they really want to. They're gonna have to resist. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and.
I'd like to see it.
Do one more shift. Done.
Okay. Who was that?
The homunculus.
The homunculus.
He's like,
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Shooting. Let's do this. Okay. Haywire. So we're gonna do these 2 boys into here.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and do the Dark Technomancer's Supercharge. So +1 to wound, +1 damage, which does make my Haywires trigger on 5s.
Oh, nice.
We will be -1 with this guy.
With both?
This guy's in this, right?
From the top down, he is under it.
Yeah, but this guy didn't have enough movement to get over there.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good. Do you have anything to declare?
Not yet.
Sounds good. All right, so this is going to be, we'll do yellow is not -1, and this is -1. So 2d3 shots.
That was not bad.
Perfect.
That was amazing.
That was,
okay.
Boom, and got some yellow dice.
And yellow are at the -1 to hit?
Yellow are not at -1.
Okay, white are at -1 to hit.
So basically this is mortals on 3s, wounding you on
So hitting first on...
Yeah.
3s and 4s?
3s and 4s.
Okay.
No, 4s and
5s. 4s and 5s.
Yep.
All right. So yellow needs 4s,
mm-hmm.
and then these need 5s. Yep, there it is. All right, cool. So now it's the whole Haywire thing.
Yeah.
There's so many clauses in it. I'm just going to roll the dice.
Ooh, not good.
So you take a damage from the 1.
Now the 3 turns into a 4.
3 does it, sorry.
So there 3 becomes a 4.
This is an armor save first.
So does he reroll? He doesn't.
You take a mortal wound.
He takes a mortal wound, yeah.
Yeah. I will.
And then I take, this will be D3.
Yes.
So this will be just straight 4 mortal wounds. And then 1 armor saves.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do the armor save.
Yep.
It's -1 AP.
Yep.
So cool. 4 up. No. So okay. So here's the thing. This is where I could spend the 1 CP to ignore these on 5s.
Right.
You have a lot more shots coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have more Haywire coming at me too.
I have 1 more.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to ignore the 4.
Sounds good.
On 5 ups.
Yep.
That's 1 CP.
Well, here. So
it's a new round.
We'll just do all the mortal wounds.
Oh, it's D3.
Yeah. So
For some reason I thought it was
3 total. That's what Bridget and I were saying.
Yeah.
So you have 3 total.
So 3 mortal wounds.
Or plus the you did the other one.
I can't ignore the other one. So I ignored nothing.
Wait, you spent CP, right? You spent
I did.
1?
I spent 1, and then this is a 6. So I take the 4 damage. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry for all the complexity there.
No, you're good. You're good.
But
there's a lot of decisions you're trying to make, and
there's a lot of unspoken decisions.
Yeah. That's good television.
All right.
And we're all in our heads. All right. This boy, same. Oh yeah. Let me get a wound before I forget.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That would be terrible.
So basically, yeah, I could spend 1 CP on any vehicle to ignore mortal wounds, and it's when I take them. So I've still got that for the rest of the phase, but so far it saved me nothing. Jeez. Big fat nothing.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy, same thing. I'm going to overcharge him.
Yes.
So number of shots.
Oh, again.
Amazing.
He's good with Haywire.
Right?
He's got a good history with Haywire.
Yeah, that's right. This is
On
like my
fours.
Harleys. On 4s. Hey.
Oh, listen.
It's totally fine.
It's
and
fine.
no 1s. And then, so same thing. No!
Oh, so 2 mortal wounds.
Yeah.
And no saves.
No saves.
So 2 5-ups. Saved me for nothing.
Gosh.
Listen.
I'll take it.
I'm down to 10.
The damage is also +1. So if you failed any saves,
Correct. So
you
that
take an
other...
additional damage.
Yeah, 1 more.
So 1 more Feel No Pain?
No,
Yes.
not on mortal.
I have 6 up Feel No Pains.
He has a regular Feel No Pain.
Okay,
Yeah.
not the 5 up.
You're making it worse.
Different Feel No Pain.
We're already bad enough as we are.
down to
I
9.
understand.
Down to
now.
9. Sounds good.
I have a normal 6 up Feel No Pain. I currently have a 5 up against mortals.
Cool. Dark Lance into here.
I know it's confusing.
I know. So this is on a 3. No rerolls. Nice.
Oh,
Strength
4?
8, strength 8, so on a 4. Ooh, bummer.
It's fine.
Back Dark Lance, same thing. 3, rerolling. 4, rerolling 1s. Oh, no.
Dark Lances.
Okay. And then it's 2 Ravagers left.
Yep.
At this rate, I'm not going to do it.
Well, I wouldn't say that just yet. It's it's not. The Disintegrators could absolutely still easily do this. Like, it could go one way or the other, but I think the dice are still fine. What would you say? 2 Disintegrators do 9 wounds?
To a repulsor?
Yeah.
They're winning on 5s.
Yeah,
No.
I know. No?
Also, it doesn't matter because he's going to touch it.
Yeah, but this is, let's potentially. CP check?
You have 8.
8.
Still a good number.
Good number.
Yeah.
You have a 5 up invul? You have no invul in there.
No invul.
So that the lance would go straight through.
The lance? Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're
I
talking
can re-roll the wound.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to re-roll the wound. Good talk.
All right.
Excellent.
One more CP.
Because then it's just D6 automatic.
Yeah.
After
Putting
that.
you to 7.
All right, sounds good. So here we go. This is the first Ravager into ya big boy.
All right.
All right.
See those 2s.
Oh, no! You cruel man. Cruel man. And then these are on 5s, rerolling
I still want to see 2s, though.
Oh, that was
Jeez, get out of here.
just because you said it.
So, -3?
Yeah.
Look, this could just... At least 1 6.
Wow.
So 6 damage.
So-
3, 6. Uh-oh, drop the dice. All 6.
Oh.
So I'm down to 3.
You
See?
wouldn't
You
let
could
your
do it.
tank die just to prove yourself right, would you?
No, honestly, I knew that you would be fine. I actually think, I thought you were going to be fine the whole time.
Fair. 3s? Hey, man.
So as long as you re-roll, you're fine.
You got to fail right.
Yeah, that's good. But can he get the 5s?
5s. It's all about 5s.
I think he only needs 2 of them to kill me here. There you go.
Nice.
You're in a
That's
you're in a
great.
fine spot. Yeah,
more.
you got it. It's dead. It's dead. So I would need to make like 3 6s here to have a chance. 2.
No.
So it's 4 damage. I
Not
need to
like
make
this.
2 more 6s here. You see what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
even though it was a valiant effort, it's
But you're going to do it. You're going to do it, Brian.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. There's no way.
No! Call
Brian.
shot. Called it. No.
You have no other guns at it too.
Oh
That's
wait,
vicious.
no, I do have a lance. I'm dumb.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. There's
Okay.
a -1, but
Adrian's just turning up the pressure for
drama
For
It's on
television.
Okay.
4s.
So hitting on 4s, no
and then
rerolls.
wounding on 4s. So you know. There we
Okay,
go.
there you go. So he lived.
Oh man.
until the combat phase.
Blade Bane.
Are you gonna actually declare a charge
No.
against it? Yeah. So that's the thing. He's not gonna.
Because then this will all be for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I lived on 1 wound. I did it.
Wow. That's pretty cool, Brian.
It is.
I'm like, where's the gun? Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Sounds good. Charges.
This is crazy.
Charges. Could be.
No
No one's inside.
one's in
Is
range.
anyone in range?
There's no one in range.
All right, let's do charges.
You should just declare me. I don't see why you're not declaring me. You don't want to die to combat?
He's totally
Or
gonna
just-
die.
He will die.
He will 100% die. So let's do. Okay, so tell me the squad breakdown real quick. Just so I'm not.
There's 1 in the front, 1 in the back.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right there.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, I should have gotten closer then. That was silly.
Yeah, the goal was to make your charge very dubious to the back squad so
Yeah.
that you didn't even risk it. Basically, so that you could maybe end up fighting nothing sort of thing.
So they need a 6 to get to
Oh,
here.
that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Yeah, I thought it was worse.
Okay.
So we'll start with them
So you're charging both squads with your incubi.
with the incubi.
So the incubi into both of my squads, and you need to get a 6 on the
I
dice.
need to get a 6, and I am
You're rerolling charges because of power from
Power
pain.
from pain.
All right, you got it. No problem. That's good.
That's good.
And then what are you doing with
Drukhari, Master Blades? Well, I need to ignore Iron Daddy because
I'm really excited for Drukhari Master Blades to just turn this whole game around and chop up all the Iron Hands.
I think he's going to do real work on them. That's his specialty, actually.
That's what he does.
His speciality.
Specialty.
He's like right below the Incarn in terms of favorite Eldar characters for me.
He's real good.
That's fair. And he's just going to go into these intercessors.
Yep.
And ignore Iron Padre.
You can see this army already suffers from losing its Overwatch, because I would have been overwatching you on 4s with a ton of rapid fire. You would have lost like a couple dudes, right?
Absolutely.
Because they're only, what, 1 wound each?
Yeah.
Yeah, the truth is I probably should have paid to Overwatch, but I would only Overwatch with 1 squad.
Yeah, and you're only...
It's on... I could have paid to Overwatch on 5s.
Oh, okay.
Or on 4s, sorry.
On 4s.
Which would have been 3 CP, though.
I think it's interesting. But
There's no rerolls over there, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
And then the boat is going to go into the back squad.
The back squad, yeah, let's see it.
Cool.
Ooh, nice.
No, Peter, there's not been a date question yet. In fact, I think Variant Human may have just been here for the tournament. That might have been a tournament-only feature of our stream.
So good.
Which one?
The date questions.
The Who Would You Date from the Warhammer universe.
That's
also,
true.
I imagine coming up with all that material is a little tough.
So I want to do it this way so I can pile in kind of sideways and hit you then. Right now I'm outside of an inch. So
I understand.
Like that.
Okay.
Cool deal. I love piling geometry. It's so good. All right.
I think Peter should become our new Variant Human and ask one of those questions every stream.
Totally.
Okay, who are we activating with first?
I don't know, Brian.
See, here's the tricky problem. If he activates with the boat first to get the pile-in, then I will fight against his incubi, and you'll lose a ton.
It's true.
If you activate with the incubi first, if you don't kill the whole squad, then I might trap you and stop you from...
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So I have a chance either way. You're leaving me with chances.
I like it.
Not choices, though. You get to make the choice.
He
gets to make the choice.
This is where I mess things up, though, because it's like, all right, it's my chance to mess it up. And I'm real good at that.
I'm excited about this.
Can I get a
because this could go any way.
You have 7.
Get a CP check? 7? Okay.
And how many do I have?
9.
Hooray!
You guys are really worried about.
I know we actually have some of the most CP we've ever had in.
Neither of you are spending any, and you're both like.
Game's been pretty quiet.
Could I get a CP check?
Sorry.
Could I get a CP check? No, I know I haven't spent any, but could I? How many do I have?
We're gonna start with.
I have no idea what you're gonna pick here. All 3 are decent choices.
Oh, I know what he picks for sure.
I know what I would pick, but I don't know what he would pick.
This is an easy choice for me.
Okay, I'm glad. I don't think it's that easy, but.
It should be the incubi.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
We were all in agreement. See, it was easy.
It was clearly the right choice.
I know, but Drukhari, Master Blades. All right, so they have 3 attacks each.
And I have 1 CP for Reject the Flesh. And I've got my 5 Feel No Pain.
Tasty burger. All right, so I have 28 dice, please.
28.
1, 2,
Here. I have no idea how many we have.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So 3 attacks each for these boys, right?
Yeah, plus 1 more for the leader. Which...
And this is a squad of how many?
He's going to use the clave profile, basically. It's 9 of them. Yeah.
Oof, nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
It's 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 more.
They blend in with my boys. I thought there was so much left.
Yeah, so I do 9 and then 1 more for him.
It's actually only 8. You're missing 1.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's okay. We'll put 1 on the board later.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, you know why?
No.
Last game I did run 8.
Okay.
But this time I paid for 9.
So that's the thing. Because if he pulled 3 casualties, he'd actually be short a model.
Yeah.
There's a phantom incubi.
Oh!
So hitting here on...
This is -1 incubi because we're just short. So this is hitting on 3s.
Oh, you're just short? How many? 3 attacks?
Yeah.
I got you.
Well, there are 3 dice on the ground. There's another one here, Brian.
Thank you.
No, I got
You
what he
don't
needs.
want that one?
No, I don't want that one. That dice is dead to me.
All right, let's do this on 3s.
On 3s. All right.
That looked kind of bad.
That's fine. With this many dice, it's like you're bound to get a lot of misses. No, that's a lot of misses. You're right. So these guys wound on what now?
So they're strength 4 now, so it'd be 4s plus 1 to wound from Drukhari.
So 3s.
So 3s. Drop the dice. Oh my gosh, Adrian.
And the 6s are important.
Yeah,
The 6s are double damage or plus
they're
1
2
damage?
damage.
Is this turn? This is turn 3.
Uh-huh.
So you're hitting on 2s. Power from pain, my dude.
That happens in turn 3? I thought that was later.
This is physically turn 3?
This is turn 3.
Shoot. Okay.
Here.
Because they're black. You have them as Blackheart, right?
Roll these to win.
They don't get a trait.
Oh, yeah.
But doesn't everyone
but
get
they
that
get power from pain.
Everyone gets that in turn 3.
But Blackheart puts you a turn ahead.
Yeah. No, what turn is it in the game?
So then they don't get it.
It is turn 3 in the game.
Right. Oh, okay. So,
and I think +1 to hit is turn 4.
Which means if they're not Blackheart, they don't get it.
Let's check.
I mean, they are Blackheart, but they don't get Blackheart.
That's right.
They're not Blackheart.
That's correct.
They just don't stop the detachment from getting Blackheart. All right, apologies, guys.
We're trying to find out if they get +1 to hit.
Where is my codex? It's right here.
Front page. So we're trying to find out what the power from pain table is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought it was turn 3, but
I actually don't know.
I'm being told round 3 is +1 to hit in the fight phase.
Very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we're counting those as hits, and he's rolling to win. It's like
sounds good.
Fist of extra hits.
Cool. Good catch, guys. That's great.
Okay, and these are -3, right?
Yep. And then there was another 6 in there.
So 3 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and the 6s are 2 damage.
3 damage.
3 damage?
No, they go to 2 damage, Bridger. Stop helping.
Okay.
I'm just reading chat, man.
They are 1. So the claves are 1 damage, and then no, you're right. It's +2 damage.
Cool.
So
no save. So I didn't save any of them.
Yeah.
And then they're 3 damage
so
each.
3 each.
So
I'll believe chat over you.
So here's the first guy. So there's 3 of them. So I'll do them. So first guy takes 1.
Oh, you dog!
Second guy, or second time he dies, and the third guy dies. So so you killed 2 guys already.
Just with the 6s.
Yeah, but these are only 1 damage now. It's a big jump.
Yes.
Big drop.
And these are -3.
-3.
Okay. So 6s here, or 5. Sorry. I didn't check on 5s, but I rolled 5 anyways. So saved 1 extra. Thanks, thanks Iron Daddy. And then these are just 1 damage each. So 5's here. So it's actually good. 1, 2. So
2.5.
So 4 are dead total.
Okay. And a half.
And which squad were you fighting? Not the one that Drazar's in, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So you have 1 guy with 1 wound.
Ooh.
So you have 1 6 here.
Correct.
Yeah.
Would you like to interrupt, Mr. Brian? Yes.
Yeah, this is a tasty burger. Like Samuel L. Jackson as a Skeksis. You know, he's done a lot of movies, but he has not done Dark Crystal. I hope he's in season 2.
Can you fight twice?
No.
Well, Drazar does innately, but that's separate.
Yeah, innately.
Okay, I'll take the 2 CP. And did I already get 1 back? I did. So I don't get 1 back.
So who you gonna interrupt with?
That 1 guy with 1 wound left. And
interesting.
Touch your model. And
Adrian's making a face.
I want to vex you.
Oh.
Can you can? So the signum is shoot at BS2.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
So Adrian's gonna vex.
So I'm gonna vex. So, but well, here let's see. So this
it could fail.
This is Adrian. On a 1, it fails. On a 2 through 5, his strat is shut down, and on a 6 it's shut down, and you spend it. So here we go.
Okay. So I cannot.
I have to 3 CP to stop your repulsor from doing stuff.
It's actually 4. In fact, 1 up
4
to
CP to stop you from doing stuff. So I'm down to 2.
You are down to 3.
3. Okay. That's right. I thought I was gonna have 4. Okay. So then, Drazha, Master of Blades.
Okay.
Yeah, I have some piles to do in a second, but let's do his attacks. Okay. He is. Sorry, guys.
So it counts as me not using the stratagem?
No, because
you cannot use it again for that phase.
Yeah. That's right.
All right, so we got.
What do we got?
So 6 attacks because we're going to use the double profile.
Okay.
So 6 attacks on 2s. Ooh. Well, technically on 1s.
Yep.
And then now we are strength 4. Going on 3s, re-rolling everything because he's giving +1 to wound and re-rolls from his warlord trait. Thank you, chat. All right. Okay. So you got 4.
5s are special because you have +1 wound.
That's right. So these do the 3 damage.
Okay.
4 damage.
Yeah, his double.
So good.
So I saved 1. So I take 4 damage. So 6s. So I lose a guy. Doesn't matter. And then the other 2. I don't save either, and these are 2 damage?
Yep.
Okay, so the first 2, model dies. Second 2, model dies. So you killed 3.
No, you rolled a 5 up.
No, different squad.
Different squad, my man. This is why 10-man squads are interesting.
Yeah.
And then Drazar immediately fights again.
Yep.
Let's
do this. All right. On 2s. Ooh, look at those 6s. Do that again. On 3s, re-rolling.
Oh, the 6s are unmodified. Sorry.
So Bridger.
It's 2 damage.
It's okay. The dude died.
Okay.
So the 6. So they'll do the 1/6 here on a 5 up. He's good. The other one's 5 ups. So, and then 2 damage. So 1 more dice. So I have 1 left in the squad.
That was so good.
Yeah,
it rolled really well. Okay.
Wow, Drazar didn't kill 5?
I told you it's those invulns.
That's, I think, just Brian rolling. That's not.
No,
that's not an earthly phenomenon.
The invulns are.
The invuln. It's the 5-up invuln.
Are everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they would have to pile here essentially, and then the raider gets to pile here.
Yep.
And we'll see. Maybe I can kill him.
That would be really exciting. So he didn't declare him though, right? So he can't fight him.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
So he just touches him.
So my fight. Oof. I guess I will fight with this boy.
Well, he's not.
He's not in combat, right? And you didn't pile into me.
Correct.
So I'll fight with the other lone boy, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. This is on the incubi. So nothing.
Cool.
So I've got a morale.
Oh yeah.
I'll fight you with my tank. On 6s. No.
Reroll the 1.
Yes, from the captain. So what I'm going to do is morale on the one guy in front of Drazar.
So last 4. You're good.
And the next boy next to the other one. That's fine. So they both pass.
Now that's the advantage of small squads.
That is an advantage of small squads, yeah.
Bridger?
So scoring it up, you are in 4 fronts?
I'm in,
3 fronts.
Just 3. And he still holds that point. So we did work. It's an investment in the late game at this point, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm just removing bodies. It doesn't actually do anything for me right now. That's it.
Okay, let's go into...
Game is intense.
Let's go into Iron Hands, turn 3. Brian, how many objectives do you control?
2. And he has 2.
Excellent.
All right.
You're free to go.
Very interesting. Do I have measuring tape? I'm just going to take this one.
The invulns are everything.
Yes, indeed they are. So, I don't know, this OPSEC, I think I still feel good about that.
I should have gone into Iron Daddy. He just feels very inconsistent to kill.
Yeah, I thought you might, but...
Does he have a better than a 5-up invuln?
He has a... I think he only has... I think he has a 5-up, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Difficult call. Maybe going to both of them.
Well, I can do it. What'd I roll?
A 1.
Oh, thanks.
But you did get it on the table this time, so I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Equanimous.
Thanks.
Sick table as always. I played my first game ever a couple weeks ago, and guess who punked 2 Hive Tyrants? That's right, Drazar, Master of Blades.
Oh yeah, the Master of Blades.
Thank you, GPBK. Thanks for another great game. Quick question. AdMech were supposed to be top tables, yet they haven't registered a win yet. What's a competitive list look like?
Yeah, the army has actually real challenges, no doubt. So it's very, very powerful offensive, but it doesn't play the mission as well as many other factions. So.
And people have responded very well to terrain, right? So I think one of the reasons it hasn't been doing that well is because we all adapted as a community and built better terrain that's better for a more balanced game, right? Out of the box, they were incredible. But now, when you take away a lot of their shooting power by introducing correct terrain, it's not as much of a thing anymore. And like Brian said, they can't really play the mission as well. Having said that, take things that play the mission well. Take some Cerberus Raiders, some Taraxi, still take firepower. Like we still do like the robots for shooting power, but also backed up by things like pre-trained transports that play the mission. Yeah, I think Brian's you're gonna try some combat Mechanicus next time.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the best, but it's gonna be interesting.
It's definitely pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Thank you, Reject. Hey, 2 questions. Can a Herald of Slaanesh go into a Chaos Rhino? And is a Possessed Bomb dead even with Herald and Greater Possessed?
So,
in Emperor's Children.
Thank you. The Herald cannot because the Rhino only takes Heretic Astartes units.
That's right.
So it's at least locked by that. And Possessed Bomb, as it's traditionally known, which is like the Super Death Star version, is pretty dead. But I think the Slaanesh one is still interesting. And I think Possessed in general are interesting, where they're like, they might not be unkillable Death Stars, but they still are pretty scary, pretty durable units. You just have to invest less points in them, which is kind of a nice thing too. So, yeah.
Thank you, Booth Science. Your great content has me fired up for 40K after 20 odd years. Which Titan would each of you nominate as the biggest boss, and why?
Well, they don't make Gargants, so.
Which Titan?
Which Titan?
I think he means like Lord of War, or maybe one of us, because we are also Titans.
Oh, that's totally what that question is.
I would say Adrian is the biggest boss.
Oh, really?
When it comes to being the boss.
I am the biggest boss.
The biggest boss.
It's definitely not a de facto thing at all. There's definitely like substantial evidence.
Variant humans here. Yay!
Hey!
I hope we get a good question.
I'm excited.
So I'm trying to just decide what I do with these guys.
Sure.
Your Talos move 8, you said?
Yes, they do.
So what I'm trying to do is make it so that it's pretty hard to, like, I want to pop some shots at you.
Right, exactly.
But have you not pop shots at me?
Exactly.
Which actually I can do.
Yeah.
So it's something.
And then, so just so you know, so we don't have it again, I have the 5 Coblites and 4 racks in there.
Cool.
And let me put a rack on top. But yeah, just so you know.
Yeah, anything that dies, I'm happy about.
Right.
I'm not going to kill that thing with this thing anyways.
That's fair.
But, like, if I came out for the, like, I'd get to, like, here, it would be a 9-inch charge. And then I would just, like, lose it.
Yeah.
You know
to
what I
the
mean?
counter charge, yeah.
Just to the Talos alone.
Right. Which is why they were here even more. Is even more of a response. Obviously, I had to go for this, but that was because I knew this is the right thing to do with your Redemptor, right?
Yeah.
So bring at that threat there.
I'm just gonna pull back a teeny bit just so I could get a tiny, tiny little speck. There we are.
You can go a little bit further.
Oh, nice. Let's do
it.
Good. So makes it so that it's harder for him to see me.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. I moved. Do you want to do another one?
Let's get one more in. Thank you, Jeff. Hey, keep up the good work, guys. Enjoying the stream. No more talk about the 380-point Land Raider Achilles. What is your Harlequin paint recipe for the blue? It's very cool. I have mine painted in Veiled Path, and it was a nightmare.
Oh, that's awesome. Also, thank you for the message. He finally got fed up with us and sent the whole profile. So I haven't shown you Bridger, but I have.
It was like a saga of us making up rules for this.
He declared, he's like, thus ends the saga of the Achilles. Here's the profile. I was like, I learned so much. We also got the points wrong, by the way. But anyways, my recipe is relatively simple now. So the blue is Vallejo blue-green. That's pretty much it, actually. I just do that straight onto the black. I use my stencils, which you can find at Etsy. At Pandora's Forge is the shop, and so I actually make and cut my stencils for that. I don't do it by hand because I'm not a robot. And then the pink, I've been using more magenta, also from Vallejo, but my other pink I use in the army is squid pink from Vallejo Air. So that's really, the whole army is pretty much just that pink and that teal, and you can just blend them.
If you ever want to pretend that you're Adrian, just paint a model with Vallejo blue-green.
Yes, it's so good. I take bats in it. Oh my gosh.
That's so gross.
It's awesome.
And then I wash my face in Nolan oil. Really accentuates all the wrinkles.
I'm just going to heal at the end with Iron Father Pharaohs. Yep. It's a flat 3. And funny enough, there is still a strat to heal twice, but they fact it to not be the same unit. So because this guy would have went back up to 7, which would have been real mean. Now, the funny thing is at 4, he actually counts it being at 8 wounds.
Oh, yeah.
So he's in his middle bracket.
So so I could choose to move now, and actually I'd get quite a bit of movement.
Yeah.
And I can move back, like with an advance back here, something like that.
Yeah. Well, not after you fall back.
He's top bracket, right?
No, you can't fall back. So 8 is a top bracket for him. That's what I'm saying.
Because they don't have 20 wounds. That would be ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. He counts as his top bracket. So
is that half?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the other thing I was considering.
Sure.
This is the other thing I was considering is whether I tried to move him back. But I think I'm just gonna. I'll be honest. Moving him back is the smarter play, but it's not the more interesting play. If you know what I mean?
Right.
Because it means next turn he just guaranteed pops me. Yeah. Which, if I moved back, it wouldn't be a guarantee, and then I could heal it again.
Right.
Definitely the smarter play, but not the more interesting.
Let it be known.
Let it be known. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shoot a bunch of stuff.
Sounds good.
We're gonna shoot. We're gonna put my Signum onto this boy.
Yep. Of course.
Here, so BS2, and then we're gonna shoot at your Raider here, and it has what 9 wounds left.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put the big gun into it.
Isn't that blast?
No,
because the laser thing.
2 shots.
It's the laser.
Shoot twice.
I think the plasma might be blast, which is another reason the plasma is worse.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put the big gun into it, and trying to think what else.
So you're still gonna be -1 to hit, right? Because you're in combat and night.
I'll be hitting on 3s.
Yes. BS2, because he just becomes BS2, and then you have 2 -1s, but that doesn't matter. He caps at -1, so he hits on 3s.
Yeah.
Oh, because it becomes 2.
Yeah. So,
oh man.
So and I reroll once. And wait, do these guys
it.
have -1 to hit as well? I didn't know. I thought there was.
Oh no, you're right. They don't.
So and it wouldn't matter anyway.
So you're still hitting on 2s then?
No.
Oh, because the cap out. Yeah. Okay.
There's no plus. It's just hit on 2s.
Yeah.
-1 for combat.
Yeah. -1 when I shoot you with heavy weapons. So I have pretty much only heavy weapons.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, except for the storm bolters and stuff.
Got there eventually.
All my small fire, my frag storm, my storm bolters, and I'll even take my heavy bolters. Yeah. Yeah, I will put them at
Fragstorm's blast.
The Fragstorm is blast, but I could still declare it as long as I'm out of combat. So the Fragstorm and they will all my small arms at your incubi. Okay. So I think you'll lose a bit, but actually, if you don't mind, just before I do that, I'm going to shoot the boys up the top.
Yeah.
Because you'll pull me out of line of sight. Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
2, 4,
Let's do
6, 8 shots at the incubi.
So you are in fact on your middle profile.
Oh, am I? Okay, but it doesn't matter. I still have BS2.
Okay, sounds good.
It actually doesn't. It would only affect my movement.
I was just because for future reference, it's in the newer books. It's when you're at half, you are degraded.
Oh, it's the older stuff.
The older ones are 1 below half.
Okay. So here I am.
So like Death Guard, for example.
Hitting on 3s. And winning on 3s. Bolters.
Yes. Bolters, and these are
Tactical Doctrine -2.
-2, so 5s. Okay, and then 6s from Powerful Pain. Lose 3. Yeah, they're paper. Paper.
Indeed.
Cool.
Okay. So now let's do what I just talked about.
Yep. Let's do it.
I don't know. We'll see. It's the Night Shield that is really, really interesting here. So I am giving him my target protocols as well. Yep. So let's go.
I can't believe you're hitting on 3s.
So hitting on 3s.
Oh my goodness.
All hit.
Cool. Winning on 3s with 1 reroll?
Yeah.
Which you
rerolling 1s and a 2.
That's right.
2 2s, Adrian.
Nah, that's not enough.
And I could command point this one. So I command point it, and I still haven't got one back yet, so let's try again. No.
All right, so this is Night Shield.
Not great.
So that would kill it.
We have 6 up points, but yeah.
And what, like, you have a bunch of other shots, but they're all winning on 5. Me on 5s.
Yes, but I still have reroll 1s to end.
CP.
So he's CP rerolling? No.
Okay.
So 3d6.
So I have to make. Oh yeah, that's right.
So it's 11, 14
13,
damage.
14, yeah.
That's why my math is off. I did the same thing Bridger did. I was like, it's gonna be 9 damage minimum.
Yeah.
So here's 8. Here's the first 9 just to see. So I didn't make any.
Now if you blow up, you kill my tank. Oh, not yet, because I healed myself.
He's so mean.
Sorry.
All right, nothing.
The repulsor's back in business.
God, those things. All
now,
right.
Raiders have how many wounds? 10?
10.
So it's only worth 2 points. Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Small victories, right? So
nice.
Repulsor. So let's go with the two storm bolters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we go on 2s. Rolling my 1s.
God, it's so dumb.
On 3s.
I had it to 1 wound.
Look at that. Look at all the 2s.
Oh my gosh.
It's actually crazy.
But Adrian, Space Marines.
Space Marines. All right.
So these are at -1.
-1. So these are 4-ups. Hey.
Whoa.
Hey. You know these seem to be rolling 6s. So oops. I actually
doesn't count. Doesn't
I actually
count.
did drop.
He actually did drop.
That looked really bad on camera though. Oh,
Do over.
Redo it.
So I just have the Iron Hail, Heavy Stubber, and the Gatlings, because the 2 Icarus were going at him, and the Heavy Bolter. So, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So on 2s.
Sounds good.
Rerolling my 1s. There's a lot of 1s. Okay.
Do Ravagers only have 10 wounds as well?
No, they're
11, aren't they?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Look at all the 1s. Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
That turns into almost 100% wins. So these are just -1.
Okay. Is that all?
And then I just have the stubbers at you.
4s. Wow.
Oh,
Make you
Adrian.
work for this. So
2.
They're dead exactly.
2.
Okay.
No, there's 4 left.
But it means that Drazar is no longer shielded.
No, there's the invisible one.
Oh, come on.
So now there's 3. Ghost Incubi. What I really should do is actually remove it so there's only 2 models and still play with the ghost one.
Yeah. 3 hits, 3 swing.
Ghost, goodbye.
So 3 more.
Ah, fiddlesticks. And these are...
-1.
Yeah.
Okay,
right.
so one more.
Now he's unlocked.
So now Drazar can be shot.
Ghost, goodbye.
Which is kind of cool. So we're gonna put the Gorgon's Rage into him. It's a master-crafted heavy bolter.
Cool deal.
Uh-oh. 3 shots on 2s.
Adrian, Ravagers have 10 wounds.
Okay. They haven't taken wounds.
Whatever. I overkilled the
It doesn't matter right now.
So there's 2 wounds.
Okay, this is
-2.
This is Drazar?
Yeah.
4s.
This is 4 damage, my friend.
Okay. 3 damage.
Okay.
All right. Down 3.
So my captain will shoot at him. He did move, so he's not getting his rapid fire. Yeah, he did. And let me just double check, because I think on my list...
Is there a reason? Yeah.
A reason the what?
Can he see anything else?
Other than Drazar?
Yeah.
No, he's shooting at Drazar.
Oh, okay. After all this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I want my captain again.
I was like, why doesn't he just laser me?
No, Drazar.
So mean.
You were the chosen one.
So it's 1 shot. 1 word.
Nice.
It's -2.
-2, 4 up.
It's 2 damage again.
6s. All right, down to 1.
So my lieutenant?
So now I've been saving up all my 5s. I'm ready for this. Come on.
So my lieutenant has 1 shot.
1 kill.
He missed.
Why?
Because it's a heavy weapon. He has the stalker. And he has ballistic scale 3. Man,
who would have thought?
It's no fun.
What a dweeb.
I know.
He has
No
3
fun.
characters.
And so yeah, this thing can't see anything else.
Right.
I moved him over to actually shoot Drazar and make it harder for you to shoot him.
Why not have both?
Yeah, and there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing you can see. Yeah, you can't see anything. So yeah, he's just gonna pop Drazar.
Sounds good.
I'll just do the laser at Drazar's face. Okay, 2s. Okay, there's 3 lasers at Drazar.
5s. Oh! Well, you know. Roll me a
6 damage.
Drazar.
Does he explode? Let's
Poor
be honest.
guy.
Well, actually, no. He probably wouldn't have.
Okay.
I was just thinking in my head, if the
Poor
Raider
young
had
Drazar.
survived,
It would have helped.
it would have helped. You probably could still do it, but
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, onwards.
Because I brought these bolters over to take a shot. So I'm gonna pot shot from this dreadnought into your vehicle.
Sounds good.
And
Into
so
the Raider.
I've just got my Gatlings.
Cool.
I'll put them together. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 shots.
Cool.
And I don't care about rerolling once.
Yeah, hitting on 3s.
So I would have had 2 1s to reroll. Okay, and then 5 wounds.
You got it.
Your T6.
Yeah.
Cool. 1, 2, 3 wounds. -1.
Sounds good. So 5 ups. Night shield.
Oh.
And then 6.
Did you tank them all?
It did.
That's really cool. So 2 frag storms, 10 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At this point, I'll take anything.
Right.
Just 1 wound. Give me a wound. 5s. Okay. Cool.
Cool.
So those are -1.
All right. 5s.
Hooray.
Night shield.
Can I do 1 wound?
6s. Yep.
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
down 8.
Down to 8. Hup.
All right. All right. I'm going to charge you. Those 2 incubi, I'm going to charge with my my intercessors, try to get them out of harm's way.
Let's do it.
So I think I need like a 5 to get down, or maybe a 6. So
That'll do it.
I'll be fine.
That'll do it.
So that kind of helps me just get a few boys hidden and on the point, which is kind of important. Okay, because it's pretty easy to blast these fools if you wanted to.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Getting on the point was the big thing. Because I could totally kill the 2 guys, but...
Let's
Not now.
fight.
Fight!
Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 attacks.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Space Marines.
Space Marines!
On 3s.
Whoa.
I was going to take the +1 to hit.
Oh my god.
I was going to take the +1 to hit. You see how much that would have helped? On 3s. Okay.
All right, and 3s.
2 can play this power.
Oh, no. Not
yeah,
like
exactly.
this.
2, not like this. I thought you'd at least get to hit back. Oh.
Yeah, 1.
So 1 gets to fight back. That's sad.
Sounds good.
That was sad.
One's alive.
Okay. They're both the same, right?
Well, yeah, the Clayvex will be alive, but he's going to die after this anyway.
Okay.
The Phantom should still be
The
alive.
Phantom. He's fighting nothing. All right, that's everything, right? Yeah. So hitting on 2s. Ooh, nice. Let's see some 6s again. Come on.
Wow. 1 wound?
Yep. -3.
Okay. And I'm out of range.
He's out of range.
I'm out of range because it's only, it's only a 6 inch draw.
Well, that's only 1 damage.
1 damage and 6 up.
No.
No, you saw it. I saw it too.
Oh, man. All right.
Space Marine's going to Space Marine.
I need a 1 on my leadership, if that's everything.
That would be kind of cool. I'm just going to kind of like go around.
You can double fight if you want.
Oh. Oh! This guy's a madman. That's kind of cool, actually. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so scoring up the turn. Brian, how many table quarters are you in?
Just the 3 again.
All right, and who killed more?
I did. He killed nothing.
I did kill nothing. I killed a lot of
you killed 2. You killed 4 out of 2 5-man squads.
That invuln's so good.
The invuln is good, and the 6 up Feel No Pain when you stack them.
Yeah.
People were asking why we didn't take the apothecary, and it's because it's obnoxious.
It's pretty bad.
Like if you have like 50 intercessors and 5 up Feel No Pains, 5 up invulns, there's very few armies in the game. Period that can handle it. Certainly not Drukhari. Drukhari could never get there.
No, that's definitely
not. Like you have all of a sudden you have all these dizzy cannons. You're killing like 1 a turn, 2 a turn. You know, it's like means nothing.
Yeah, it's still amazing.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
So Drukhari turned 4. How many objectives do you do?
On 2.
All right.
I'm getting the primaries. The secondaries, I'm.
We're the same on primary, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, it's been very close. Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going to be hard pressed to take this one from me.
Yeah, exactly. But luckily, vice versa. So.
Correct.
So there's that.
2 banner points.
2 banners.
Am I correct in that you have 0 bring it down points?
Yeah, I don't think I've killed any.
He'll get the tank.
I'll get 3.
You'll get the tank.
All right, let's see.
And there wasn't anything I could do about that.
Yeah.
But there's a weird thing that's happening right now where if we both just stay put, I win. Right? Because I'm ahead.
You're ahead.
And so even if he kills this thing, if I just hide, it forces him to come out.
Totally.
All right.
Decisions.
Well, thank you, McChickflick, and that's a cool name.
Nice.
Hey guys, love your content. I really want to take a Lord of Change and Magnus in the same list. How would you guys go about doing that somewhat competitively? Also, Magnus only did like 1 thing wrong. False. He did a lot of things wrong.
No, he did one. He did, many who doesn't make mistakes?
He did one very premeditated,
very big thing wrong.
Like something that he thought about for a long time.
He worked really hard on that one thing. Like he put a whole, he literally put a ritual into doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Which, if you're gonna do something wrong, man, he did it
bad.
big.
If you're gonna do it wrong, do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
I would argue his response to doing the thing wrong was also wrong.
Well, that's just negative thinking.
Yeah, no, I don't know. He felt genuine remorse.
Very poorly.
He had genuine remorse. He wanted to die, and then he was just like, nah, beast mode, teleport. Anyway, don't bring up Magnus. It's too much. So Magnus and Lord of Change, you could definitely run them together. It's nice to have 2 big threats, especially the single Lord of Change with the Impossible Robe. You can get both of them on 3 up invulns, right? And it's pretty cool. As far as what you flesh out around it, probably a ton of jank, right? Like a bunch of chaos jank, don't you think?
If you want 3 Lords of Change in Magnus.
No, you don't need that many Lords of Change.
2 is like the sweet spot.
And the thing is, actually, the Tzeentch's powers aren't that good. You'll run out of spells.
Oh, of course.
So it's like.
But you need a detachment. Like you need a super heavy detachment to fit the Lord of Change. Unless you're taking an Ox, do you want to pay CP to bring a Lord of Change?
Wait, what? Say again?
Magnus is going to be either in a Tzeentch detachment and not be Thousand Suns, or he'll be in a Supreme Command. That's fine. Now you need to fill out a super heavy detachment to bring the Lord of Change.
He wants a 3rd super heavy, so you're not paying twice.
Not super heavy.
There are HQs. That's right.
What?
I was like,
yeah, that's why I didn't understand what you're saying, anyways. But so you've got just the one. As far as what you put around it, you just take value chaos units. Like take a few more psychers. How is a bird
that big?
Take a few more psychers, dominate the psychic phase. Take things to dominate the board, like even like Nurglings and stuff like that from the demon army. From the rest of the Tzeentch army, I wouldn't really take the Tzeentch troops or elites or anything. I would go a bunch of jank, really, like I'm saying, like just the best units from all of Chaos.
Am I crazy? How is that not a super heavy?
They don't really perform on the table like super heavies.
They definitely don't.
Well, that's not the bar that we have to meet.
Kinda. It should be.
It's a physical size of model kind of a thing.
Is it? According to Bridger.
It's the size of a Riptide, basically. Well, the wings are a little
they're
higher.
bigger than a Riptide.
But a Great Unclean one isn't.
Yeah, Guos are pretty small.
Yeah.
Even to this day.
Yeah.
And yet, they're the only one that you can't obscure.
Yeah, exactly. Because they actually have the most wounds.
They're too fat.
They're very chunky.
They're dumb.
All right, chat's like, tear me a new one.
Get him. Get him.
Thank you, Hazard Brewing. A nice 777. I now have a built and primed True-Master.
Ooh.
What have you made me do? It's so damn tiny.
Yeah,
# Custodies for life.
Yeah, they're tiny. They're little arms. They're little wrists. Everything
really
is
are.
so delicate on them.
Yep.
And yet they're the army that everyone has GW has the expectation you're going to put the most freehand detail
Right.
into literally the smallest limbs. It's like, GW, come on. It's a mean challenge.
Thank you, Gene. Love your content. You convinced me to get back into 40k. One quarantine later, and I've got a full Tau army, and I'm halfway through painting some Dreadhost Custodies.
Ooh,
Keep
nice.
up the amazing work.
So good. You know, if I could do it all over again, I was going to paint, when I first got my Custodies, I was going to paint them as Solar Watch or Dreadhost, but there wasn't actual rules for them.
Right.
There was only, like references to them in the lore.
Fan fiction?
Well, there was references to them in the lore. In the 30k books in particular, and the 40k books, there was different rules and bits for them. But so I just went with the standard gold. But now looking back, I would love to have a Dreadhost or Solar Watch.
That'd be cool.
Army.
Come on, Kills.
I might
like
actually
Shadow Keepers.
Yeah, Shadow Keepers are good too. But I actually considering I'll add another 2,000 points to my Custodies, which is like 8 models, and I'll do them up as like Dreadhost or something else, just to have like different colored units.
Now, kids at home, do the math. Which models? Which 8 models makes 2,000 points of Custodies?
Any of them.
Thank you, Helpless Heroes. What makes a good play space or area to you? Something that'll make people want to come over and bash. A refrigerator, air conditioning, good lighting.
Terrain.
What terrain you bring in? You could.
Well,
No,
it's a lot of work to transport
making
terrain.
not people
Things
bring
that you
terrain,
cannot
big deal.
transport.
Making people not bring terrain makes them want to come over. I assure you.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
And having nice terrain is also a big thing, and especially like if you have your own space, you can make terrain and have terrain that you wouldn't normally be able to bring over.
Yeah.
Fridge is nice. AC is really nice.
Couches. Good lighting
something
is
to
actually
sit on.
surprisingly important.
Yeah.
Good lighting, yeah, is nice. Yeah, for sure.
I got so focused on how far I can move, I didn't.
You moved so far that you couldn't see anything anymore?
Don't have a bunch of furniture that dice can get lost under. I know that sounds really weird, but
Like we do? We
no,
throw a lot of dice.
Can I can see him on this angle?
What are you trying to do?
Hit the back repulsor.
Oh,
you're hitting the gun, yeah.
looks fine to me.
Okay. It's just very tight, so I want to make sure, you know.
Is that here? I can. I'll draw this straight line up for you. This is the problem with obscuring sometimes. So here's the straight line from the edge of the terrain.
Oh, right.
Thank you, Norman. Love the
You
channel.
don't wanna
Best
push
battle
it.
reports
Yeah,
on
there you go.
YouTube.
You're fine.
Cool.
You got it.
Cool. Just making sure.
New to 9th edition and writing the
do
fluff for a new chapter, Ravenguard Successor. What chapter tactics should I choose? Well, you're a Ravenguard Successor, so you have to take Stealthy. That's just mandatory.
Wow.
And after that, I'll go hungry for battle.
You like that? Well, it depends on how you want to play the army. If you're going to play it as like a shooty, snipey army, or if you're going that like you're trying to do that first turn combat kind of thing. They're very different. Like Stealthy really promotes the army that's trying to play in it a little far back, whereas you could go all into combat if that's what you're all about, right?
True.
So I would choose what kind of units you want to bring and then tailor accordingly. If you're going for all combat or you're going for more of a mixed board or backboard play.
There you go.
Raven Guard can do it all. All Space Marines can do it all, basically.
But they have to take Stealthy. Otherwise, you're not Ravenguard.
Yeah. What
Stealthy's
Brian
cool
said.
because it gives vehicles
Cover.
cover. I've heard a lot of people speculate, like trying to make a rules as written argument that vehicles can't benefit from Stealthy.
Well, that's just silly.
Yeah, because it says it gives them the benefit of cover, and so vehicles now have the benefit of cover, which does nothing for them. So thus, vehicles don't get cover.
That's a ridiculous argument.
I know. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love seeing these rules as written arguments. They make me so happy.
Oh, God. It's a great time to play Warhammer with your friends.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
You done did the movement?
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, we're basically just sitting here on the point. We're doing what we've been doing the whole game, so that's fine. I know, right? We're moving these Talos up. As Brian said, by default, he has the game currently. Like on points, we're very close, but he's going to be edging me out.
Correct.
So I need to be moving up, preparing for later turns. So I basically just started moving everything up here so I can threaten this point. This line of sight blocking, this obscuring is a big deal
really helping
for this fire point. Exactly. And then again, you know, importance of terrain, right? So I basically made sure that everyone here can shoot. Both, he might be only range of this guy, but I'll just start with the Haywire. Can shoot the other repulsor because that's.
You're gonna try to go for 2 repulsors.
Well, that's my other points.
I love it.
So I need to start putting wounds out there. At this point, if
if I lose my repulsors, you have the run of the board.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think I'm gonna kill both.
But if you did,
but if I did,
it could
Or if I put a decent amount of wounds out.
Yeah.
So that in the next turn, right? So we have that, and then here we're moving these guys up as well, so I can kind of start threatening back objectives, things like that.
Totally.
All right, cool.
I love it.
So shooting.
Bring it.
And I left the homunculus back here just to hold the objective.
Because I can't get anything back there.
And T6 versus T7 actually doesn't mean anything against you.
Yeah.
You have basically nothing that's strength 6 and 7. So.
I have 1 or 2 guns, like the Iron Hand or the Icarus rocket pod. That's it.
I will take that.
Cool.
All right, so shooting.
You're gonna rue the day. My Icarus rocket pods +1 to hit fly, and it's 2 damage.
That's right.
It's gonna get you.
So true.
I'm gonna roll all 3s from now on my Icarus rocket pod.
Mark it down. It's gonna happen. So we'll start with these Talos into this repulsor right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna overcharge. Here we go. They're both touching the terrain, so no minuses for me, but I will overcharge. Oh, 2 shots. Better watch out, Brian. Better watch out. On 4s.
Good
talk.
Good talk.
No. Wait.
He really wanted just dumb efficiency.
That was so dumb. This guy into here, overcharge, same thing. How many shots? Okay, so he by himself gets more shots, and still wasn't a good roll. So hitting on 4s. I didn't take any wounds though.
It's great.
We're off to a great start on this turn. It's great. It's great. This boy's Dark Lance into here. It will be -1 to hit.
Dark Lance.
Dark Lance.
It's on a 4 and a 4.
On a 4 and a 4.
But you could one-shot it. Oh, so far so good. That's 50% of what you need.
Oh.
And I don't get a save, right?
That's correct.
So you just need a 4 to ice me.
Yep.
Well, I do have Feel No Pains, but you know. It's a 5. That is a magic number.
That is a magic number.
So listen, what if this dies and explodes?
That would be amazing.
And then I roll a 6 for damage on this.
You're such a tease. You're going to roll a 1.
No, I'm going to roll 2 6s
you're not
here
going
and
to
not
die.
die.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, 1 6.
Whoa. You can't reroll it.
Oh, Feel No Pains can't be rerolled, right? Yeah.
I can see the cogs turning. Come on. Oh!
I didn't even want to contemplate it. I just wanted to get the dice out of my hand. I've had too many tanks. I've had too many G6 damage tanks blow up in my lines.
This has been the addition of that.
That would have been amazing.
No, I would have. I would have cringed. And Adrian's done that to me, particularly with my Iron Hands. He's blown up my repulsors.
It's very true.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Listen, there's still 1 more repulsor.
That was still great. So now this
and
is all icing.
You have 2 Ravagers and
Dark
1
Lance.
Dark Lance.
Yep. So we'll do Ravagers first into here.
Okay.
Yeah, making sure I'm not forgetting anything silly and obvious. So let's do this.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think you're doing good.
Yeah. All right. So this is 9 shots. 3, 6, 9. Perfect. On 3s, rerolling 1s. Let's do it.
So
good start.
Okay.
And then 5s to wound.
Yeah.
Come on. Money.
It's totally fine.
That's fine.
Okay, so 3. Okay, so 3 of them, 6 ups. I miss the days of getting covered. Oh, get out!
Brian.
Shut down.
No! All right, give me your 2 saves. You dog.
Double ones.
That's consolation prize there, Brian. Thank you, thank you.
So 14 wins, my man.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. All right.
This one better go hot.
At that rate, jeez.
This one better go hot.
3s.
2s. Let's roll those 1s into 2s.
Come on. Yeah.
Okay. As long as 1 miss. You've been getting that all the time.
I know, right? This is 5s reeling 1s.
Oh.
That was slightly better.
This is double. So I think it's okay.
No, it was 3, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 3. This is only...
Okay. I forget. So 8 damage.
Okay.
Listen, that was
good. Good start.
If they both did 8, I would be dead. So I took 7.
Down to 7.
So I'm down to 7. It's hard. That hurts.
Okay. I'll take it. And Zadok Lance from Zelzareda.
That's to do it.
Well, I can't. I still have wounds by
on a 3. Yes.
On
and
a 4?
On a 4, rerolling 1s. CP.
Okay.
No!
Good talk.
No, Dark Lance. You already had 1 Dark Lance that went through. You were greedy there.
I know. I was greedy. Well,
nobody ever gets 2 Dark Lances in 1 turn.
I just wanted you to not be able to heal back
up
top
to 10.
profile.
Yeah.
Which you can.
No, I'm top profile right
No, and you have to be at 9 to be top profile.
No, I count as 14.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'm Iron Hands.
That's good. I'm like, you were wrong about the other thing.
Thinking you could bracket an Iron Hands vehicle.
I know.
Well, we managed to bracket the other one.
Traditionally,
yeah.
But then you just healed it back up.
Charges?
Okay. Charges?
I don't think you have any.
I don't have any.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you manage to get the engage on fronts? Doesn't look like it.
No, just the 3 for this turn.
All right, so that'll
just
put you
the 3/4?
Yeah.
Are you in 3/4?
1, 2, 3.
Who's in this quarter?
You're right. I'm like on default.
Deducting
now.
those points.
That's my bad. So no engage.
All right.
Yeah, not great.
So I'm on two objectives.
I'm on 2.
Let's do it.
This is when you start carrying. What's the current score?
It is 49-41 to Brian.
Yeah.
And I think attrition this turn is going to be pretty big.
It might be okay. It's like possible.
Thank you, Norman. Love the channel. Best battle reports on YouTube. New to 9th. And nope, I read that. I keep doing that.
Rolling ones for a second.
Thank you, Cameron, Crusader Squad Titan. Please report to your High Marshal as to why our chapter, the Black Templar, are viewed as the weakest Space Marine chapter. With things like Devout Push and 5+++ litany and some great relics.
I'm healing.
So they are awesome. I just wish they were better.
Yeah.
And I think because they deserve better.
Like, think about the reroll charges, like compared to like Blood Angels that are just +1 charge, +1 attack.
Yeah.
It's like if you're trying to play combat oriented.
Yeah.
It's like okay.
And +1 to wound. Like
And
Blood Angels have 3 amazing chapter tactics.
And they have they have even more and better delivery mechanisms.
And like the 5++++, Iron Hands can get that again very, very easily.
Yeah.
White Scars get the full reroll to wound litany. It's just, again, they're still Space Marines, so they're still interesting. They can
we didn't do this fight.
Oh my goodness!
So you get so it's my turn.
Adrian's turn, so you fight first.
I fight first.
So I actually just want to walk away.
Oh, okay.
I just want to get engaged.
Cool.
Oh,
so he does get engaged.
I will give you those points.
Yeah.
Put yourself where you want to go, and then I'll take it.
I mean, yeah. The smart thing would be to do this and then charge 1, but I totally spaced. So I'll just take the.
You want to charge my one boy?
Yeah,
charge my one boy. Wait, you could fall back and charge. You're gonna spend the CP?
No, it's turn. I get power from pain.
It's turn 4.
Oh, and you get that. Okay.
Yeah. Because attrition
so
does matter. Is that okay with you? I totally spaced.
Totally fine with me, man.
Yep, let's do it. All right, so on 2s. Ah, curse you. And then on 4s.
1 wound.
You only have 1 wound?
That's the front guy, yeah.
You have a 6-up and then a 6-up?
Mm-hmm.
CP.
Wow.
Okay.
2 wounds, 6s. 6s.
You could still do it.
Yeah, he dies.
All right, I'll take it. Cool. Perfect. So that'll be at least 1 more kill, and I will get engage.
That was a big commitment, Adrian.
Well, now he has to kill 3 things to get his attrition, which is very possible, but he's running out of big guns.
I feel you.
Yep.
Did we fully cover Black Templars? Are we good on?
Oh right. Yeah, no, it's because we really like Dark Templars. They're super, super cool, and I just think that they deserve
like
Dark
better.
Templars. I love it.
God, every
I
single
love
time.
that he does it every time.
It's so weird. Black Templars, like they used to have their own codex, and it always sucks when someone gets relegated to not having a full book. So that's my thoughts.
I love it.
Thank you, Devin. Hey guys, I am playing Catachan Jungle Fighters. What do you guys recommend for a good list? Love your games. Keep it up. That's a big ask. A whole list.
Catachans are great.
Hellhounds. Because they're good with the trait and they're fluffy.
Yeah,
right?
but also just standard Catachan Space Marines.
Yes.
Space Marines.
Not Space. They're strength 4.
Dark Templars.
They're strength 4 with a bunch of attacks.
Yeah,
exactly.
So
on
they actually outfight Space Marines.
Yeah.
That's why I call them that. I totally spaced, but they actually kill them.
A lot of guardsmen are actually really great with that.
Yeah, and then you could give them the priests and Stracans and things like that to give them the extra attacks and the basically better combat.
Bulgrin.
Bulgrin are totally great, of course, and they go well with the theme.
Yeah. And trait-wise, I mean, it depends. Again, there's the trait and then there's the narrative. Because tank commanders
tank commanders are good. You can put the flamers in your squads, all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah. So that would be kind of the core of it, honestly.
Yeah.
I would do again. Last time we talked about a basilisk that's like covered in like a ghillie suit sort of thing. I want to see it.
Which one's the raider? Which one's the ravagers?
So the ravagers have the side sponsons. Ravagers, raider.
The raider is the one at the far back.
You got it.
Okay. I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me how many attacks the homunculus has.
Oh, the homunculus?
Not the homunculus. The Talos.
Okay, so I have 2 profiles. I can do my flails or not my flails.
The better attacks against me. Tell me which one you would use against me.
That's a great question. I can do 10 attacks.
With 1 dude? Okay, cool.
Hitting on 3s.
Tiny little chain whip things.
Rerolling to wound, but no AP 1 damage.
Okay.
Or I can do the macro scalpel, which is 5 attacks.
That's still good.
Strength 7 -2 too. So I would do that one.
Whoa.
So yeah, they can.
It's money. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bolter him. The one last guy from the one guy who watched.
Fast.
So this isn't the one.
Just kidding.
Okay. So here we are. 2 hits.
Oh, dang. No wounds.
1 wins.
Oh! -1 now.
-1 because I'm forced to be in the assault doctrine now, aren't I? Right?
It is, yes.
Made it.
Fine.
You're gonna have to shoot me with something else.
I'll shoot you with my captain.
No!
2 shots, you stood still.
You coward. You should charge me with your intercessor.
No!
And these are -1
-1 as well.
-1, so
And
failed
2
1.
damage.
Double 6s.
Ooh. Okay, so he goes down.
No. Hey, he did his work. I'm so happy about him.
So I'm going to shoot the back Ravager with my tank.
And the Ravager.
Ravager, not the Raider.
Okay.
The Ravager's more valuable.
Yep.
I'm giving the Signum here.
Yep.
And I'm giving my target protocols. And I'm giving Mercy's weakness.
Which is which one?
6s are double.
6s are, oh, that's right. Okay, CP check.
Adrian, you have 1.
No! Okay, so I have nothing to say to that.
Oh, okay. Great.
I somehow burned through all of them.
It happened.
I was like, I don't need strats. I'm just going to Vect like 3 times.
So I'm just going to do my big shots and we'll see if that gets it over with.
Yep.
And then we'll take it from there.
Sounds good.
So 4 shots on 2s. Rerolling my 1s. Oh, I rolled a 1 into 1.
Whoa.
And then 3s.
Sure.
And I get to reroll 1 of these. So there's 3, no doubles.
Okay. Night shield. Nice shield.
Night shield. Nice. So takes solid 5.
Gotta give me some more dice, son. Yeah, 6s. Come on. Made 1. So it takes 4.
2.
Down
3,
to
4,
6.
5, 6. So let me D3 shots. 3 shots. Okay, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling my 1s. So this is at -1 for 2 damage.
All right. Shield. Yeah.
Geez, stop it. So 2 damage.
And 6s. Okay.
Okay.
Down to 4.
4. Okay. 1,
Got
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Heavy bolters. I'll hit.
That's great.
1s. So 2 wounds.
Okay.
-1.
5 ups. Yeah. I knew they weren't Night Shield saves, so I didn't say it. Oh, shoot. Down to 2.
So the Gatling. Oh, I haven't been doing my 6s. That's what I get for not paying attention.
And now you're not going to roll any.
So
the 6 goes back in.
Oh, and it's not. Hold on. These are only on 5s. So you're about to pick all these up. Which one?
I was.
Okay.
But you added 1 for the 6, yeah?
I did, yeah.
Okay, cool. These are -1.
-1. Yeah, -1. Ooh.
Oh. 1 damage. Takes it. Down to 1.
Okay. So this is, you're getting close now. I only have like 3 guns left.
So which one is this?
This is the Stormbolter.
Sounds good. And it's in 24?
Ooh, good point.
Getting down to those little bitty guns. Aha!
Ooh, okay, so that one's out.
And so is the Frag Storm then.
The Frag Storm's definitely out. Yep. But I still have the Twin Icarus and the Iron Hail.
You have like 2 real guns for it.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is hitting on 1s, this weapon.
Oh, dang. Oh, dang.
So this is 4 wounds. I reroll the 1s first. Okay, so there.
Cool.
-1. I'm glad I didn't split fire.
Are these multi?
No.
Right.
No.
Cool.
Okay. Does it pop? Oh.
It's
too scary. All right.
Cool deal.
I got one.
You got him.
I got my bolters right in front. I guess I'll try to pop some shots at the Talos. How many boys are right there? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to do 1 crack. Here's the crack. Hits.
Yep. 1 to 4.
Fails. And then 2, 4, 6 shots with the bolters. 1 wound.
Nice.
-1.
Hup. Takes it.
Okay. And 6 up, feel no pain? Or 5 up, feel no pain? Sorry.
5 up. No, they are 5 up.
5 up, yep.
Yeah. He's
okay,
good.
He's good. So next I have Iron Father Pharaohs. He'll go into the homunculus as well. So rerolling 1 from the captain. Okay. And strength 5, so 2.
Sounds good.
These are at -1 or 2.
Okay.
I don't know.
No worries.
What's the gun?
Iron Father Pharaohs is Gorgon's Wrath. It's -2.
Yeah.
-2? Okay, so he actually does have a 3 up, so still goes to 5 up.
Okay, 2 damage.
2 damage, and then 5s.
Okay,
Right,
1 wound. Okay, so I have the Redemptor here, and one of these is the back one is wounded, and it has what, 6 wounds left?
It's the front one.
Oh, it is the front one.
Yeah. He was the one that was here. This is the Ravager.
Okay.
Charges.
Well, then I'll shoot cross at the one I've been trying to hit down there.
Okay.
With everything that has range, and
good.
the frag storm I guess has to go at this guy here.
Okay.
So the frag storm, 9 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Sounds good. -1.
At this?
Yeah, because I'm in the train.
Oh, they are? This one's in?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Can you examine it with the top down? Yes, it is in.
Yeah. Remember, so when I was shooting your repulsor, I said they're both in. That's why they're on minuses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're towing in, but they're in.
Got it. Understood. 1 wound?
-1? No.
No,
nothing.
minus nothing.
So 3. That's good.
Okay. And then the Gatling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right.
Sounds good. So straight
We are
across.
on 4s.
You got it.
Because of the train.
Mm-hmm.
And then on 5s. Just trying to plink a few wounds here, because that guy is actually kind of the most powerful thing over there.
Yeah, for sure. Hey.
1, 2, 3, 4, -1.
All right, so this is 4 ups. Well, let's see it.
As long as I pop one more wound. Come on.
Haha, and then 5 up.
Okay, one more wound is fine.
There you go.
That's all my shots. It was a fair number.
Yeah.
And it's where I wish I had a shoot twice strat. So what we're going to do is we're going to charge these guys here.
Okay, sounds good.
So we're going with my Ironclad, who's finally going to get to fight. In all my games, he hasn't got to fight yet.
Oh, dang.
So he is just at 4.
Yeah.
It's a 4-inch.
Let's see it. Nice.
Okay, there's a 9.
Mmm.
And then
Getting down to the wire here, huh?
the Redemptor,
It is.
he's standing right there. He just can't go.
No worries.
And the Redemptor has a 6-inch charge, because
Cool.
it's just outside of 6.
Yep. Nice.
Ooh.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. So I'll just put him over there.
Mm-hmm.
That's big.
And you have no you have 1 CP, so you can't interrupt?
Correct.
That's good. So over there, I'm going to charge the. I think the Talos, as you pointed out, is too good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 4-inch to your prow.
Sounds good.
Here.
My what?
Prow.
Let's talk more about
Oh, 1
Adrian's
CP
prow.
Oh.
Okay, 7. So I'm taking my 7.
Sounds good.
Brian, you have like 1 million command points, by the way.
Who?
You have 8.
Oh, and I'm going to use them. Don't worry.
So he just burned one, yeah?
Yeah.
You got that? Cool.
Oh, let me roll a 5 up to get it back.
He's so mean.
No.
The rich
Yeah,
get richer.
Okay, so it's time to fight.
Yes, it is.
We're going to fight with my Ironclad.
Oh, dang.
And we're going to spend 1 CP on Wisdom of the Ancients.
Oh.
So they're both going to reroll ones from each other.
Solid.
But the character one's going to be the Ancient giving the Wisdom. Just so, in case you wanted to know.
That's good. I appreciate that.
I'm glad. I know you wanted to know. So here we are. They're T6 now.
They are.
So my strength 13 actually mattered.
No.
So I love this. The funny thing is he auto rerolls ones to hit, so actually I don't need to spend the CP until I get to the next guy.
Well,
so
but I already spent
that's
it.
fine. I'll roll to see if I get it back. I do. So now you have to refund it anyways.
Snip, snap, Brian.
Snap.
Okay.
Every time.
So 7 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Cool deal.
Okay. Can I roll my assault launchers for you first? So I do D3 mortal wounds to you.
Oh.
Just 1.
Oof. 5.
Okay.
Dang it.
Brian, remembered assault launchers.
Well, yeah. Like.
So I hit on 3s.
Cool. Rerolling ones.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether I want to give myself +1 to hit. How many CP do I have?
7.
8 now.
Oh,
It's
right,
a
'cause
regen
you got that.
one.
I'll spend 1 more.
Oh, geez,
Gorgon's
Brian.
Wrath. Hitting on 2s. Good.
Oh, good thing, too.
Rerolling
Wow.
So it gave me 2 extra hits, which
That was
actually
so
is
worth
kind
it.
of big.
Yeah.
So wounding on 2s.
All right.
Okay.
So what's the
So
damage on this?
-4.
Yep.
4 damage.
So 5 ups.
Okay.
My friend.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. And then 5. So it takes 3.
Wow.
Down 2.
You're an animal.
Get dunked on, Brian.
He dunked. That was like, I got pushed out of the dunk. That was vicious. Okay, fine. Redemptor, let's redeem it.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks from the Redemptor.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s.
Sounds good.
Everyone's rolling 2s today. So 2s to wound.
Mm-hmm.
I'll man point.
Okay. 5s.
You're an animal. Okay. So just give me all of them.
So wait.
First guy.
What? Yeah. There you go.
2 damage.
Okay. 5 ups. Come on.
Is this 1 unit?
Dang it. Yes, it is.
Okay. And can he explode or no?
Yes. On a 6, they deal 1.
Okay. And then D6 on your next boy. Big 5. So that's value. I got real value on that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Okay.
What are you thinking about?
I did all my saves and everything, right? I did that right? Sounds good. Cool. So it takes 3.
Okay.
Down to the 4.
Okay.
Blip, blip, blip.
That was like 2 dreadnoughts, like squeezing a balloon between them.
That's exactly right. So they're right there. Do you want to pile in anywhere in particular?
So yeah, this is really tough. You want to just move the pipe?
Yeah, that works for me.
Yeah. Pipe moved.
Oh my gosh.
Always there.
Jeez Louise.
We're good.
All right, you got some slaps over there.
I have a few slaps.
Get slapping, son.
I don't know if you can bring it back, Adrian.
Really? No. I think I'm going to make it very close.
The secondaries are just brutal.
Wait, why? I've engaged every turn.
But
no, not last turn.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did because the guy was alive.
Yeah,
it's not engaged. It's bring it down.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. On the boat.
He's only up by 8 points, Bridger.
Yeah, it's definitely not the end of the world.
That's a lot of points.
Like he's definitely in the lead. I'm not gonna say he's not.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness.
2 wins.
All right, sounds good. All right.
4 ups.
All right.
6 ups.
Oh yeah. So down to 8 on that boy.
Yeah.
Cool deal. He's gonna do his shock prow next. Hup. 3s.
Give me that prow.
So yeah, 3s, and then 4s.
It's not 3s. You're only strength 4.
Strength 6.
Yeah.
You're right.
Get out of here. -1.
-1.
Okay.
Jeez.
Good talk.
Over here.
So you can fight me now with your scalpel.
Scalpel.
His macro scalpels.
There's no invulns anywhere.
Any, meeny, miny, mo. No.
Okay, it doesn't matter in this fight, but for future reference.
Yeah. Who you got, son?
And then Philippines, is it any different?
Or
just with all the defensive abilities?
Just 6s on both.
That's the same for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Redemptor has more wounds.
And T8 versus and T7.
That's
right?
correct.
Which is
the same.
I am strength 7, so it actually doesn't matter.
does matter. Okay.
So because of that, I'm gonna go
The Redemptor. Yeah.
How many CP do I have?
You have 6. Too many.
1 for which weapon profile are you using?
The correct one. So you'd reduce it down to 1.
So I'll reduce damage by 1.
Sounds good. All right, hitting on 2s from power from pain. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then winning on 4s. Nice.
Minus?
2.
5 ups.
1 damage each.
6 ups. Okay, so I take 2.
Well.
So the Redemptor is down to 11.
Cool. Sounds good. That's that.
Do it for the turn, right?
Sounds good.
Brian, did you get attrition?
So did I get attrition? Was this 1 unit or separate models?
This is 1 unit.
So have I killed I killed that 1 boy and then the next boat?
Yep.
So I would need to kill 1 more thing to get attrition?
Correct.
So I'll fight twice.
Okay.
And you can do that with anything in Space Marines, yeah?
Yeah,
Correct.
of course. It's kind of
quite good.
1,
1, 2.
You know what drives me
4,
crazy
5,
is the Orc one
6, 7?
does not even include bikers. So the bike boss could never double fight.
So I'm doing it with the
It's
character
so
Dreadnought.
Yep. Can he do
7
it?
attacks on 2s?
He couldn't do it before.
He couldn't. He rolls 1s. Okay, get out of here. Wounds on 2s.
2s. Not re-rolling though. Ah! All right.
Can you do it again is the question. If you can do it twice, then there's some dark voodoo here. There's definitely something dark at work.
Spider snake eyes. Oh!
It was really good.
That was really good.
So 8 damage, and you have what? 4 wounds left? So listen, you could do it.
I could do it. I could re-roll 1.
Oh, his last reroll. I like it.
So give me 1 second. 1 second. The only reason, there's multiple reasons not to do this, but this is turn 4. We're gonna go into turn 5.
Yep.
If I have 2 CP, the Ravager falls back.
Can fall back and shoot. Yep.
Ooh, tough decisions.
That is actually
because it's his last Ravager.
But it's also attrition, which is 4 points. So that's much more important.
So you're gonna re-roll it. I love it.
Here we go.
5 up.
So he needs 5 up because they have what, 5 up involves?
Yep.
All right. Yes.
Oh,
but hold on, he still has another chance.
I still have a.
I need to make
5
5 ups, which is, by the way, what you've been doing.
Come on, nice shield. No.
No.
Shoot.
And he could pop.
I have no regrets. No.
It was a very interesting potential.
Well, again, I am down, right? I'm not going to say Bridger is completely wrong about me being down, so I need to make those plays.
Okay, so that gives Brian...
So now he has attrition.
Let me spend your 3, so you're down to 2, because you double fought.
I did. Such a good strat.
All right, looking at the scoreboard, attrition up to 12. That's another bring it down up to 14. And how many fronts do you engage on, Brian?
I don't know. Is he outside of the... Yeah, the center's here.
Well, these are the only potential. Oh, maybe.
So 6. So this guy's in this quarter.
Yeah.
That guy, I'll have to measure if he's in that quarter.
I think he might be, actually.
He might be. It's hard to say.
Like
what, 30 inches?
Yep.
So there's a... Oh, there's the 30 right there.
Looks like
That's
you're good.
Looks good.
Yeah, it's good.
So
I got
all
the fronts.
Nice. Sounds good.
Okay, so that puts it 60 to 43 at the end of turn 4.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Go on turn 5.
He's still on 2 points.
You got it. 2 more banners. All right.
Banner's actually been working out.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because you made it so that I couldn't really get out here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right.
Okay. So the start of your turn is 55-60.
Nice. Look at me Bridger faces.
I'm not giving you any faces.
You're giving me
I'm
such
just,
Bridger faces.
You know, just seeing what you're going to do for your turn.
He's got plenty of moves.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you, Devin. Hey, guys. No, I just read... I'm getting really bad at this. I feel like I'm 80. Thank you, Jarrett. Why does everyone hate Tau? I'm new to 40K, and I'm working on my first set of breachers from the Start Collecting box. Don't hate me.
They hate Tau for 2 reasons. Overwatch and drones. The reason is that if you play a melee army traditionally, like you were like Space Wolves or Blood Angels or something like that, you had no choice but to charge in order to play the game, especially in previous editions where killing was the primary way to score. And so what would happen was it'd be like, okay, great, I'm against Tau. There's nothing I can do. All the Tau has to do is stand in a blob on an objective, and then as soon as I charge, I just lose. And if I don't charge, he shoots me and I lose. And since a third of the game or half of the game was combat armies, they were really upset. The other third or half of the game were shooting armies. And they'd be like, cool, I brought a bunch of big guns, like melted guns, las cannons, or whatever. And, oh, he has 40 drones. And so my las cannons, turn after turn after turn, don't even kill one drone. It's like it hits the drone lives. Or I have a volcano cannon that does like 2d6 damage, and it fails to kill a single shield drone. This is deeply frustrating. I'm not going to say that it's unbalanced. The Tau army has actually been generally underperforming, but it's just frustrating. Like, it's not a fun way to play. And so for your opponent, it's just everything about the army is frustrating. Even if they win, they're just frustrated at the way the game feels. So the mechanics are just feel bad mechanics, even if they are balanced.
They're non-interactive mechanics. They're mechanics that say, we're going to interact less to bring you down to my level, and we're going to play an even game on this lower level where less happens.
Sure, potentially.
And people find that uninteresting.
Yeah, people just find it frustrating, and it's certainly not that the army's overpowered. It has traditionally been under the line, like it's performed below average almost all of 8th edition, and certainly now in 9th edition is well below average. So it is a weak army on the power curve. It's just an annoying one for people. That's why.
There you have it. Thank you, Alt. Don't squat Custodes. They're the biggest and best boys. They are my big gold ogre boys.
That's about right.
Agreed.
Yes.
I really want to get, there's like a GoFundMe for, it's not a Go, I can never remember what this is called. There's like a project for the like naked dancing Custode models.
Oh, yeah.
That's so gross.
And they're like $20 a model, but actual Custodies are also $20 a model.
So it's fair.
So I think it's worth it.
You just got to oil them up. You got to put gloss on them.
Of course.
So they're definitely oiled up.
Of course.
A lot of null oil.
Yeah.
On there.
I'm saying you put gloss coat on top after, no matter what you do.
And then another coat of null oil.
What? Don't null oil. It's skin. You don't put null oil on skin.
Is it skin though, Brian?
No. Maybe glossy null oil.
Yeah.
The one time you actually want it. Do both.
Thank you, Brian. Brian says, Bree, A-Dog, Bihan, playing 9th Ed. I found first player having say on last round primary, but second can do fat dingus to affect it is frustrating.
Yeah, I think they haven't nailed the first turn, second turn feeling. You know, one of the things in the last edition was last turn had some distinct advantages for the way scoring worked, and that was interesting. Now it doesn't work quite as much, especially because you can max out on primary, and so that's really rough. They need to pick more secondaries that score at the end of game. There's right now only like a quarter of secondaries, maybe even less, score at the end of game. Most of them score at the like start of turn. Some of them say start of turn and end of game. I think that kind of thing starts to make going second way more interesting because your opponent can't do anything to stop you getting those. A lot of times, if you can just keep units hidden and go for it, they need to reduce the lethality of turn 1. Obscuring terrain helps, but in general, I don't know. Like they got rid of the 2 CP stratagem for cover, right? Which used to be something. It wasn't usually good.
It wasn't used much.
It wasn't, but like it was an attempt to acknowledge that first turn is lethal. The units in the game are just very lethal. They all have good ballistic skill, tons of shots, reroll everything, super high AP, super high damage. It's like every army has that now, and it's just everything's too deadly.
So Brian's idea was second turn player, player who goes second can score primaries turn 1. What do you think about that?
It's cool.
Because you still cap at 45. It's not like you're going to score more points. It's just you have more opportunities to score those points. I think it helps.
I think it's cool.
I like it.
Neat. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, cool idea.
I'm going to squeeze one more in.
Yeah, we should pass that along.
Yeah, no worries.
I think it's a good idea.
Benjamin says, please buy casino dice and end the swings. Never.
Casino dice won't prevent swings.
The swings make the show.
Yeah, swings are important.
Swings happen at casinos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is yeah. All right, shall we?
We shall.
So real quick, I basically got everyone out, advanced them all over here because this point means nothing to me as long as I hold it at the start of your game, at the start of your turn.
Is this your last turn?
Yeah.
Yes,
this is my last turn. But attrition does matter, so I advance them as far as they could be behind the obscuring terrain, just trying to hide. I'm going to keep them on here, and I'm going to try to shoot the both dark lances into here.
Good luck.
I've kept these boys here, right?
You stayed in combat with me? Because you're going to shoot me.
I'm staying in combat to try to shoot them.
I love
it. This is largely for the purposes of attrition as well.
Yeah, getting kills, right?
Getting kills.
And hey, they're my engage on all fronts also.
Yeah,
they're one point of engage on all fronts.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
I like it. And you could potentially take me off this back objective over here.
Yes, and this is
you need a bit of a, what's your charge to get
No, it's just a 6. I need to go 4 to clear this, and then just 2 here. And it's rerollable, so that's great. Okay, let's go ahead.
You're in a good spot.
Yeah, I think we're doing things. So let's start with the Ravager up here into the Intercessors in close combat.
Okay.
On 4s. No rerolls, because I did move the Archon away.
And how many CP do I have?
You have 2.
So I want to spend 2 this turn, so I'll spend 1 on the improved Feel No Pain.
Sounds good.
I think keeping him alive is far more interesting, but you have a ton of attacks.
If I make it, he's pretty dead.
You're spending it?
I'll spend to keep this unit alive. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 4s. No.
Okay. 1 hit.
I spent 2 hits.
Oh, 2 hits.
Spent your CP though. 3s. No, they're so used to the writ.
6s. 5s. Yeah, it didn't even matter. So 1 guy does die.
Intercessors. All right, cool. Dark Lancerino into the character.
So -1 damage here. Oh, and by the way, these are 2 CP that I spent.
Sounds good.
I get neither of them back. So CP game is over.
You spent 2? I thought you spent 1.
No, I spent 1 there. Now 1 over here for -1 damage.
Actually, we're gonna go on Redemptor. That's just makes more sense.
Does it? Okay.
Because they're strength 8, so it doesn't matter.
I understand.
But
so -1 damage there. You got me.
All right. So here's Dark Lance on a 3, rerolling 1s. Good.
Oh, you might Dark Lance me.
On a 3, rerolling 1s.
Oh, rerolling 1s.
Rid of the Living Muse.
Yes.
No.
You need to get a better
muse.
muse.
Oh, why? All right,
better
this guy,
muse.
I'm going to overcharge into here. It is
dead
-1.
muse now.
Number of shots.
You're going to kill yourself. You're going to do like 5 mortal wounds to yourself?
Well, it's limited to 1, but yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is on 5s.
Oh.
I take a mortal wound.
No, it's on the wound. You take a mortal wound, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I always get that.
Yeah.
So let's do that again.
Yeah.
But not the 1.
Okay. Listen, this is good. I'm impressed. So you do take 1 mortal wound, and you do 1 mortal wound to me. So
and
I have a 6-up Feel No Pain,
and
I make it.
And then 1 save, too.
No, the 4 doesn't wound, does
I'm
it?
wounding on 5s, +1 to wound.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So it's -1, so I save, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Wow. That was a big bad nothing.
So bad. So bad.
You have 1 Dark Lance left, and I have 11 wounds.
Yeah. Gotta shoot
it. Shoot it
himself.
anyways. Yeah.
All right. He hits?
He hits. He doesn't wound, of course. Dark Lances.
God.
Dark Lances suck.
All right, charge here.
6-inch charge. Is that what you're saying? 6-inch?
And then power from pain reroll. Cool.
You made it.
Good enough.
All right. So if he kills me, which he should,
yes.
Then I'm off the point, and it actually really hurts.
Yeah, it's nice. So 5 attacks.
Hitting on
3s, because 2s, because it's +1 power from pain. And
I like it.
I have 1 CP to reroll.
You do.
Ooh. There's literally nothing else you're going to do except re-rolling wound.
It's just the wound. Yeah.
So you might as well take a hit. Okay.
3s. All right, so 4 minus 2s.
So I just need 5 ups.
Oh.
Telling me. So no. So
4
6
6s.
damage.
4 6s.
I just need 4 6s. No, actually.
5 6s.
I need 5 6s.
What?
I need
'Cause he
5.
takes 6 damage.
Oh yeah.
So he dies.
I was like, wait. Oh boy. Right. We took the objective. Oh, over here. First non-charger. You want to slap me?
No. I'll forego it.
I'm gonna slap you. Watch this. Ooh,
One hit. No, it's okay.
All right. So I engaged.
Okay.
On 3 fronts.
That's it.
That is
2 points.
So 2 points.
2 points to Adrian.
Yep.
Which, all right, let's go into Brian's turn 5.
So I got
Gains
5
a claim
points.
point. You
Yep.
get your 5 points. Excellent.
And does that put me in the lead?
Oh yeah, by a lot.
Okay.
Good game.
Good game. The end of the game here, like I would just try to, like, you killed one thing, right?
Yep.
And I would just try to pop your tank and then fight your tank, I guess.
Yeah.
The Dreadnought was really cool.
He's really cool.
It took him two turns to get it.
He shouldn't have. Yeah, that was your fault though, not his. So.
That was your fault. You know
oh, that's right. That's right.
You rolled the 5s.
But he is super cool.
He's super cool.
Yeah.
He was like, I was gonna bring him out early, but I thought, I'd rather him be a late game bully, and rather than die to a bunch of haywire.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I should have bullied earlier with him. I'm not sure.
Right.
So do you have an MVP for the game? You give me an MVP? What do you think?
Well.
I know what I think was the best thing.
Like actually the best thing?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably the Ravagers.
The Ravagers, for sure.
Yeah. With the Dissies. I was having a hard time because I really want to say, of course, Dreadhawk, Master Blade.
But he did not. He didn't.
No, that again was not his fault. That was your fault.
He didn't kill a whole squad, and then he just died.
He did kind of whiff though.
He killed 4 dudes and then died, which is not what you want.
Well, I knew he was going to die, but if I could clear the troops off the objective for that turn,
It would have helped.
totally
right?
worth it.
Yeah.
It also didn't help that, compounded with losing the Raider, which, again, wasn't like super unlikely, but
Yeah.
it could go either way. So I had 2 things that went just a little south.
Yeah.
That compounds.
Yeah.
MVP for you?
MVP for me, Iron Father. He was great. He did that pylon and kill. He kept all those boys alive. He upped the 1 tank to 4, which made you had to put more shots into it.
Yep.
He also brought this
hit
tank
on 2s.
back up
Hitting
to
on
10.
2s.
He got them hitting on 2s, which was when they were in combat. Like, I only just made that sometimes. He was brilliant. He was
So
great.
good.
But the most exciting unit is the Ironclad. The Ironclad is like a reason to play. Like, it's so fun.
He's so Iron Hands.
It's so Iron Hands, and it's actually really good.
It is.
7 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s if you want. Oh, he rerolls 1s, and wounding a lot of things on 2s, 4 damage. It's like
4 damage is
you'll
nuts.
crush.
Oh my gosh.
And in the Assault Doctrine, I was -5 AP.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I mean, you're wounding my monsters on 2s,
Yeah.
right? Like, I'm luckily I had some defense, which was like,
Yeah.
can I roll invulns? But most things, like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
And because he's a character, he actually gets safely up the board. He's great.
Exactly, yeah. And every single hit that goes through hurts so bad, that 4 up, It's
I
like,
love it.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we knew Iron Hands going into this were at an advantage because they're Space Marines, and honestly, Space Marines are just a more efficient army in general. We knew your army absolutely had a chance. It had the tools, but you needed something to tip slightly in your favor, right?
Yep.
And it just didn't happen.
No.
But you played it really well, and you could see that reflected in the score. That you were still playing the mission.
Yeah.
But one of the things we both did early in this game was we decided we both had the firepower to crush each other, but we didn't.
Right.
Right.
That's right.
Because in trying to win the game, we would have given the opponent the win.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. You're just. Again, we had scenarios here for both of us where the dice did whiff, right?
Yeah.
In this case, they were relatively minor in the overall scheme of things. But when you make those big plays like that, that's just like opening yourself up to lose, not because you were bad or your opponent was better. It was just because you rolled badly, right? And you never want to be in that position.
Yeah, really interesting game.
That was
Super
great.
cool.
Yeah.
We've got another really cool game this Saturday. So 2 days from now,
That's right.
I am bringing the Salamanders, and I'm bringing the literal heat as well as the non-literal heat. This army is bringing some real pain. We're gonna put, I think we're gonna put either 6 or 9 Eradicators, which as Salamanders have immense punch.
It's disgusting.
Right? Like at the end of the day, it's 9 dudes and they can die, but when they get to fire at the right target, they're merciless.
Yeah, they're getting +1 to wound while you're in tactical. So the one in which you have the most turns.
Yeah.
Really nasty.
Very cool. I'm also bringing a really cool tech choice, which is a captain with a Thunderhammer on a bike, and you could do this cool thing where you make him pretty hard to wound. So most things wound him on 5s or 6s. You know, if you're up against another captain, you're wounding him on 4s. But it still makes him it makes him out-edge similar opponents, which I think is really cool. And I've done a cool conversion of him using a Primaris
He looks awesome, yeah.
Because he's chunky. So, and it really lives up. So that's exciting. What are we bringing against? What do we think can handle this heat?
I think we're thinking of taking Blood Angels.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. One, they actually do have the tools to do it.
They do.
2, we haven't really showed them. So we're going to be borrowing some of those models from a friend, getting some of Brian's new ones on the table. We shall see. I'm up for the challenge. It's definitely going to be...
Well, and the Blood Angels don't actually care about the melt all that much. It's like, okay, you killed like 4 Death Company or something.
Exactly.
It's not like you're popping their most valuable thing.
No.
So I think the Blood Angels not only have a chance, they're actually like a good counter for it in many ways.
Here's hoping, because this is like the Salamanders are kind of the boogeyman in the meta right now.
That's
A lot of people talked about what we took for the tournament, what we didn't take, things like that.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the scary factions right now.
Do you want to play it as a GT mission? I know you like the GT missions a little better.
I do. I like that. Yeah.
Okay. We'll play it as a GT mission. Both these armies will have quite a bit of teeth. They're not like fully optimized. This isn't like the net list Salamanders, but it's got some good stuff.
Pretty good, though.
It's got some good stuff. It's a list that no one should feel ashamed to take to a tournament.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
So we'll have to try to do the same with the Blood Angels as well, make them really have a chance against each other. Bridger, do you have a few questions you want to go through?
Oh, yes.
Let's do it.
Thank you, True Elite Geek. Shout out to everyone else doing super chats for all the questions I needed answered in order to get back into the game after not playing since 5th.
That's awesome.
Glad you're liking the questions. We have a lot of fun doing it. And honestly, we'd love to get your impression, even if you're watching this live or if you're watching it not live. Love to hear what you think about the Q&A in general. It's a unique thing we can do in live games.
Right.
And we really enjoy doing it. So we're glad you like it too.
Thank you, Angry Joe Show. Hey guys, great looking setup. What camera and gimbal are you using there for the close-up cam? So we use some Canon 80Ds.
No, for the gimbal.
Well, for our stationary cameras, we use Canon 80Ds.
Right.
Which
we wouldn't recommend.
Would not recommend?
We would not recommend them.
Not for streaming.
That's correct. They're not designed for streaming. We had to do some hacky stuff to make them stream.
And our handheld and slider cams are Sony 5000 series?
Alpha 6000 series.
6000. You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up going.
Yeah, we had to go with the 6. They have an overheating problem, so if you're in a hot spot, they can overheat. They're going to be fine from here on out until the winter, but in the summer, we actually had them overheat a couple times.
Well,
because it was legitimately warm in here.
The slider overheated once today.
Oh, that's weird.
And it's like 60 something.
Yeah.
So
that's not good.
But they are lighter weight and they're easier interface.
Yeah, and the gimbal we're using is an extremely high-end gimbal. I'm blanking out on its name though. Do you remember?
Is it right there?
Nope.
We'll get back to you. It's
well, I have his email.
As far as a small size gimbal, it's essentially the most sophisticated gimbal in the world at its size.
It's
an
really
extremely sophisticated gimbal. We just kind of went all out for fun.
But yeah, thank you. Thank you, Brent. Binging the TTT and loving it.
TTTT.
Well, this just has 3 T's. Sorry, Brent. They shorted us a T.
So we started it as the TTT, and then people started calling it the 4 T's, but you actually could call it that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
We should just keep adding T's.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure. I still like the crossover episode with Tabletop Tactics tournament. So it'd be like the TTTT, TTT, T.
Yeah.
Got to get that right, the number.
That's right.
I think I got it
right. Anyway, it's been mentioned before, but I'm eagerly anticipating a video covering your philosophy of terrain placement and battlefield design. Your tabletops are inspiring.
You know, we're excited to see Bridger's script for that.
Well, you know,
we assigned that to him 2 months ago.
That's right. And this is 2 super chats in this game alone asking for that.
But Brian makes all of our beautiful and inspiring tables, so I think he should...
I do make some of the terrain.
You can consult on him when you write the script. That's generally what writers do.
The thing is... I know how to make an aesthetic board that feels like it has a theme but also plays.
Yeah.
But Bridger and Adrian, everyone, we all know what makes good terrain.
Oh, totally.
Like what makes terrain for the game to work. Yeah. And that's really, I think, what's important to share here is how to use terrain to make the game function correctly. It's the icing on the cake to also make it kind of forge a cool narrative at the same time.
Exactly. And so yes, this is definitely coming in the Bridger future.
Yeah, we'll do it.
We'll get it to you.
Yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm not making eye contact with you.
Thank you, Thunder King. Good evening, Titans. What is a faction you love, lore or aesthetic, not necessarily competitive, but haven't started or don't plan on starting? Ooh.
Well, so we're running out on factions we haven't started yet.
I have an easy one. It's Thousand Suns.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
We both everyone loves Thousand Suns. They have so much personality.
Yeah.
Right?
So cool.
Their personality top to bottom, from the models, the rules,
Great
the
lore.
Everything's cool, and we do plan on having them.
We do.
And there's no faction we don't plan on having.
On not having.
Yeah, on not having. Yeah, sorry, that's what I'm saying. And
exactly.
The only thing that we might take a long, long time to get to is like every single chaos Legion.
Right.
We're going to get a couple new Chaos Legions here and there. Like the next one will be World Eaters from me. You have Black Legion already.
Yeah, and the Emperor's Children. Still.
And the Emperor's Children is coming, right? And so it'll probably take a while before we get all the Chaos Legions.
Yeah.
But I bet we'll get there.
We'll definitely get there.
Probably by the end of next year.
Those distinct sub-factions are.
Yeah.
But the Thousand Sons are the ones where we're both like, normally it's like, okay, like I'll collect this one, I'll collect this one. We're both like.
We both want to own it.
We might end up with 2 of those. So.
That's right.
Thank you, Jonathan. You've been thinking about Raven Guard, but I'm not sure about another Black Marine army. How about this? A crisp matte black. Cheers in Canadian.
Yes.
I think they probably would be matte. We wouldn't do too glossy.
I was gonna do them in like a very rich dark gray that actually could go to black in the shadows.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. I've seen people do some really cool stuff with Phobos, where it's this really, really dark gray, but it's it's not so dark that black isn't distinguishable. And I think that could be interesting.
I'll bring you, there's a Phobos one I'm doing for Shane's army, my friend. I'm painting his army. It's purple black, but then the Phobos it's the opposite. Okay. So that's how I do the black on it. It's all black. Then I do the gray airbrush and then wash it all in a blue.
Ooh,
so it's actually a very, very dark blue-gray.
Yeah, it could be cool. We'll figure out how to do it.
Now, hear me out here.
Oh, gosh.
What if?
Raptors?
Raptors.
I know. You know what? We almost got through an entire super chat about Raven Guard
without him saying Raptors, yeah.
Lies on, lives on forever.
Listen, Bridger, you paint up the Raptors, we'll play them.
Right. Well.
Maybe.
You're going to have like crayon painted.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Listen, if you manage to paint with crayon, I might show it.
That would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shut It Buster. You guys are my go-to content while painting after work. I just got a Storm Raven gunship. Any fun ways to make it work for Blood Angels?
Playing it really aggro with the Librarian Dreadnought inside is a lot of fun.
You almost always lose half your army in one turn, but when it works...
Yeah, it's awesome.
Because you can deep strike it now, it's actually interesting because it has real firepower.
Right.
And it can't drop people the turn it comes out.
Yeah.
You could hold it back with some things inside, drop it down when you really need it, and you can kind of wait, take out a few threats. The problem with the Blood Angels are, it's not like they're not from across the field going to shoot down enemy shooting stuff. So you need to be able to threaten their like tank killing stuff very quickly. And normally Blood Angels want to have like no tanks, so all your opponent's tank weapons are wasted. Sure. So the second you bring a like valuable tank, it's kind of like they have a juicy target when they didn't have it before. So it gives you a slight disadvantage.
But you could also then say, okay, I am taking vehicles, right? So you can pair that with some Invictors, which are great with Blood Angels. Nice. So then you're saying, cool, not everything's going to go into that and stuff like that. So.
You can put Terminators in them too, right?
That's generally what I would do.
I would say Terminators are the way to go.
The Dreadnought's like a cool thing, but also the Terminators.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, he's in chat, and that's what he said he wants to do.
Oh,
go
perfect.
Dreadnought and Terminators.
That's, get those Forge World Terminators with those like teardrop shields.
So cool.
Oh my god, so good. But you'd have to change it. What do they get? Those like glaives, right?
Yeah, they get a weird weapon.
Ah, it's so cool though. Do it.
Thank you, Malky. Does TTT have a mascot? Might I suggest a squeaky curd costume for Bridger?
For Bridger to wear. It's so good. So it's Bridger in a squeaky turd costume. As
not turd. Curd.
Yes,
listen, a curd painted brown would be pretty similar. So it's got to be a suit that when you walk, it like has shoes that squeak, so it actually squeaks when you walk.
I imagine it actually has like
I'm so into this.
really like big thighs, so it's actually the thighs that do the squeaking. Like, Bridget, you got some tender thighs over there.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean our main mascot is like the crown, it's the logo, so that's like the actual branding thing that we have. So.
But I'm into your idea better. You clearly nailed it.
We need some squeaky curds.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blue. Awesome stuff, as always, Titans. Really appreciate the content and explanations you provide. A couple basic army questions or opinions coming. Thank you.
Thanks in advance.
I like that Blue like spaces them out.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
Welcome back, and we appreciate the support.
And another one from Blue. Not trying to upset Brian, discussing another, quote, black painted Space Marine army. However, in 9th and in the lore, are Legion of the Damned relevant or playable? For building a company, what type of list would you recommend?
So lore-wise, the difficulty with Legion of the Damned is that they should not have any Primaris.
Yeah.
This is all before that. So I've seen some amazing Legion of the Damned that are done in Primaris, and like at the end of the day, like it looks so cool. So who cares?
It's just you call it true scale at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, in lore, that's one of the weird things. Gameplay-wise, you'd obviously have to find something that is like the equivalent.
Thankfully, the old Marines going to 2 wounds means that they actually kind of will feel beefy a little bit. I think that'll help them.
Yeah.
What legion or chapter would you use as them?
So there's 2 ways of doing it. One is you pick an actual chapter, or you play Thousand Suns, which are very much like fiery and brimstone kind of thing. No, it's a true thing. And in fact, at that point, you could truly do the true scale, and it wouldn't be confusing because there's not like Primaris, non-Primaris.
Yeah.
Legion-wise, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough decision. I've seen amazing conversions and work. It's like a hobby dream, but it's a lot of work.
I'd say probably Raven Guard because they kind of just like appear and manifest out of nowhere.
That was my pick too.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I agree with that.
I love the Legion of Dane armies that I've seen though. They're so cool.
Me too. They're so rare.
That should be one of our armies.
Oh, one day.
Thank you, Devin. Hey guys, I played Jungle Fighters.
Ooh,
Love to know any tips with them and must buys. Love your vids.
Yeah, so hopefully you saw the earlier comment because that was definitely a good start, right?
Yeah.
The Catechins, lots of bodies for the Strength 4.
Also the Obsec.
And lots of OBSEC, yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Like traditionally you wanted to play Catechins with lots of actual guardsmen.
Right.
That's a valid way to play because guardsmen are crazy fast. There's just a lot of wounds there. And they actually are reasonably scary when you get up close to them.
Yeah.
So I think that's still a valid way to go. You just have to decide what you want for your backfield punch, right? Because you can't be all Strength 4, no AP.
Correct.
You're going to have something that's going to pop Terminators, vehicles, elite things, etc. And the guard has endless choices there.
Right. And if you want to really take advantage of the Catechin trait, you have the rerolling, the extra. It's an extra dice or it's a reroll.
No, it's a reroll on any random shot.
Yeah, on the random shot. So looking at things that are random shot that you can then make more.
Yeah, and they have a flamer strat, which is good too.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. They do have an actual flamer strat.
Yeah, they do, which you can use on squads with flamers.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Hey guys, me again. Just wanted to share that my wife, who doesn't play at all, loves your camaraderie and running commentary, and loves having you guys on in the background. Keep being
that's
awesome.
Great. Amazing. That's actually rare high praise. We all play Warhammer. We're like, we'll watch Warhammer stuff, but if someone actually finds it entertaining that doesn't watch it, then that's really cool.
That's a pretty high bar because this game is incomprehensible if you don't know what's going on. It's all nonsense.
Definitely tell her thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dustin. Great game, guys. How do you feel about Reavers? Are they finally worth it now that they'll play the game well, or just spend the 5 points on suppressors?
They're not good.
They're still not worth it.
I used a Reaver helmet on my my Salamander bike captain for tomorrow.
There you go.
So listen, that's the first time a Reaver bit that I know of has made it to the channel. So that's the closest one has got to the table.
They still need something.
They need something.
They really do.
They need AP.
Well, aren't they -1?
No.
Nope.
They have no AP.
Nope.
The blades?
Nope.
Yeah. They're just extra attack.
Nope.
They're no AP. They need AP. Give them 1 AP, and then they go from terrible to bad. And then if you give them something else, like maybe even 1 more attack, they go to like, okay, good.
The one and let's be honest, the grenade. Give it a longer range.
Oh yeah.
Or give it this do like sisters do and give them a strat that says you can extend it for 1 CP right when you drop down. So you can be like, bam, flashbang.
They need to make the terror concept work better somehow.
Well, they should have flashbangs. I'm with Adrian on this.
They have
flashbangs, but they're not long enough to actually throw when you drop.
Like Tau can throw theirs 12 inches.
Yeah. And like, how is the Tau arm like checking
their flashbang?
Like, oh, we brought the Tau QB.
Yeah.
We totally got this. So unfortunately not. They
need to make the terror concept work. They need to find a way that like armies like Night Lords and these things, all the things that are trying to do the terror concept, they need to make it do something else.
Yeah. Which now that maybe now that attrition is a thing, there's more nuance in leadership, so there's more opportunities for them to do something
like
with that.
Like force the unit to take an attrition test on a 4-up or something.
Yeah.
Like that could be crazy.
Or like 1s, 2s, and 3s kill models.
No, that would still be bad because it still means they have to take an attrition test within 3 inches of you.
Or just force them to make an attrition test at all.
That's what I'm saying.
Right? Without failing, right?
Oh,
it's not just like your leadership -2. It's like, well, you can still roll a 1 or auto pass, right?
Exactly.
Just
or
attrition right away.
The fear makes them -1 to hit you, or like every unit within 3 inches is straight -1 to hit or something like that.
-1 attack?
Maybe.
Anything
that just makes an impact.
Yeah.
There you have it. Thank you, Eurus. Which Death Guard characters are a must in a list while not giving away Assassinate?
Assassinate's surprisingly hard to get against the Death Guard because all the little boys are really tough.
And you have Cloud of Flies.
Yeah.
Like when you really need to do it. I play our friend Nick, and he with his Raven Guard all the time. And the first time we played him with Death Guard, he's like, I'm gonna take Assassinate. I was like, cool.
Good for you.
Hiding, Cloud of Flies every single turn. He killed like no characters the whole game.
That's right.
Having said that,
the Biologist Putrefier is the #1 take. You just start with him on your list. Like if you got a list, just clean sheet of paper.
Yep.
You just go Biologist Putrefier, like 70-something points.
Right.
and then you can make the rest of your list.
And he also is extra difficult for Assassinate because he's not throwing himself out there, right? So if you're really worried about Assassinate, the only real liability is the Demon Prince because he's going to be
so
out there.
Tough.
He's either so tough, but then maybe you're not doing everything he wants to do. But if you're taking support characters like this, unless they truly have a bunch of snipers, they're never going to reach him because you're never going to give them to your opponent.
Yeah.
So that
I also like the Malignant Playcaster.
Yeah.
I like him better than the Plain Sorcerer.
I would even consider there's a relic for him that when he successfully casts, he can heal for D3.
That's cool.
And so you're going to perils. This is chaos, and so it makes sure that you can't just randomly lose a sorcerer to that.
Yeah. Other than that, all the other ones like the Noxious Blightbringer, the Plague Surgeon, they're like sometimes you take them.
Yeah.
The Tallyman is regularly good.
He's so great.
So I would consider the Tallyman, especially because the army is so combat centric these days. So he'd probably be my next pick.
Yeah.
And then the Biologus Putrefier, which is the Grenade Boy. He's really good as well if you're planning to use that trait.
He is the most prone to assassinate though, because he's getting up there.
And people know they have to kill him because he's going to win the game.
Do you mean Foul Blightspawn? Putrefier is the grenade guy. Foul Blightspawn's the flame guy.
I reversed them.
So the first one's Foul Blightspawn.
Sorry, I reversed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No worries. They're both important.
Excellent.
So take the flamer guy, most important, and then the grenade guy is important, but down the line.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you, Jesse. Or question for Adrian.
Hey, thanks.
Truck versus Chin Orc. And then there's a bunch of numbers.
People are loving the Chin Orc these days.
They're just saying all the stats of the Chin Orc.
It's so point efficient.
Yeah, so with the changes, the points make it interesting. And it can outflank natively, which is actually kind of cool.
It's kind of
and it's like a normal outflank. It's not like strategic reserves.
Yeah, and it has, fly is a thing.
Yeah, exactly. I think if you're looking at something that's going to be... I actually do like the Chin Orc, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
over the
nothing
truck.
wrong with it.
Yeah,
it's good. It is straight better.
I was trying to think of a world in which I would take
let's
a truck,
do the Bone Crusher instead.
Bone Crusher!
I'll see your Chin Orc and raise you Bone Crusher.
I am so on the Bone Crusher train. I've added another one to my list, and they are so
Two Bone Crushers.
Yeah, I have two now, and they both have custom jobs. So one has the Fortress, so it's extra tough. The other one is the custom job for the Rolla, so it's flat plus 6 attacks on the charge.
Oh!
So 12 attacks on the charge if it's unwounded.
That's so
12
good.
12 attacks, 2 damage, -3 or -2?
-2 for 2.
And hitting on 2s.
But if you're Death Skulls, you can soup it up to make it -3.
That's right.
Which you do against Marines.
Vicious.
And they're just really tough and really annoying, even for Marines to remove.
Thank you, Josh. If you could date any old Marine vehicle made human, who would it be and where would you take them? Well, we know my answer.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's Predator.
Oh, he does the Predator.
Okay. I was like in my mind.
Killshot, man.
When the Predator is not that would be a threesome.
A foursome, Brian. I'm still involved.
No, because they kill-shotted you.
If you could date any of them,
I feel. I really love the Space Wolf flyer, the Storm Wolf. The Storm Wolf it's like the one that nobody likes, but I see its beauty.
Adrian's gonna pick the Rhino because it's just simple and it does the job.
Rhino.
I will tell my wife you said that.
That is nothing about your wife.
She's on stream right now.
Don't put those words in my mouth.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. There's so many ways.
He would take the Xiphon Interceptor because it's just so fast.
But that's not like an old school classic one.
It's pretty old, but yeah, not that old.
I would maybe the old school
Mark III Rhino.
The Mark III.
With the little one.
The one that you literally the kit comes with multiple holes, and to build the basic Rhino you have to attach multiple together.
Yeah.
Because that's just
this
weird
the worst.
and fun.
Yeah. It's crazy. All right, we got it.
All right, now we're both in trouble, Bridger. So.
Excellent. Thank you, Scrub Daddy. Hello again. As a newer viewer, can you explain how the Crusade game will work, and what do I need to do to get a Black Templars game on here?
That is a great question. I think there's a lot of misconceptions about what Crusade actually is. The short version of which is it's a narrative campaign system where you play small scale
like 500
games.
points, 750, 1,000 maybe.
Exactly.
I wouldn't really go above 1,000.
No, it is not. It's not the small game that I've had so many people be like, oh, it's the small game. Like, no, it's much more in depth. If you really want to do role playing and tracking characters and things like that, it's great for that. So that's the basics. On the show, we're still in the process of working on that.
We'll probably do a series.
It'll be a series.
Games, maybe at the least 3 or 4, at the most maybe 6 or 7 or 8.
Yep.
Right? We'll pick 2 factions, carry them through. We'll keep track of units. Maybe the armies will start at 500 maybe-ish and go up a bit, but maybe not a ton. Right? Because they'll go up the way that you can requisition new troops, which you actually don't get that much.
No, it's not very much.
As you grow. And we're going to wait until the new supplement comes out.
So that was one of the things. Yeah, we're waiting on that because it's going to add so much more depth. Right now they're very generic and they're very imperial too, right? So it's gonna be that. It's gonna be tons of like fun graphics and things like that, tracking the story.
Yeah,
We'll
have
definitely
all
get
the named
input from you guys. Yeah.
You'll know what happened, like whether they got upgraded. And because we're using the actual supplement, we'll have more faction-specific like upgrades and cool things to do.
Exactly.
It's going to be really cool.
It's going to be awesome and kind of different from anything we've ever done.
Yeah,
so.
we're not sure when we're going to pull it off yet. We got to wait for the supplement to come out. We'll read it, put it together.
It's a timing thing.
It'll be
G-dubs.
good. And was there a second question there, or was that it?
What does this person need to do to get a Black Templars game?
We don't
on
own
the channel?
Black Templars, and
no, we don't.
So mail us a beautifully painted Black Templar army.
That's right.
Yeah, mail it. Let us keep it for 6 months.
We'll mail it right back.
We'll play it multiple times, and we'll mail it back to you.
Perfect. Thank you, Einar. How did Adrian fail a 10 model Harlequin troop when the data sheet says it can contain up to 7? Or how did you field? A 10 model Harlequin troop and the data sheet says it can contain up to 7.
Up to 7?
Is that true?
No, you can have 10.
7
no, you can have 10.
Right.
You can definitely have 10.
7 sounds wrong.
Can't you even have... I thought you could even have above 10, but I don't think
no, you can't go above 10.
Okay.
I'll check.
We can double check it.
Okay,
we'll get back to you
I
on
can check it while you pull it up.
Yeah, let's go to the next question.
But first, Variant Human.
Oh no!
Here's the real question of the night.
Oh yeah!
If you each had to go on a date with one unit specifically from this battle report, who would you choose and where would you take them?
Oh, that's so
Iron
easy for
Daddy.
me.
Iron Daddy.
Well, that says a lot about you, bro.
Pay for everything.
Man, he keep me safe from everyone else.
I mean, obviously, I would have to take Drazha, Master
Yeah,
Blades,
that's right.
because he's such a gentleman. He would take me to like Benihana's.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
He would,
I
like,
knew it would be a Benihana's.
The stuff himself.
I already knew it was Benihana's. You didn't even have to say.
Of course. And he got the double fights with that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
You took my answer, so now I have to go with the Leviathan Dreadnought.
There was no Leviathan Dreadnought.
The Ironclad.
Oh, the Ironclad. Yeah. And why is that?
Because he'll cradle me and keep me safe.
I like that. That's good. That was a good question, but easier than usual.
Yeah, it was far more obvious.
So here's the to answer the previous question. I definitely understand why you're saying what you're saying. So in the book it says they start with 5 and they can contain up to 7 additional. You can have up to 12. Yeah. So you probably just saw the 7, but that's just additional. I don't know why it's such a random number.
It's additional on top.
So you can have up to 12. Yeah.
I had seen 12-man squads. Yeah. Well, when you put -1 to hit on them and a 3-up invuln on the whole unit,
it's cool.
It's mean.
It's definitely worth considering now.
Yeah.
That's too many. 12.
No, it's really good.
In certain lists,
that's unfair.
Quite good.
When they're foot slogging, a 12-man unit is excellent because they become like this thing that you have to shoot at. But when you put the buffs, it just wastes your shooting. Yeah. So it's perfect.
But there's actually one reason why you would never do that in 9th edition.
Blast.
Yeah. So that's why 10 is
10 is better than 12.
10 is the actual max.
Because of Blast. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Big Bomba. For a fun list with 3 dreadnoughts, would you deep strike in for a fun list, what 3 dreadnoughts would you deep strike in for Deathwatch? Also debating on buying your Gargantuan Squiggoth just for the model.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Correct.
100%. Not even going to answer the first part.
Dreadnoughts, I think the Redemptors are the right go-to for me on them. Because they don't have the biggest Dreadnought selection, right? They can have Contemptors as well, I guess.
They can have Leviathans.
Oh,
which they can have Leviathans.
That's cool.
If you're going to play Leviathans, like that makes sure that they will hit their target and be like really nasty up the field.
You're right.
At that moment.
Take it back.
So,
but I wouldn't take 3. That's your whole army.
It's like a option. Yeah. It's a cool option.
So let's say one.
I do like the Redemptors.
2 Redemptors, one Leviathan.
Leviathan. There you go.
That's our 3.
Because I do like the fighting potential. I think that's something that's really important.
And the nice thing about deep striking these boys in is they have enough firepower that when they come down, even if they fail the charge, it doesn't matter. And when they get up in your face, they just have enough wounds that they're a real pain to remove in 1 turn.
Exactly.
But when they're foot slogging, they only move 8. Yeah. So they're really slow. So if you were like 1 here, 1 here, 1 Leviathan, you pounded them, took a chance on 3 9-inch charges, you'd make 1 or 2. They'd be in a really tough spot.
I think you would have been happy to deep strike them in this game.
Yeah. Oh, I would have. Yeah.
Thank you, Adam. Thanks for the great content. Starting 40K for the first time with salamanders. About to start painting my miniatures. Any suggestion on good painting resources for beginners or any advice?
Ooh.
YouTube's got a ton. And I don't have one particular channel to go to. You can just search the problem you're trying to solve.
Same, honestly.
There's a ton.
It sounds like a pitch, which it's not. But if you're working with brush, the GW things are actually really nice. Those the videos that they did, especially with Duncan, I've copied a lot of those, and it's amazing how it turns out very, very close to the actual thing, which you'd never think.
Yeah, so, I actually agree. If you're working with brush, with airbrush, you're gonna have to find particular.
Just everything. I just honestly, just YouTube around for that. But
Thank you, Chad. Just dropping in to keep up with the fashions. Happy tanking.
Thanks.
Thank you very
Glad
much.
I can bring a toque for you.
Thank you, Einar. Adrian, my apologies. I misread the datasheet. Must have been Zinch messing with my brain again.
Oh, no worries. It's
It'll
all
happen.
good. Yeah, that's why I wanted to double check.
That was a quick redaction.
Well,
Although,
now you can take 12, but
hey,
don't.
It's 2 super chats for us.
this was all like an hour ago.
No worries.
Thank you, Daniel. If Sam Jackson weren't starring in season 2 of The Dark Crystal, who would he play in the upcoming Tarantino 40K movie and why?
Oh my
Man, our questions are getting elaborate.
Sam Jackson in
Because we talked about Samuel L. Jackson mixed with Skeksis.
Yeah.
So hold on, is this a 40K movie? This
Yes,
40K, it's
a
not.
Tarantino 40K film. Whose feet show up in this film?
I would have him play like a badass Imperial Guard, like company commander. I think he could do a really cool job at that.
That'd be good.
Or like a commissar.
Not a commissar. I think the attitude of a commissar is a little different. You want like a gruff, tough guy. The commissars are rarely on the front lines. They're like 3 steps back shooting their own dudes. And so commissar, you need like someone with like you want him to be like a villain in a way. And Sam Jackson's a hero, not a villain. You know what I mean?
You know what would be funny?
He's an anti-hero.
But that's fine.
Samuel L. Jackson should play Ravener when he's in the chair and contained. So it's like just Samuel L. Jackson's voice coming out of this thing.
I love it. Let's go with it.
But yeah, I was thinking something on the lines of...
You could play a cool Dreadnought also, yeah.
Some Dreadnought or like an Inquisitor would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Ooh, an Inquisitor. That's a good answer.
That's cool.
Adrian won.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bobson.
Bobson.
Here's a CP for Brian for the heresy he's about to hear.
Oh, no. I don't want to. Take the CP back.
It's about a black army.
My friend from Wisconsin believes that poutine is a waste of good cheese curds and you should probably just use provolone or something.
Or something.
So
what else do you use
cheese
curds for?
I almost visibly gagged when you said provolone. Like, oh, I can understand like maybe you don't want poutine, but don't make like horrible poutine. Oh my God. You know, provolone in your poutine is a waste of perfectly good fries and gravy. You could have just had fries and gravy. Like, give me fries and gravy. That's good.
I'm on board with that.
That's fine. Putting garbage provolone in it, get out of here. Put the curds or have the fries and gravy. I'm like actually flying to Toronto on Sunday. My very first act will be getting poutine.
Well.
So.
And you're gonna order it with provolone, right?
They don't even make it. If I tried to do that, they would put like one of those pictures on the wall where it's like you're not welcome here. It's worse than if I robbed them.
Yeah.
Thank you, War Machine TV.
Hey,
in Iron Hands, do you like the Executioners versus Relic Contemptors? And what are your thoughts on vehicles so far in 9th?
I love the Executioner. I've always loved it. It gets a bad rap because it's pretty ridiculous. But I love how ridiculous it is. It's just this. The Repulsor is just this big, imposing thing. I love centerpiece models. It's like the reason I love playing Riptides and stuff. They're just these imposing, scary things. It legitimately does perform well on the table. And it does a bit of everything. It's even got transport capacity. I didn't use that this game, but I could have. So I love them. The Contemptors are good. They're fine. But I actually like these guys.
Something you also do in most games is at least during one turn, you throttle the damage with these 6s or an additional wound.
Yeah,
and you really want to stack that on something that has a ton of shots.
Yeah.
Which this obviously does.
Yeah,
right?
and the fly is no joke. Like with something like this, it gave me the threat. Like remember when I used to have like Castellan robots against you? It's like you could just move here and you know I'd only get 2 against you. Fly gives me the potential to like leapfrog one another. The Contemptor Dreadnoughts can't do that. So I really like the fly.
Totally.
And actually, the -2 to charge, big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mad Mace. I got a list for Adrian, mostly 2 Squigoths, 2 squads of Tank Busters inside.
Nailed it.
And 2 Big Macs with KFFs inside, 3 squads of Grots for the troop slots, 4 Smasher Guns, and 2 squads of Commandos with points to spare.
Yes!
When you're embarked with your custom force field, does it work?
So this is a technically no.
Okay.
Because they've still never fixed it because it says when you are embarked in a vehicle. Not a vehicle.
Oh, I see.
That's
the trick that they're
using. This is a ask your TO thing, and I've done it a few times. Everyone's been like, "Oh, it's totally fine. Go ahead and do it." Otherwise, you have to ride next to it, right?
That's fine.
As written.
I like that you could be inside and still give it. It's cool.
It makes so much sense. It's 99% an oversight of like just Forge World stuff. I love it. I was back in the day when you had to have like with the. Or actually, no, it was even now. Looking at the super heavy detachment, you have to get 3 Lords of War. I'm like, how can I get 3 Lords of War? And I was like, do I take a killer tank plus 2 gargantuan Squigoths or whatever? Like, how do you make it work? So I'm about that.
Man, yeah. What's your third? So he needs a 3rd Lord of War.
Well, or you're paying a lot of CP for just 2
So
of them
find
separately.
one more Lord of War somehow.
The kill a tank. The Forge World one is like the cheapest Lord of War that's not a Squiggoth.
I don't love that model. You can make your own though.
Yeah, you make your own.
You make your own.
You get a Baneblade.
Get a Baneblade and make your own.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Future EMP. What do you guys think about my Storm Surge conversion? Rule of cool. I've watched every game, and he linked to a Twitter where he had like a hammerhead converted with all the Storm Surge guns.
Yeah.
I love them. They're super cool.
It looks pretty dope.
Yeah,
I think it's really cool.
I've seen some people do like Storm Surges with like walking hammerheads.
Yeah.
And oh man, it's rad. The Tau vehicles really lend themselves to doing some cool things there. The piranhas and everything. So many interesting reconfigurations without much like cutting and like weird sculpting.
Absolutely.
So I love that stuff.
I think it's great and definitely rule of cool. You know, the one thing is like I take conversions to games and especially tournaments all the time. You know, you be lenient on line of sight for your opponent. If they think they can see it, they can see it. You know, and then just be cool with that. And people rarely have problems, right? Because they don't feel like you're modeling to advantage. Which obviously you're not.
Especially in this case, this thing is way wider.
Yeah,
than
but it's also shorter, right?
Is it shorter? It's not standing.
It's
because it's a hammer.
It's the tank with the gun like rounded up, so it's like decently tall, but not quite as tall. So that's the only thing, you know. But I think it's great.
Yeah, I'm into it.
It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elias. What's the best chapter besides Iron Hands that can best utilize a Repulsor Executioner?
Ultramarines. Because the fallback and shoot. Really helps it out a lot. Yeah. And Ultramarines like things like aggressors, so having the ability to just put some... Oh, wait, this transport capacity...
You can put 3 aggressors.
3, right? Yeah. So having something... Being able to put just 3 aggressors in, it's actually really useful. So it does double duty for them.
Yeah.
It protects your aggressors, and it gives you this kind of unstoppable. Like that thing you did where you came and touched it, it just wouldn't have worked.
Exactly.
And you did it twice in this game. It just wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean. Love the show. How many intercessors are too many in an Imperial Fist list? Well, intercessors are what, 20-something points?
They're 20. They're 20.
Like
right.
90-something intercessors? Too many.
That's right. I actually almost all of my Imperial Fist lists start with 30 to 40.
Yeah, 60 is the cap.
Yeah.
Above 60, you can't make a viable list,
so
in my opinion.
The White Scars list, which again, I know it's not the same chapter, but same idea. We actually started playing with this ridiculous notion of the 80.
We tried with 80.
And we cut it down, cutting down. So, yeah, I think 40 is around the kind of the operating. For like a heavy intercessor list, 40 is great. You couldn't go up to 60 and it would still be great, honestly.
It was even better when you could have Black Shields from Vigilus.
Ugh,
or not Vigilus, from, Vigilus.
It was Vigilus,
yeah. It was
and
Vigilus.
that really helped you pump up your Feel No Pains for a turn.
Yep.
And that was really, really mean.
Unfair.
It was unfair. And then you stayed in Devastator Doctrine for the whole game. So you had all these stalkers.
So good.
It was really, really unreasonably good. Now it's toned down a ton. Their output's toned down a ton. And their durability is just not there compared to the Iron Hands. Because the Iron Hands get the 5-up invuln and the 5-up Feel No Pain.
Yeah, so that style is gone for the Fist essentially, but
it's alive and well.
It's a different game, right? So you can take 40, 60 intercessors, but you're not playing them as blobby as Iron Hands. That's right. So with Fists, like you're moving out, you might have a Signum on one if you're taking Mr. Chin.
Yeah.
But you kind of play more distributed in general.
Yeah.
It hits harder than the Fist, than the Hands, but it's not as durable.
Agreed.
Thank you, Walking with Jay. March for McCrag.
That's right.
That was timely.
I really would like to get the Ultramarines out there soon. I'm trying to paint up a few new models for them.
Yeah.
I actually have a Repulsor, which I think could be really useful. It's not an execution, just a Repulsor, just so I could get more like 5 aggressors in there. It's really super mean. And then I have a Leviathan Dreadnought with Twin Storm cannons.
Right.
He's really good as Ultramarines.
All these things that are benefiting from the...
Yeah, he's really pricey now. Right. So he's almost fair as far as like his cost to output. But
gosh, I remember in the day it was like everyone was running... actually, it was things like Iron Hands, Dreadnoughts, but the ones that I would truly fear with my Orcs were the Ultramarines.
Yeah, because you can't do anything to stop them.
You can't just tag them. You have to like do all these things just to stop them.
That's right.
They're like, oh, just come back up and shoot you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Daniel. Love the content. Any chances of us ever seeing a Tempester list on the channel?
For sure. This is an army I will collect.
Yeah.
I'm less confident that I'm going to get the whole army by the end of the year. But I think maybe early next year, I'll probably get a whole collection. So I'm thinking something like 4 flyers, because it's really hard to get flyers now. Flyer detachments.
Yeah.
And so 4 flyers, maybe like 4 to 6 of the Torox primes, and then just tons of squads, some really cool character conversions. It's going to be a really juicy army.
Thank you, Jeff. Just wanted to say that when I finally get my Land Raider, I will name it, and I will write a saga of its first game. I just need a name. The saga of...
The exploding Land Raider that kills your entire army. Because that's what happened to me the first time I tried to write a saga about a Land Raider. I was like,
so true.
9th edition Land Raider. And he was like, first turn, dies. Right. D6 damage, your whole army dies. And I was just like, oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
So... it's like the saga of the burnt fur.
That's very pessimistic, Brian. I think Jeff's Land Raider is going to do amazing on his first game.
What would you call it? The saga
no, I don't have a name.
The saga of the never explodes.
I was going to bounce off of that. And I was like, the Infernal Quest, but I'm like, that's like a super Chaos Knight sort of thing. I'm trying to put like fire in there, like the Phoenix from the ashes to honor.
Wait and see if it explodes first game, then give it a saga.
That's actually true. Like it's
it has to earn its name.
See how it performs.
You have to earn your name in 40K.
That's our cheat non-answer.
That's right.
So much pressure.
Thank you, Harry. I just bought 7 Zoanthropes, so I have 9 in total. Nice. Zoanthropes and Neurothropes. What would you recommend as an optimal build in a NIDS list?
So at least one more Zoanthrope.
One more. Yeah.
I love 2 5-man squads.
Yeah.
But really, I don't know. There's a ton of other things. It's a huge codex.
Personally, I still love, you take that, you get unit of Hive Guard, 2 units of Exocrine, and lots of small squads for just scoring after that.
Yeah.
I love that.
How do you feel about the Bio Wars? Are they too expensive?
They're pretty pricey. I think you're really gonna tech into them if you're gonna take them, right?
Yeah. I love the trick that we were talking about is the Spore Mines count for behind enemy lines.
Yeah.
And so you just like shoot something and miss. Right. And then get like 2 little guys for behind enemy lines. It's so cool.
Like,
but you would need 5 or 6 to reliably get 2.
So that's the thing. That's why I think one squad of Biovores is not enough. But you need to take 2 or 3.
And now we're talking a lot of points
and money.
Oh yeah, they're
really hard to find. They're expensive. So I like.
Would you take any big combat bug, couple Carnifex, or no? It's like you have to take a lot or none.
So our teammate Chris
is
like, he's swearing by them right now. He's like, I'm thinking about going into a couple Carnifexes. Obviously, they still have some shooting, but he really likes them, and he's quite a good player.
Yeah, so I think a couple could be fun. These are good ideas. I want one or two of the really big bugs to just be like absolute murderous machines.
Oh
I just need them to. I just want them to be able to kill anything.
Yeah,
I need that.
Gosh,
make them Marlock or something, and like that Trigon.
Yeah,
just make it an absolute murderer.
Thank you, Edward. The first turn advantage is an issue so ancient, even chess and Go haven't figured it out.
It's true.
I doubt our favorite little plastic men are going to get it anytime soon.
You'll never. This game is never pretending to be balanced.
Yeah,
that's not the thing. It's just as close as you can get.
Yeah.
And there is room to improve.
Yeah, exactly. So, and thank you for bringing it up. I think it's always good to talk about. People are getting really upset about it, which is no fun. But it's good to kind of be like, hey, is this too much? Talk about it level-headedly.
Yeah.
So we
honestly, even start to overdo terrain. Like, okay, put reasonable terrain down and then be like 2 more obscuring blocks. Like, just start to go overboard to the point where nobody wants first turn. Like, first turn on this board's dumb because no one will see anyone for like 2 turns. Fine, do it. Now, unfortunately, that's going to benefit all your like Custodes, Blood Angels, or whatever.
Yes.
Very good. But build the table to match when you're talking about tournaments and you can't do that. Unfortunately, just know the meta, know the boards, and plan accordingly.
I think the perfect board, the ideal board, is a grid of 1 inch by 1 inch breachable walls.
Yes. Oh my god. Breachable but obscuring walls.
Of course.
Yeah. Naturally.
Of course.
Thank you, Crashing Adam. I'm making a Salamander Successor chapter. They'll be black with an orange and yellow Phoenix logo, and I'm calling them Firebirds.
Ooh.
Might add some mullets.
Okay. The mullets really took it there for me.
It was like sharp.
You're gonna have to like green stuff your mullets. Yeah. I'm really interested.
I love that. That sounds so cool. That scheme. Yes. Send us pics. Post them up on our page or something because I would love to see that.
And one of the nice things when you're playing the successors from Salamanders is you could take the extra range secondary trait and
still take expert crafters.
You still take expert crafters, right? And so it's kind of better.
It's so mean.
It's actually better than Salamander's base trait.
It is. Yeah.
So yeah,
don't shake your head.
We need a petition to remove all rerolls from the game.
All rerolls? Orcs will be okay with that.
Yeah. Thank you, Jordan. Thanks for the content. I'm working on a Tzeentch Battalion Nurgle Patrol Demon Army.
Okay.
Worried about lack of anti-tank. What's the best way to cover that?
Yeah, that's tough in that list. So the Flamers, I think, with the new strat to do mortal wounds, are the most reliable.
They only get to do it once most of the time, though. People will like once they see what they do, they'll be like, "Oh, that was good."
Yeah, but what's the alternative?
Ignore it entirely and try and make it not matter. Like, That's the only other thing you could do, like Nurgling them. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my Nurglings don't care about your tanks.
Yeah, just watch the first 3 games of the tournament.
Yeah.
And how to touch your opponent turn 1.
Yeah, Nurglings are kind of the answer. Like, okay, I don't have anti-tank.
Yeah.
Cool, I just have so many wounds it doesn't matter, and I'm charging your tanks. Now you're forced to shoot at Nurglings. Now the Nurglings aren't dying.
That's a good point. Especially, and also it kind of goes double for the Tzeentch stuff, right? So the birds, the Lords of Change, can be very, very tough. The anti-tank choice, which is the Burning Chariots, don't do enough damage, and they're very susceptible to tanks. So unfortunately, like, I know it seems like that's supposed to be the solution.
Yeah.
It's not until they fix
it.
It's
like, don't bring anything to kill tanks, but don't bring anything for tanks to kill.
Yeah, exactly.
And your birds are not really great targets because if you have 1 or 2 of them, they can be really durable.
And they have invulns. It's so unreliable.
They have invulns. So. They have impossible robes. They could have feel no pains. It's all good.
All right, last one of the night.
Sorry. Ooh. One thing we totally forgot: Screamers.
Screamers are excellent because they have the 1 CP reroll against vehicles and monsters.
Yeah, so good.
And they're flat 2 damage.
They're actually very good for vehicles.
And they're rad models, dude.
They're so sick. And they're super fast. They're good for engage.
And they're pretty pricey though, aren't they?
Nah.
Points-wise?
Well,
points-wise.
In theory, on
they're
paper,
a teeny bit too much.
On paper, yes.
For how easily they get wiped.
Yeah, I'm gonna like to roll 4.
They lack any durability. They need like 3 wounds each.
That'd be nice.
They have 2 wounds. It's just not enough.
All right, last one of the night.
Last one. Let's do it. We made it.
Thank you, Crypt Shadow. Airbrush for a new player. What would you recommend? Adrian, a lawyer has been consulted in chat. Hide your armies. Brian, terrain video. Yes, please.
There were so many things there.
What?
Okay, so the lawyer thing is that your wife got a little upset about the thing that you put in my mouth. And she said that she might cut your armies in half.
Oh, gosh. Just like,
well, that explains it. Okay.
Just like the old-fashioned rhino, which comes in 2 halves and you can glue it back together. So she knows me so well. Can I sleep here tonight? Gotcha. I appreciate the warning. Beginner airbrush / compressor, I think. So airbrush, I really like the Awada Eclipse. That's kind of the standard. It's high. It's decently high quality. That's honestly the main one that I use.
How much does this thing cost?
On Amazon, $130.
Oh, that's totally reasonable.
Yeah, it's very reasonable and it's good. It's durable. And honestly, compressor, I haven't found a good compressor. I keep going through the cheap ones off of Amazon.
Yeah, they break down.
Which is just the master compressors for like $90. I don't have a better answer as far as that goes. Yeah, any suggestions?
I've bought a fairly mid-range Grex. I paid a little more than you're talking about. I think with the compressor and airbrush together, I probably paid $300.
Yeah.
But I have airbrushed endlessly and never had even the slightest degradation in anything.
That's great.
So I've airbrushed for like 4 years straight. Yeah. My compressor is brand new. Basically, it's like it's working as though it's brand new.
Jeez.
And the actual airbrush itself is great. It's got the trigger. It's not the top. I like the trigger.
Yeah, trigger's cool.
Especially because sometimes I'll airbrush for extremely long durations, and it's really good. Like I'm like airbrushing. I'll sit down. I'm like, I'm gonna airbrush this one color on 10,000 points.
Yeah.
And it's like cool. The trigger really helps it be pretty chill. So yeah, the Grex worked great for me. So maybe like it depends. Know how much you're gonna use it. If you're gonna use it like me, and you're gonna paint like, whole clubs worth of models, maybe get a higher end one.
It's very true, and I will say that beware of the lower end. Like I wouldn't go lower than, for example, the Awada Eclipse, because at the end of the day, it's going to be much harder for you. You're going to end up spending more money replacing it, getting it fixed, hours of time, having problems.
And the worst part is, it's like I'm going to get this army painted for the tournament on the weekend.
Yeah.
My airbrush just broke.
Yep.
That is the worst.
It's horrible. So it's one of those things. It's definitely worth
take care of it.
Spending a bit
Clean
more.
It.
100%.
Yeah.
Clean it. Isopropyl.
Yeah.
That's the secret.
And Brian, last part, terrain video.
Why does he?
Looking at you.
Okay, he's looking at you, but many other people are looking at you, so I feel like it balances out. I will definitely comment on Bridger's video, and I will also feature in it.
Would you like it? Would you like the video?
I would put a like on it.
There you go,
yeah.
Bridger.
So
that's what it's all for.
Yeah, it's all for the likes.
Well, that'll do it for us tonight, huh?
Sounds
good. It will. Bridger has to get to work. So
indeed.
Really glad you can make it out tonight. We had a great time.
Yeah.
We're going to see you again on Saturday, as I said, with the Blood Angels and the Salamanders. Sure to be quite a bloodbath on that one.
Bloodbath for sure.
One way or the other. Probably both ways, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So lethal. Lots of great stuff coming up then. So we'll see you on Saturday, and thanks for coming out.
See you then.